My only... Oh.
Hello everyone and welcome to Saga of Dice. We are doing a reveal show for today's launch box. The way I said that made it seem like there's a launch box every day. And that's what I'm going to expect from GW from now on. So have fun with those expectations. I'm joined with Rob and Kenrick. How you guys doing?
Good.
And that's that.
I'm doing pretty good. 8 years. 8 years. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. We've got kind of a nothing burger on the stream right now. They're not actually showing anything unless I'm mistaken. Are they even? They're not live yet, right? I'm not crazy, right?
No,
but since they're offline on the
for
left
a while.
Yeah.
Cool.
We got time.
They usually go live like at a little bit before, and they do like those stupid question things, but it's usually like I would say 10 minutes. So I think we're good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. Streamlabs isn't showing me the chat, so I'm just going to try and figure that out. But
they're there. How are we sounding, guys, by the way?
Yeah, if anyone has any problems with the sound, let me know.
You got any problems?
Yeah, you got a problem?
You got problems.
How dare you.
We'll fight about it. Oh, baby. I couldn't find my Skaven toque. I was going to wear that too. But I've got my shirt. I've got my sweater. I've got my wallet. I've got my shot glass, my Skaven whiskey glass. It's on. It is freaking on. Oh, I've got my amulet that my wife made me. My warpstone charm. That makes me roll bad, but it makes you roll worse.
Me roll worse? I don't think that's true based on our last battle report. Well, actually, it was very like...
It's very temperamental.
I think they just started their stream.
The meat dice might like go right through that. It's possible.
Oh, boy.
All right, I'm going to put us in the bottom left now. Just because
Yep.
It says they're starting soon. Actually, maybe I can keep us in the center for now. I do like the attention, so...
Who doesn't like the attention?
Exactly.
Person, can you link to the live?
Oh, sure.
Stream?
It's in the Discord.
Twitch.tv/Warhammer.
Oh, that. I see. Right.
I got that one going, but yeah, the actual.
So
So they fancy themselves Twitchers now.
allegedly. Wow, there's 400 people in there already. Incredible.
That's a couple.
Yeah.
People be hyped.
Hello, Big Ron. The judge. Your Honor.
The judge is in session.
Judge in the house.
Yeah, like he says, hello, all court is in session.
I feel like he really needs to play Gourmain.
Yeah, I think so too.
As like the only judge in the mortal realms, you know?
Exactly. How's it going, Beefy? Good to see you. Where's everyone joining us from today? I know we got friends in Manitoba, but anywhere else in Canada or
Okay, 1 second. I'll be right back. My computer.
just abruptly quit. I'll be right back.
Oh dear. Hope it's okay. Oops.
Nah, he'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly. It's just a live show. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I am going to preemptively break out some awful whiskey that someone got me recently.
Yeah, baby.
So if anyone would like to drink along, let me know. And I'll think about that at every sip I take.
True story. I picked that specifically for you, but only because it came with a flask.
Yeah, the funny thing is too is he gave me the bottle, and I immediately started trying to open the flask, like not even going for the bottle itself.
And that's what I would have done. That is exactly what I would have done. So I approve.
Yeah.
I'm going to be going with the Glenroths this evening. A Speyside.
A nice Speyside malt.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah. I like my Lefroy the best, but or not Lefroy the best. I meant to say my Eiley malt's the best, but Speyside I love, and I like it for a change. Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Cider in hand, yeah, beefy.
Cider's a good choice. Beefy, are you more of a beer guy or a cider guy? I need to know in 2 weeks from now.
Wait, what? That's crazy. Are you reading that in the?
Reading in the is there stuff going on in the Warhammer chat?
Apparently, I guess Rob Symes has been banned from Warhammer.Twitch or whatever, and there's a bunch of people asking him to be unbanned, and to Notley, Vincent Notley or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, they're asking him, and he's like, "That's not something I can do," or whatever. So it doesn't seem like it's a joke, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm seeing in the chat. The first message I saw was unban Ron.
Yeah. Not me, guys.
Justice for Ron.
Not me. I'm not banned in there. I can prove it. What should I type?
Big Ron says Canadian Club all the way. Canadian Club is a rye whiskey, right?
Yeah.
I like a good rye.
I'm just gonna put for the Greyhound wrap.
Delicious. Wait, are we live? I think so. I mean, if you hear me responding to you like this, then I guess we are.
I mean, maybe he means the Warhammer thing.
Oh, I see. It's I think it's going to be starting in about 8 minutes.
Yeah, it'll definitely start by then. I would have thought they were going to do like some kind of preview questions, but maybe they only have those made up for 40K and not like specifically for AOS, which is what we're going to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can see it on our stream, right? I've got like the chat up. Oh wait, nope. I forgot I paused it apparently. Oh yeah, it's on there. Oh man. So the preview image, like that silhouette thing, had a gray seer. So the gray seer has to be in the box, right? Unless they're revealing stuff that's like outside of the box as well. There's no way they're doing that though. They're only going to show what's in the box, right?
Yeah.
So if the gray seer's in the box too, there's no way we get rat ogres too, right?
We're definitely getting rat ogres too.
We're getting rat ogres too?
They're in the video, dude. It's just like Leviathan didn't show a single thing that wasn't in the box.
Yeah, I want to believe so bad. It's going to be expensive, I guess, but I don't care.
Yeah, it's going to be expensive.
Oh, give it to me. I've already got 2 gray seers on foot. I've got 2 in the bell.
Those are dusty gray, though. This is fresh gray.
This is give me that.
This is new gray.
Yeah, fresh gray.
What are you most excited for, Rob?
Oh, like you mean just other than new models? You mean like
specifically like the ogres or the new dude on rat, like rat on rat?
If we hadn't already seen them, I would have probably said the Giselle. But
right.
I think
Graybeard makes a good point that the Gray Seer was not in the video. But I bet you everything that was in the original teaser video will be in the box.
That's a good point, but we did hear that there was a rumor that they're gonna be in there.
Yeah.
Also, another thing to point out is that like if they show it in the silhouette, then like that's actually like to me a more solid lock than anything that it's gonna be, But
there were also annihilators in the video. I don't think they're going to be in the box on the Stormcast side. Wow. The side that nobody cares about.
Oh man, the single model. I've changed my answer. I've just temporarily went insane from excitement. The thing I'm most excited for sure is the Claw Lord on Giant Wolf Rat. Yeah,
I think that's the right answer.
Yeah, that's like the little centerpiece guy.
Yeah, depending on what they do with that one. I might even buy one because like how he was in the trailer, it was not only just the looks, but like how he acted, like running away as soon as his mount died. Basically, like that made me want to buy and paint one of those. Just
It was
Hell yeah.
amazing. It was
Hell yeah,
amazing.
dude. Well, I might be getting 3 boxes, so have one
Fair
of
enough.
mine. Yeah, like I have 2 of the Kiloboss on Giant Gnash Tooth, but I only ever painted 1. I'll probably paint 2 of the Skaven, but 3 probably not. You know, so
I remember. So our predictions on Tuesday was basically that this is going to be a big box, like a Leviathan style, like 8 different units kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm still standing by that. I think that's probably going to be the case, and I hope so
Yep.
too. But if you buy 3 of those, good God, like
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, but like, I'm not buying like the whole set.
no, of course you're splitting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I mean, probably 2. So like, it'll be probably like the $300 from me. But like for 2 sets, that's totally worth it.
I mean, if you buy 2 as well, like I'd be happy to buy one of the GHBs off you. Also, thank you so much to Big Ron for gifting a membership.
Oh wow,
Really helps out the
Big
channel.
Ron.
It's nice to see Delicious getting a sub from Big Ron. I know Delicious has been in the chat for a while, so it's cool to see you got a membership now.
Spamming the emotes that I worked so hard on.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm the only person who uses them.
Yeah, I love as soon as he gets access to them, he's just like, bah! Like
Emote. He knows though that he knew the assignment. That is the actual assignment. We should really be trying to do that, you know, because I worked quite hard on those. So the only one that I'm not thrilled with is the warp stone thing, but I'm thinking we should change that into the meat symbol. Right?
meat.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything you said until you said meat.
Yeah, you know, the Carson meat.
Meat.
Yeah. That's all he hears. If I end the sentence with meat, he's just like, meat? Did you say meat?
Just like refreshes my brain.
Like that?
Yeah.
Thank you again. That was really kind. But by the way, Gracier earlier said, I doubt more than 2 characters. We had at least 3 characters, though. We had 4 characters for Cruel Boys.
But he said terrain, which I totally forgot about.
Terrain, but terrain could mean anything. Like Carson says, Carson bet that it's going to be cardboard punch-outs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's going to be cardboard punch out because we know they're giving like the Spearhead 33 by 22 and 1,000th of an inch or something crazy. Like those cardboard boards, basically. Like they've done similar things in like the Speed Freaks box a while back.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's going to be like that. Because like when you buy one of the intro boxes that has like Space Marines versus Necrons or something like that, it usually has like the little stand-up terrain that's just like printed on. So.
Or it's just the box inside the box with like cargo things painted on it.
Totally. Yeah.
That's what it was for like 8th or 9th. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like if you guys, well, you might not have been alive. I don't remember, but the 5th edition box set came with like cardboard cutouts for the characters. Hey, like the Slann was was just like a cardboard print. Also, I want to point out Skaven 4th edition battle tome or whatever army book, Grey Seer. We got the symbol of the council on the back, and we've got a whiskey glass with the Great Horned Rat.
Ooh, tasteful.
Indeed, yeah. I don't think I'm overdoing it. I could probably
not live. Are they not live yet?
No, they're not. I mean, unless I'm
like,
paused it by accident, but
nope. I'm live.
Like 5 minutes behind. Like, oh god.
Yeah. If you like hover over it, it says live in the top.
Big
right.
Ron flexing those emotes.
Oh my god.
Well, cheers to everybody in chat, and cheers to Carson, and cheers to Rob on your big day.
Cheers.
Your big Skaven day, sir.
You're treating it like it's my birthday, which it's much better than.
It's actually much more rare than your birthday. It's once every 8 years.
Way more rare. Yeah, this is cheers again, everyone. This is so exciting. I'm gonna actually full screen this over here.
Kale says my wallet is sensing danger. I like to imagine it's like vibrating.
my wallet's rat sense is tingling. Yeah. It's about to blow up like a warp lightning cannon. That's such a great line, though.
Greybeard says many older boxes had cardboard terrain that was actually decent. Yeah, I'm not saying that like the cardboard terrain is going to be bad. I just don't think that. I think it would be crazy if they did like a Leviathan style box and a full-on set of terrain. That would be nuts to me.
Well, and also, Carson, I think you said your wish was for cardboard terrain, like specifically, like you were like, that's what I want, right? So
Did I? I don't
Maybe not,
recall
maybe
that. But
okay, I
I'm
thought that's
sure
what you were
I
saying.
say a lot of things and then instantly forget. So
Fair enough.
yeah, I'm a very good gaslighting person.
True. Do what you love.
But babe, you love it when I gaslight you.
By the way, if you guys are enjoying it, or if you just like the channel, if you wouldn't mind giving it a like, it really helps us out. Even if you're watching this in the far distant future of whatever, an hour after the stream ends, we'd really appreciate it. It really helps. So, wait, what Spearhead has more than one hero? The off the top of my head, the FEC one has a Vargulf and it has an Archregent in it. But I'm sure there are others too. I don't even know what some of them are.
There's also a chance that if it's a big enough box, the Spearhead is just going to be like a subsection of the box.
Yes,
maybe
like Leviathan.
Yeah, that's right. You brought that up.
Thanks, Big Ron.
Yeah, happy Skaven Day.
Happy Skaven Day, guys. Oh baby, man. Yeah, this is potentially once in a lifetime. And the problem is too is now they know we'll wait for new models. They'll know we'll wait 30 years. That's crazy.
Oh, it's moving.
Oh,
are
here we
live.
go. Oh baby.
Hello and welcome to the Warhammer preview show, The Mortal Realms Reforged. My name's Lewis and I'll be your host for this extra special show, bringing you all the latest news from the Mortal Realms. I'll be checking in with the wonderful folks at the Warhammer studio to see what they've been conjuring up in this brand new edition of Age of Sigmar. The Mortal Realms will never be the same again. So without further ado, let's get things started.
Wow. Right into it. Oh, is it going to be Dawnbringers first, maybe?
There he is, Torchman. Night Quester.
Conan the Barbarian. He looks sick. Yo.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm glad they're showing the Stormcast first.
Rip Stalker, crazy.
Oh my god, that looks amazing. That actually looks rad.
New prosecutors.
That's a better shot than we had earlier, I think.
Yeah, I think they had the helmets there too. The Reclusians.
They're very exclusive.
Ooh.
Whoa!
There's 2 heroes. There's 3 heroes already.
Holy moly!
4 heroes. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Damn!
It's all heroes. Sick.
Would you like some battle line with your heroes?
Battle line is no longer a thing.
That's true. Like some
The
mortal
elite
damage
champions
then?
of the
I don't
Mortal
know.
Realms have been hurled down by the God King
Wow.
himself. I'm joined by Robin,
nice.
Phil,
Just
and Daz from the
really simple.
Warhammer Studios to chat all things Stormcast Eternals.
Pretty cool.
Guys, welcome to the show.
Okay.
Thanks for having
So
us.
you
No
said 4
worries. So
heroes?
let's kick things off. What do we know
Yeah.
about Stormcast Eternals in this new edition?
So we're seeing some
Wow.
new folks come
Might
out
have
this
been
time
cast
around.
by
in
Vegas.
Ruination
I have never
Chamber,
thought
Stormcast
Stormcast
alongside
was
some
so
classics,
cool.
the old Warrior Chamber guys,
Here we go.
Liberators and Prosecutors. So the Ruination Chamber are pretty special. They have fought and died time and time again. Every time they get reforged, they lose something. And over time, they become more and more effectively like a weapon, like the mask and the hammer, rather than a human being that they once were.
With the new miniatures from the Ruination Chamber, how have you gone about sort of tonally shifting that kind of from a design
The guy on the right
perspective?
looks like
We wanted
Bilbo
them to
from the
feel,
Hobbit
much more
movies.
brutal and much heavier. So
Oh,
we've
yeah, Martin
faceted the
Freeman.
armor more.
Martin
You'll notice
Freeman.
they're layered up more. They've got the parchment, which actually carries their deeds on them. We've got the heavy cloaks on them as well. And we've added new weapons
the
we've
best
not seen
for
before
last,
as well.
yeah,
So
baby.
there's something new, something different something heavy and gritty that we've not really tapped into with the Stormcast.
So I mean, they kind of blew the entire Stormcast load in 5 minutes. This is supposed to be an hour-long reveal.
He's very
Is it really?
striking.
It's gonna be over in 5 minutes.
Morians in there as well.
That's so wild.
Morians
This guy
kind
is
of like a
sick.
fire is to a knight, but they're there to connect these reclusians to their.
The guy with the
history and to their
blindfold reminds
humanity.
me of the hourglass guy from Indominate.
Yes, yes.
right?
What is he called? Yes, the
reinforce the
called?
character and the narrative of the miniatures.
Educator, maybe?
Also scaled the miniatures really well.
That's
So from a miniatures point of view, if it was their first time
come up with
that
that.
you saw a Stormcast, you'd think that was the size of a man.
Yeah.
But that's the size of a man, so it really does put them in context as well and show how great and powerful that these new
Right.
Stormcast are. So yeah, it was a fantastic set to work on. The whole team did a great job designing those miniatures. So.
Yeah, that's great. So we've got a different storm host now in the Hollow Knights as well. So what was the process of bringing those new miniatures to life?
My
We've
boys.
seen our very shiny
I love Hollow Knights.
Liberators,
It's so
forefront,
much
the poster boys of the Rangers. And now how do we get these kind of more grittier feel to it?
Yeah.
So that's what you'll see in the paintings, the texture that has been also sculpted.
maybe easy.
It's been reinforced with
Maybe.
that paint.
Yeah, BBC, and there'll be a bunch
to
more
make
revealed
them
in the box,
have that
hopefully.
little bit like,
That'd be
these
nice.
have been
But
I know
not
Braden was
looked away,
hoping for other
forgotten about.
armies.
It's
That would
very
be cool.
much they're very
That would
much
be
a
pretty
part of
cool.
the units, but they're
This
saved
Griff
for those
stalker thing
when
though is like one of the
things like
coolest things they've
lore
ever
has,
made.
like, really
Absolutely.
kicked off.
It
Yeah.
looks
They're
so
the ones that
cool.
dragged us. How do we reinforce that?
I'm so
So
into
you
it.
see that with some of those darker tones.
I
and
kind
much
of feel
more
like these
touch
new
to it.
Liberators
There's a
don't
lot
fit
of
with the rest of the
exploration
stuff they're
into how
revealing
do we
though. Like
represent
everything else
that
is kind of dark and
in the
gritty,
paint.
whereas this guy's just like,
Exactly.
I'm a knight
So
with
let's talk a
two
little bit
hammers,
about, what can the players
and I'm
expect
gonna
from
come
the
mess you
box?
up.
But on the Stormcast side, we have almost.
Yeah,
like
they
two
do look a
small
little
forces
different.
that have allied together.
He needs a little like
call to
he needs some
action guys,
parachute
the
pants,
classic
and then it'd be
warrior chamber
fine.
guys, and then the reclusians and the
Yeah.
ruination
Also, I'm just gonna
chamber
put us in the
come out
top
to
right,
join them, and
so that
together,
Sure.
you know,
people
link
can
their
actually-
shields and maybe
It's nice
cover-
because they have
maybe
the
hold back that
the text
ridiculous
below
enough
everything
scale
here.
at this point
What?
in
They're
the
showing
game.
So-
they
And not
showed
only that, you also
something
get a
there. They
story
showed the
effectively,
freaking
you get a
guy on
story
the
of this fight of the war front.
he showed the freaking claw lord on the giant wolf
You're
rat.
learning a bit more about the journey of the Stormcast.
What
We're
a
not
weird
at the
way
end
to
yet,
reveal
but we are seeing them in their sort of autumn, I
He
suppose.
looks awesome though.
And yeah, these
Yeah, for everyone watching the
these men and
stream
women
now,
only have a few
we are
more
just taking the
reforgings,
place of the
and
guy
then
in the white shirt.
That's them. They
Actually, I think we
lose themselves
covered up
completely.
the guy on the giant
Yeah,
wolf
I
rat
think
too.
The whole thing just makes the Stormcast way more appealing.
I'm
As a
sorry if
painter
that's true, by
myself,
the
it's
way.
obvious.
He was like in the
I'm
top
really looking
right.
forward to painting some up with all those new textures and things to play with and everything as well. And just the tone of them's changed so much as well. And they're just really exciting, the whole set.
I
Looking
think
forward to
That
it.
was
it
cool-
gives you
crazy.
much more depth.
But they showed the
to
clan rats,
the
and so it's like, oh, I guess they're just showing. And then I was like, wait a minute.
We're used to seeing the Liberators. They're still exciting.
These are so
seeing
much cooler,
something
hey.
with their
The
weaponry,
is it
but
sequitors?
also with
The Raiders?
Yeah. No. The sequitors. The guy with, or I think they're sequitors or whatever.
Oh,
the guy with
prosecutors.
Kind of
Yeah, the
prosecutors.
prosecutors look great.
Yeah.
We've not seen this before.
The style
So
of wing
this
is a
just
lot
gives a
cooler.
much more
Yeah.
deeper view. Of
Easier
And
to
the
life
stands,
of,
the flight stands are way better. Everything's better about them.
Absolutely. Well, Robin, Phil, Daz, thank you so much for popping in to chat to us
Ooh.
about the Stormcast Eternals. We really appreciate
You
it.
think so,
Don't
Alex?
go
That's
anywhere, guys.
interesting.
We've got lots more coming up right after
We've,
this.
we've kind of been saying we really don't want that.
Oh, here's another one.
That looks amazing by itself. Give it to me. Give it.
Oh boy.
Damn, that's actually. They look
There they
even
are.
better there. Oh. Okay. Oh. No. God dang.
Dude.
No. Oh,
Those
shoot.
ogres look
Dude,
so
they're
good.
great. They look amazing. We've seen the Giselle, but
They're
that's
way
cool.
bigger than I thought they were going to be.
Love to see him again. Well, I was saying there's 6 roof. Oh, nice. He's in there too. The engineer. Nice. Let's see it.
Oh man, that thing is chunky.
It is.
Wow.
Oh
Here he is.
man.
Here he comes.
Here we go.
Oh
baby. Ooh.
man, that model.
That is
Oh
sexy.
my god. Gnaw beast it's called, not a giant wolf rat. Damn, look at the halberd. Oh, and the gray seer.
The little rats on the grace here looked amazing, actually. The
Yeah, they
quality on
do. And the gray seer symbol is the top of his staff. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh god. I'm gonna go
Chaos
change
strikes
my
back in
underwear.
an endless swarm of teeth, claws, and matted fur. Yes, the
Shut up and take
diabolical
my
Skaven
colourful
are
money.
here to gnaw away at the mortal realms. I'm joined by
Ugh.
Sergey, Phil and Max
That's-
from the studio to chat about all things Ratmen. Guys,
Oh
welcome
my
to the
God.
show. So let's jump straight in.
What happened to Martin
What
Freeman?
do we know about the Skaven in this new edition
know, he
and what makes
disappeared.
them so much more
It's
horrifying?
almost as if
than
these are
ever before?
pre-recorded.
So we're seeing
It's
when
almost,
they're
it's almost as if
literally
he's
being
left
Changed
out
the
of it.
entire cast. My God.
hissing and boiling and pouring over the lands. What we're seeing in this box set is like, imagine the camera zooming in to one part of that huge nation-spanning battle line. So we're trying to emphasize not only the Skaven have still got loads of fun character to them.
Would you say it was a
they're
Knob
still
Beast?
treacherous cowardice.
That's what-
Yeah,
They're
Nobbies.
guys that would just
G
Yeah, that
N
thing looks
A
rad.
W.
look at you.
It's like
Yeah,
half dead.
They
It was
also
almost like
are
a
quite horrifying at this point.
I guess
Yeah,
mutated
awesome.
by Clan Mulder
there are
and
just so
Yeah, that makes
many of
sense.
them.
yeah.
So from a painting and sort of sculpting design perspective, how have you kind of married those two things together?
What we're trying to accomplish basically is to introduce new elements that make them look more wretched, more disgusting, more vicious, but at the same time being faithful to the legacy of the range, all the key elements that makes them look unique and special, what we call the visual language, all those little thingies, but with a new touch.
Wow,
by
that
using
Clanner, it
the
looks
new
sick.
techniques, the new
He's got a little pot belly
technologies that
too.
we have on our reach
You
right
got what
now.
we wanted.
Yeah, that's great. So in terms of painting as well, that must open up some real opportunities.
Definitely. One thing that we did really early on with coming back to Skaven again after so many years.
I keep
was
trying to find a perfect
really
angle
kinda
point for the camera, and they
sense
keep
check, like,
changing
if
where
they're
all of the
in
visually
these
interesting things are.
environments,
I'm like,
they're
ah!
not living their best life. They're not getting
Oh,
all their
man.
nutrients.
Oh, I love
they
that
wouldn't
sketch.
look that
I wish they'd
healthy
release
and
those.
that happy. And we're trying to really convey that and pick up where the sculpting is left off and dial it up to 11 with the painting essentially. And that's across
That's like the little
entire
claw
thing, just
leader
really
guy.
Yeah.
digging into like
He's just got like an
what
axe on his
makes
head,
them
basically.
look
Yeah,
really
yeah.
sinister and, like,
They've
how
always
you
had those
bring
brush
that
helmets, but now that
believability to
his is a
what,
little
like,
bit
the
more
core essence
elongated.
of
Whoa,
the Skaven
one
really
Clan
is.
Rat was like
And we've got,
hopping.
as you were saying,
like,
the
super
range is
dynamic.
absolutely huge in terms of those new Skaven and some of the classic kits as well. So
We haven't
talk
seen
us
that guy
through,
before.
some of your like personal favorites.
The grace here, I think,
Yeah.
like that's a big one for me. And I think because of the legacy of that
Yeah, that Gracie looks sick.
archetype, like
I like that
Oh,
it still like
good.
maintained the
pretty much as
silhouette of
long
the
as they've
original
been
model.
Skaven, and there have
Totally.
been
Yeah.
But it's just like so
representations
much
of
better,
that
so
throughout
much
the
more
years,
Yeah.
but
detailed.
to see that
I have-
follow through into this.
The current one you
new
can build like
modern,
with him
in my
pointing, and then
opinion,
another one
ultimate
with him
version of
like
a
with a
Gracie
rat
is
jumping
super
off his hand.
exciting, and to be able to work
This
off
is
that
like,
is
oh my
a dream
God.
come true, really.
I
And
really
like the
love the
armor down the
details when I
front.
was
Oh
young,
man,
and
it's so
the
good.
idea of the
It's so
Skaven
good.
sharpshooter, because they're cowards really, and they want to be able to make a difference, but
Me too.
preferably from way at the back. Yeah, exactly. They're just really lovely little duos, and the guns are different this time as well, and a bit more technologically advanced in places.
How about yourself?
Well,
Dazale's
my
looking
personal
great.
favorites basically
they're
are two,
so good.
the Clan Rats and the Rat Ogres.
Yes.
I love the Clan Rats because they are the embodiment of everything that Skaven society is. They are wretched,
They're iconic.
they are ugly, they are disgusting,
Yeah.
but at the same time they are
Really good paint job
fierce.
on the banners
When
too.
we were
like,
Yeah.
considering
Oh,
designing
yeah.
the
really
studio
good.
Yeah.
I need to
how
figure.
make the Clan
That's something
Rats,
I need to
we
work
were
on
considering all
because
those elements, those
I was
visual
going for like
elements that I
black
mentioned
banners
before,
with like
but at the
green,
same
but
time,
I think
we're
I need
trying
to switch over to
consider the
like
customer experience.
what they do.
Every single
Right.
Skaven
You
Clan
see,
Rat is made of only two pieces, two parts.
there's like
and because
one guy
all the
next to the leader
textures
there.
are very
He's
graphic
different.
and
He
very
wasn't shown
simple,
in the
even
original
though the model can look very busy, it's actually a pretty simple
preview of the Clan
experience
Rat.
to paint.
'Cause they only showed
So with a
13.
very limited palette of colors,
He was there.
and with even the fewest of the skills of painting, you can achieve a great result with them. And about the Rat Ogres, I love them because
Skaven have always been
as
good
a
for that because
Skaven
you can just kind of make them
myself, it
dirty.
was waiting
Oh,
for a new kid for ages, and finally
the
we've got
claw
these
is
beautiful
so
models
sick.
that
And the
also come with
tusk.
several options. You can build them in different ways. This time along, when designing the Rat Ogres, they are a mixture of
Oh wow!
gorillas
Yeah,
and
that's
rats.
reminiscent of
They
the
are
Storm
the
Fiend, that
perfect
mask.
mix between bipeds and quadrupeds.
Okay.
So when you look at the anatomy, don't expect.
I wonder if the Rat
big
Ogres are going to be like a
pectoral
new
muscles. They are just
shared kit
weird
with
and
Storm Fiends
strange.
or something.
That's great. It's sort of like the hulking beasts. You've kind of
Maybe.
created these sort of
I
like.
think they'll
and
be
they are a bit
separate.
more dynamic.
I
They
think they'll
are
be
like
separate.
running, advancing in a menacing way.
Yeah.
So they are more aggressive.
Wow!
And it's great that
I
you
love
talked
the
about sort of
hands.
the
They're
user
just
or
so
painter
beefy
experience in
and
terms of
meaty.
keeping that stuff quite simple with its textures. But one thing that I really want to know is how have you married that together in terms of the Skaven? There's so many clans sort of coming together, working together, not working together, stabbing each other in the back. How would you
Gorilla
marry that from
sold.
like a
Yeah,
paint
for
perspective,
real.
perhaps?
Yeah, I think having an army that is so chaotic and broken up in a way where these different clans are represented
Whoa, look at the
it makes
size
it
of that-
unique, and it
that-
gives it
the
a
Gatling
different
cannon
flavor
thing.
to a lot of the other factions in
It's
Age of
pretty
Sigmar.
big,
It
eh?
says something about them on a personal level.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of use these cues like the warp stone that's
Chunks
speckled
of warp
across
stone
all
in
of the
their flesh,
models,
yeah.
or like just the
That's always
fur
been, like, kind of a
textures and the
thing.
skin to help tie the army together, and then
Oh
specific
man,
pieces
those are
of
so
rags
sick.
and cloths
Kind of reminds me of
and,
the
like, the right
Stonehorn skin,
icons
where
in the
they've
right
got like
places can tell
chunks
that
of the fur
secondary,
peeled
like,
away and
underlying
like
story
exposed
Totally.
with
of these
symbols
actions
carved
from
in and
this
stuff
part,
like
and
that.
these guys
It's
are
pretty
from
cool.
over here, and they're kind of working
That's
together
so
right
rad.
now, but they're not just
That,
one big
by the way,
unit
that
family.
symbol that he's got on the top of his
It's just
staff.
this beautiful anarchic horde of nastiness pouring towards you, and I think it's going to be so much fun to play on the battlefield, to tell stories with, and just to paint the guys who put some
He's
thought
oh,
into it.
oh
It's
man, the
an
extra
absolute tour de
horn.
force of a box set.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, about that, I remember now that there was some quality
God dang,
very,
that's
very
so
unique on
freaking
the
cool.
original Skaven set. When you put them all together, they are different sizes because one is more crouched, the other one is more standing.
I really like
That
this guy's
created
voice.
that feeling
Yeah,
of
yeah.
He's like a
horde
sweetheart.
works like
Yeah.
what's
It's like
normally do in
undulating.
real life.
This shot's so
They
nice.
work.
It's like
And we're
extreme
trying to
macro.
imply that in the new model. So every single clan rat is a different size, not because they are badly made, but because
Yeah, the way they did that
we
one
are
was
trying
actually
to,
took a
you know,
colonoscopy
recreate that
camera and
effect
just
of
like
they
slid
make
it backwards
like
in all the models.
of big human rats.
Yeah, it's
That's
that
actually an
detail
amazing
that makes
shot.
them so sort of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
You point that
authentic
out. I didn't think
It's
about that.
one of these like
Yeah.
crazy
Well, guys, thank you ever
lenses.
so much for popping in
Wow.
to chat to
The-
us
the
about
probe
Mortal
lens.
Skaven. I'm super excited for them to scurry into
Like
the new
Carson
edition.
said.
Quite literally, Carson nailed it.
Don't go anywhere, guys. We've got lots more announcements coming right after this.
What more? Spearhead, Fire and Jade.
Okay, Spearhead core book. Oh yeah, you're right. There's two separate books.
I think you said there were two separate books. I was the one that was arguing
No.
it would just be a GHB.
Oh, no, I thought it was going to be like the core and the GHB were like amalgamated into one thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Ah, a map of the unconnected realms.
Damn.
That's good.
That's so cool.
Nagash.
I love that stuff. Nagash. This is just like a
Callous
lore
and
video.
Toll.
Terrain is missing, Greybeard. You nailed it. Yeah, that's true. Or you predicted that, but the rat
Showed us a
is
small
perhaps
section
it's
of
still
rules.
coming.
Someone's gonna look at those and be like, this doesn't work with this. Ah.
I love that Claw Lord on the Knobbeast.
Dang, so it's two hardcover books. Oh, there's the board.
Oh, Fire and Jade.
There's
It's
terrain
like-
in
oh,
that
there's
board.
actual
There's just
terrain?
a couple walls. There's just a couple walls.
But it's
Oh,
but it
okay.
is real. Like it looks
Yeah.
like it was like plastic.
It doesn't look like cardboard.
Huh.
Ooh, the cards.
Yeah, that's
And this box
definitely
set's gonna
not-
be.
Yeah.
I like that there's a
Yeah.
little bell in there. Like I'm hoping to come out with more like Skaven terrain.
A brand new edition means a brand new core book and much,
Okay.
much more for the Age of Sigmar. I'm joined by Phil, Matt, and Ben from the Warhammer Studios
cool.
to peruse through the
It did look a
pages
little
that
small,
make up
yeah,
the Mortal
the whole-
Realms. So we chatted
When
a little bit
everything was
about this
together,
before.
but maybe
You
we
guys
just
have
didn't
Yeah.
see
decided
it.
to go
Maybe
with
the
a little bit
spearheads
more
were
of a
like
mortal
a
eye
subset.
view
We'll have
of
to
this
go
brand
back and
new
look
core
at that.
book for the new edition.
That's
Can you tell
possible.
us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. We've
Like,
got this
that's a cool
free
picture for the
God's
core
Eye
book.
in Age of Sigmar 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Really great stuff, mythic foundation for Age of Sigmar, but lately with Dawnbringers and with the
Mr.
core
Rose
book we
himself
have
in the
here
middle.
in Scaventide, we're seeing the boots on the ground. We're seeing
A Matt
people,
Rose
actual
sandwich.
people like
Ben
soldiers,
Johnson on the right
tavern
there, right?
keeps, the artillerists, the wizards. What are they up to, and how do they see
Not the
Mortal
runner, by the
Realms?
way.
And that's
Not the
fantastic.
Canadian
It's given us loads of variety and
disgraced
texture to
I
our
don't-
Olympic
story.
I don't think
athlete.
anyone would have.
Nobody thought
that.
that wrong.
Little bits here and there, opinions and that kind of thing.
Are you all too young for that too? God dang.
So this is a really big shift.
Shouldn't
in
you be
rules. It's
training
sort of
right now?
some kind of grounded rewrite of the rules, as it were. And talk to me about some of your kind of focus
deep
points
cut.
with those kind of changes for the new edition.
Yes. So with the rules this go around, we really had three main goals.
Mhm.
The first was to make sure that the game was easy to learn, but still very difficult.
Oh,
to
I see.
master.
Season
Kind of
one
hallmark a lot
of
good games.
Spearhead is called
Usually
Fire and
less
Jade.
systems to learn,
Ah,
but kind of more skill
Thanks,
to master
Beefy.
them. The second big focus for us was on kind of building on that interactivity, making sure
Oh,
that
man.
both players are active and engaged in every turn and phase of the game. And then the final goal was, really focusing on making every battle as exciting as it can be, and having these kind of closely fought battles. There's a lot of interesting counterplay, interesting shifts within the game, and mechanics like the underdog mechanic that kind of help bring those games closer together and result.
Are you guys going to be getting into Spearhead?
Remember for years to come.
Yeah,
in the
amazing.
chat?
So we've also got the Fire and Jade book as well.
We're going to
the
try
rule
it
book
for
with this new
sure.
edition.
You know?
What is that? Tell us a bit about that.
So the Fire and Jade book is all the rules you need to play Spearhead for every faction.
So it's really fun just reading through that book.
Okay,
It's a
so we
beautiful
saw
book,
some Liberators,
and
we saw
kind of
like 3
discovering
Stormcast heroes.
and getting
Oh,
inspired
there's
by
some
different
terrain in the front
factions
there
and
too that I
all
didn't
this.
notice
Cool.
before.
Maybe
cool.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe I'd like to play them.
You got to watch out. Going through Fire and
Yeah,
Jade,
it was like Rat
you will
Ogres,
see
some
something
Clan
new
Rats,
that you're like, "Ooh,
a Gracier.
really, I like it."
Yeah.
There
war-
were Niches Ales or that tripod thing.
It wasn't the whole set.
There.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
see. So
hard
that's
to just
like
do
that's
one.
Spearhead versus
Yes,
launch.
of course, yeah. So talk
Yeah.
to me a little bit about
Right.
some of your personal highlights in this new edition.
For me, it's the section we have on the Mortal Realms themselves.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, so how would we learn information? Well, we'd probably be there talking around over a meal or at the pub. So we've written from the perspective of Callus and Toll, talking about how the realms work. We've
Callus
then
and
got
Toll.
necromancers explaining how the realm of death
Callus
works, and actually they
and
secretly quite like Nagash, but they don't tell the witch hunters. So you're getting the almost like you're hearing from the mortals
Well,
themselves.
it's all the little bits of art and the artifacts
Exactly,
and
this is it.
it kind of takes you on a journey through. It's almost like looking at a travel book or something, right? Where
Yeah,
it
it's
really
the lived
takes you
experience.
throughout and you get these ideas. Really immerses you in the realms.
Yeah, we're really happy with that. It's got a beautiful gatefold.
That's a much better way
fold
of
out the
doing
map.
it.
You get to see
In
the
this like
cosmos if you want to really zoom
800
out,
million
see
foot
the
view that they
metaphysics of
normally
Age
do.
of Sigmar works.
Even in
we try to cover
40K.
it all from the top to the
You
bottom.
know?
That's lovely.
One of the really exciting things, you also have the GHB. So for the first time, we're
Good.
including
It's about
all of the
time.
contents of the GHB in card form. So really fun stuff. And
I saw
you can just
rules
jump
for a
right
split
in and start
second
playing.
of the
Lovely.
GHB.
Well, guys, thank
Yeah.
you
It's
so
like
much
tilting
for
my head. I was like,
chatting
no.
to us about the core
They're
book.
gonna be
Lots of the
leaked
stuff that
instantly,
the
though.
new edition offers us as well. I'm sure
Yeah.
everyone cannot
Yeah.
wait to get their hands on it very, very soon. A whole host of fresh releases and some wonderful miniatures to gaze upon too.
Unless they have
Don't
like a
forget,
specific
you can let us
plan
know
of like
which
getting
releases
it
you're
out
most
there
excited
sooner than they
for
normally
by hitting
do.
us up on any of our
It'll be
socials.
leaked.
And you can remind yourself of everything you've seen after the show over on the Warhammer community website too.
Right.
I
But
think
that's
Spearhead
not
rules
all,
are coming
because
out
we've got
real
lots more
soon.
coming up
Yeah.
right now, in fact. I caught up with the Warhammer studio about Age of Sigmar's brand new way to play and
How
lots,
is this
lots more.
possible?
Spearhead is a brand new way to play Warhammer Age of
522.
Sigmar. It's fast-paced,
Whoa.
well-balanced,
I
and
like her
easy
accent.
to get started, making it ideal for all players.
Scottish.
That
Join us.
Rat
as
Ogre.
we
Oh yeah,
take
there's the
you
engineer there
through
too.
this exciting game mode.
I don't see the veil though, as you said.
As the
There's no
mortal
Storm
realms are
Vermin.
engulfed in
You never
mayhem
saw
and
Storm
violence,
Vermin.
That's true.
Spearhead
Yeah.
forces are dispatched far and wide.
That's kind
to
of the
seek out
perfect
ancient
scenario though.
sites
Really.
of power and keep them
You know?
from falling into enemy hands. Will you take up the call to battle and lead a Spearhead force to victory? In
The
Spearhead
war
games,
cry will stay pretty
players
sure just
engage in
saying
small-scale
I won't have the
tactical
war
battles,
cry and
fought
Spearhead.
on
Yeah,
a
for sure.
compact battlefield, meaning you can set up a game even with limited space. Games use specially tailored rules to ensure that
Yeah, it looks like
every
4
battle
train
is an
pieces.
exciting affair that comes right down
2 pretty
to the
small
final
ones.
few
Which makes
rolls
sense.
of
It's
the
less
dice.
than half the size
In
of a regular
Spearhead,
board, and a regular board
players
has
use
8
a
pieces
fixed
usually,
set of
so
units called
Totally.
Spearhead Army
Right.
that has its own
Yeah, it's a quarter the
rules.
size, right?
Each of these
Oh, yeah,
has
yeah,
a
it's
corresponding box set
30
that
by
contains
22 or
all the
something. Ooh.
models you need.
You saw War Scrolls?
Whatever army style you like, you'll find a spearhead to match. Choose one with a small
Spearhead's a
model
really
to
smart
get
way to
going
get people
quickly.
into playing the game.
It's
Unleash an
so
entire
good, yeah.
horde,
100%.
Or pick an army with
And
a
it's the
stunning
spearheads that they're
centerpiece
showing right now,
miniature.
the existing one, the existing vanguards, basically.
Spearhead
So
battles are fought
Yeah.
on
that's
realm
confirmed. I wonder if they're gonna have
battlefields.
all of the
And each
spearhead
side of
rules
the
in that
board
Fire and
represents a
Jade
different
book
realm.
that they showed.
Gairan, the realm of
I wonder.
life, and Akshi, the realm of fire.
Sorry, I want to listen to what you're saying, but then I keep showing the new skating models, and I'm just like, oh, that's kind of cool. The objectives are already on there.
This means you can easily tweak your army every time you
Okay,
play,
they're introducing us to
making each
enhancements,
game
which is
different.
good.
Try out new things.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
look
I
for
love that
different
guy's like
ways to beat your
backward-facing
opponents.
blade.
That Gracier's in
Spearhead
trouble.
games are quick to get going, and
Yeah,
always
grounded.
closely fought. But you'll still need to
Quick,
think
throw your
tactically
friends in
to
front of you.
outmaneuver
He's
your
big.
opponent, defeat their army, and come
Reformed
out on
Bugman
top.
says, I watched the ads for Rob.
As the hour
Wait, are there
of
ads?
ruin
On-
dawns, muster
I think
There's
the whole
ads on
thing is an
Twitch,
ad.
there's ads on YouTube, there's ads
But will
everywhere.
you fight
Oh.
to save the mortal realms, or to damn them to destruction?
Very kind.
Yeah, the boards do look meh, but they're boards.
Age of
Cardboard
Sigmar's
board.
new edition
people are
is
gonna
on
find
the
different
horizon, and with it
stuff
comes
to
a
put.
new way to play.
I would
I'm
imagine like a
joined
lot
by
of people aren't
Jimbo,
going to use
Matt,
those
and
boards, to
Ben
be honest.
from the studio
Yeah.
to talk all things.
I guess they are really
Spearhead.
weird
Guys, welcome to the
sizes.
show.
So maybe they
having
will.
us.
Hey, no worries. Absolute
Maybe.
pleasure to have you. So
I've had
let's
some
dive
people
straight in.
like
What can new and
specifically
existing players
ask for
expect
those
to
boards.
experience with this
Like I know
new way to
Ryan was
play
looking
Age
for
of
them
Sigmar?
before,
So they can expect
and
a small format
yeah.
game, play it on a coffee table.
I'm selling some
you
40k
play
terrain right
together,
now, and
it's
people were
super
like,
quick to play,
"Can I have the
once you
board?"
learn the rules, and there's so much replayability in it as well, with the board being double-sided, the twist decks and things like that.
Spearhead really leverages the new modular structure of the rules. So Spearhead only uses the core rules. So it doesn't use any of the advanced rules modules. And that means that it's really, really easy to learn. You just have to read, the few pages of core rules covering the basics of moving and fighting using abilities. And then, you read the Spearhead battle pack and you're right into playing. And the cool thing is that, when you get into playing, you actually kind of learn and discover a lot of the advanced rules
Wow,
that you get.
you got the
kind of
Grey
a
Seer painted.
introduction.
I'm
to a lot
assuming
of
that's not
advanced rules
embossed. They
modules,
like
and it's a
made
really
that
smooth
graffiti
transition
on
going
that
into
wall.
the larger scale game.
To really help with that, we've got war
Oh,
scrolls
yeah.
specifically for Spearhead, and within
I
that,
hope
we
it's
keep
kind
the
of
stat
inset
line
because it would
and
make
the
it a lot
weapon
easier
profile
for
the
me to
same
do
within
the
that
same
when we
thing.
play larger Age of Sigmar.
But
Yeah,
So,
it
so
looked
there's
like
a
it
nice
was. It looked like it
correlation
was
step
right
by
in
step when
the
you're playing.
you think it's like
terrain.
inset a little
Players
bit,
get to
like
know these things
like
really easily.
slightly
And then to keep
embossed,
Spearhead
maybe?
a little bit more
Yeah,
smaller
it
and
looks
easier to read,
indented,
some
like
of the
it's.
abilities
Does
been
it?
tuned just
I
for
don't know how I
Spearhead.
didn't even notice
I
the
imagine with like some new ways to play,
Clawlord
create some
guy
really, like,
on
exciting
the
new challenges for
knobbies.
the
He's got like a
studio. So
six
talk to us a
shooter.
little bit about
I
some
didn't
of the
even
mechanics
notice
that
that.
you use to create some real
Sick, I
focus
didn't
on
either.
the
Awesome.
battlefield.
So first
like
of
a
all,
little
we
Gatling gun
managed
of his
to
own.
create
Yeah,
a
that's
system
so sick.
which we called the twist system. So at the start of each battle round, players will draw a
God.
card from the twist deck, and that have a really cool effect that will apply to the battlefield just for that battle round.
No
And this
one
combines
cares
with
about your
another
twist.
mechanic we use called the underdog. The underdog is the player that has the fewest victory points in that battle round. So that can change during the battle.
Really, what
who's
like we
winning
already
as
know
well at
about
that
this
point.
stuff from the
And with
articles.
the
You know what I
twist,
mean?
the
I'm always
underdog
just all like,
will
can you
typically
just
get an
zoom in
enhanced
on the
effect,
train, please, for a
with
minute?
A lot of
players have
recycled
all their
info.
ability to actually
Yeah,
apply the effects
and
of the
that's
twist, so
fine. I
can
mean, they got to
choose what
pad out
goes
an
with
hour,
the
and we've already
tactical
gotten
side,
this much
how to
info.
make
And we're
it
not
better
even
for them, get
halfway
them back
done.
into the game,
Yeah.
maybe put them ahead of
That's
their opponent,
crazy.
so then next turn
This
Yeah,
is
what
this
the?
is
underdog.
What are
They
they
can
gonna?
So
very
the next half an
gentle.
hour is going to be the
Nice,
like
very nice.
WWE intros of the wrestlers they have playing Spearhead. So
Half
There
an
it
hour.
is.
Board. So it's a double-sided board that you get in the set.
Oh man,
One side is themed around Gairan, the other around Akshi, and each side of the board has a correlating twist deck. So all of the twists
That-
are also
that-
kind of narrative.
two of those
very themed
objectives
to
were
the
like-
board. Maybe you'll have more
like
healing,
1/3 of
or
the way out
ensnaring
off the board,
vines
hey?
in Gairan, we're in Akshi.
That's kinda-
That's kinda odd.
Might,
Yeah.
really explode into
I'm not
fire,
sure I
and
like
burn
that.
everyone on
It's
them.
makes it a
So
little
it's
bit more
really
difficult.
Fun things, but really helps.
But-
I like to
pull those
imagine it was a
games closer together
manufacturing
and ensure
error
those
where like
objectives are
the thing
Yeah.
gets cut it in the wrong spot, and then it's like,
And-
oh,
and actually,
the objectives
twist
are
decks
over here.
just
Yeah,
It's
we got to
meant to
make
be that way.
movies
the
now.
decks of
Good.
cards that you get. The other two
Oh,
are
man.
each player will have a deck of tactics cards. So these tactics decks.
Oh, they got the little
introduce,
Maelstrom style
two
cards.
concepts that will
Yeah.
be familiar to veteran players. of
Those are
Age of
cool.
Sigmar, which is battle tactics and command abilities. But it does so in a really easy to use system. So you're gonna have each player is gonna have 3 cards at a time.
See the guy,
And
the
at
hopping.
the top half of each
no.
card, there's a
There's
tactic you
like
can
a
score.
hopping clan rat,
Each one is
and his
worth
like
1
hand is
point
below,
per
and his
turn.
feet are
You
going
score
forward
all
like
3
Spider
every
Man.
turn. So you have these kind of 3
sick.
secondary objectives. You're
Very
kind of
dynamic.
Trying to look at the battlefield,
Nice.
figuring out how you
Yeah.
can score. And
Have
at
they
the bottom
uploaded
of
any of
each
the
card,
shots to Warhammer
there's a
Community
really
yet?
powerful command
We'll
Probably
definitely
not
take a
till
look
after.
afterwards.
interactivity
I'm assuming it'll be
counterplay
up there when
performance
That's
turn.
what yeah.
Yeah.
The
video's
trick
done.
is that if you play that card
You're
and use
right.
the command, you can't score the tactic on
Do you
it.
guys hear
So it's
that?
a really fun trade-off with each player
Nope.
of
Oh.
do I want to use
I was
the
trying to
command,
open
do I
the
wanna use
whiskey
tactic?
bottle like
If I make
next
this
to the
tactic
thing, and
that's
it's got like that
difficult to achieve,
quirky
the
squeak
command will
kind of
then be
sound.
used.
Yeah.
ASMR.
And so
Oh, well.
there's
I've
a
tried
really
everyone.
fun play, and because those change each time you play the game, with the ones that
tried.
you'll have at any given time, it makes each game feel really unique and really special.
Very nice. Well, guys, thank you ever so much for popping in and chatting to us about Spearhead. I, for one, cannot wait to
I
play
hope they
it.
do like
I've
an
only played
overhead
one
shot
game,
of the the entire box.
Yeah, 100% win rate. So
That would be
Just the
great.
Spearhead portion.
That would be
Don't go
so
anywhere, as
great.
we'll be back
Or I
with
was
some
thinking of the
Warhammer
main
Age of
box,
Sigmar
but that's
content
fair.
right after this.
Yeah. Oh, there's another thing.
Okay. Oh, he's so cool. Eventide. That's what the box is called, eh? You didn't know that. 24 Stormcast. That's amazing. 50 Skaven miniatures. God dang. Okay.
So
Eternals Handbook deck.
It's got to be.
It
more
is,
than
yeah.
Right? Yeah. 50. What the F is in there?
It says 4 terrain features. Okay.
Obviously, 20 of them are clan rats.
Yeah. Okay. I saw in the very
As we all
background
know
where
by
it said
now,
Skaven
Age
died,
of
there was the
Sigmar's
Gatling
new
gun
edition
tripod
is
thing. So
on
that thing's
the way,
definitely
and
in
what
there.
a series of
100%.
reveals and announcements we've had as part of this preview show. Now I'm back with Jimbo, Matt, and Ben from the studio. Before
Jimbo.
we wrap up, to give you a little overview.
This is
of
so
what
Before we
we're
wrap
frustrating.
up.
They're
So
showing
guys,
us like
what is
70
part of
different
the Skaven
angles
type
of like
box?
I
the
know.
same thing, and then like one new thing gets
So
thrown in
first
for
of all,
one
the
shot. And I'm like, wait, just show me that. Like,
the brand
please.
new core book, so 274-page book full of background, bastry, show.
Okay, they're
details,
explaining
all
what's
the
actually in the
rules,
box
path to
now.
glory,
Please,
and for the
God.
first
Like,
time
I
in
want to
years,
like try and
double
figure it out, but then I'm like,
40
set.
clan
wait,
rats.
Card format,
right?
so it's got your battle tactics, your battle plans, your season rules, everything you need.
That's
Yeah, they
so-
did say that the first GHB is
And then, of course,
basically
in
a
addition
card
to
deck.
those
That's
books,
interesting.
you get
I
an
love that they
absolute
just have the
ton
guy
of
like
miniatures.
shuffling the
So you're
cards
gonna
up and be
get
like, don't show all of them
75,
though, just show the
different
front
ones
ones,
and no
and then show
miniatures.
half of the
2
rest
different
and let
armies,
them
the
figure it
Skaven
out.
So on
Make
the
'em
Skaven
work
side,
for
you've
it.
got 40 clan rats.
40
You've
clan
got
rats.
a beautiful new Grey Seer sculpt. It's probably one of
40?
my favorite models in the box. Warpwalk Engineer leading 3 Giselles, or kind of long-range sniper support. You've got 3 brand new Rat Ogres. You've got a
Okay.
rattling Warp Blaster. Just kind of
Okay.
this crazy Scryer war machine.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Rattling Warp
And
Blaster.
you've got a Claw Lord riding this crazy
Okay.
Knobbeast, who's kind of the centerpiece general of the Skaven set. And then
That's
on the
so
Stormcast
freaking
Eternals
cool.
side,
Yeah,
you've
Helgrim will
got
just put a synopsis in
your,
chat for anyone
Lord
that
Vigilant,
wants to just see it in text.
riding a
Thank you.
Gryffstalker leading the force.
Thank you for that.
Supporting 10 Liberators,
So
3
3
Prosecutors,
Engineer,
3 of the
Grey Seer, and the Luminaire.
Reclusians, who are accompanied by these
So
2
it's 40,
Memorians to kind of
3,
remind them of their humanity. You've got a Lord Terminos.
Did they say
also accompanied by
49
Memorian.
miniatures for
You've
Skaven?
got a Lord Veritant with a Griff Crow, and then you've got your
I
Knight
think
Griff
Westro,
didn't they say like 50 or
completing
something?
that set. So lots
Yeah,
of
that's what-
spectacular heroes, lots of spectacular models. 2 really, really exciting forces.
Yeah,
7, 8, 9.
and how about some Spearhead stuff
And the
as well?
minigun.
I say we're not finished. There's
Yeah,
more.
Oh, the
There's more.
minigun. There we
So
go.
You get
That's it.
everything you need to play Spearhead. You get the Fire and Jade book. You get a double-sided board. So one side is Gyrand.
I'm
one
very
side is
surprised
Archie.
they decided to
4
give you
pieces of terrain
40 clan
specifically
rats in
for
the box.
Spearhead,
That's
which is
kind of crazy to
amazing.
me.
That's
And you get
amazing,
the
yeah.
decks of cards you
That's
need.
really
so 1 deck for each player, which
nice.
has battle tactics and the commands on them.
It
And then you
also,
get the
I think,
twist
means
deck
that
for,
people are probably going
Archie
to
and
not
one
be
for
buying more
Gyrand
than
as
2
well.
of the box.
So pretty awesome.
Yeah.
all round.
Just because
think
like,
I'm good with
Well,
two.
you're
guys,
not going to
thank
want
you ever so
120
much
clan rats,
for
right?
doing that for me, because I
Especially
don't
because they're
think I
not doing
would have
the.
been
I
able
mean,
to
we
do
don't know. That's
all
true.
of that
I've already
on
got
my own. What an amazing
hundreds of
offering as well. And thank you for being with us. We hope you've enjoyed it just as much as we have. Before we wrap up, let's check out that fabulous cinematic. And don't forget, if you want to check out any of the reveals that you've
Cinematic.
seen, head to the Warhammer Community website on warhammercommunity.com.
So it's only half an
Thanks,
hour,
and
the
we'll see you
preview
next
show?
time on the Warhammer
I guess
Preview Show.
so. They said they're wrapping up.
Wow.
Were they showing the same cinematic?
We're not done
Sorry,
yet.
guys, I'm
Radios,
pleasure
Rats, Lewis,
overload.
you're
I might
gonna
not be
get
paying
your first
attention to
chance see
everything they're
Spearhead
saying.
live here in Dallas. Got my event badge ready to go. I'm Paul. Got Adam here.
G'day, how you doing, everybody?
We're gonna have some very special guests playing the first ever live televised
So now we're
Spearhead
into
fight
Okay.
between
the Spearhead thing.
Stormcast and Skaven.
Neat.
Oh my lord, I cannot wait. We've got 2 fantastic
Do we
athletes
want to just go to
show
Warhammer
the
Community
advantages
and like check out the close-ups of the models for a bit?
Yeah.
I hope
sure.
you're enjoying the preview. Hangout.
great
You're gonna
idea.
see it.
Spearhead
If you
thing
missed
isn't
any
starting for
part of
another
that,
half
then
an
come
hour,
back in
right?
about 20, 25 minutes. We're gonna see the first ever battle. We'll see y'all
Don't wanna
soon.
miss it. Do not want to miss it.
My God. I don't. You guys see an article
No,
showing it?
not yet.
Yeah, I don't either.
Not yet.
Right on.
Oh, Skaven images are up according to Greybeard.
I don't see them on the Warhammer community site. I'm refreshing like a madman, but
The Skaven.
Yeah, I see the Stormcast.
Oh,
so weird.
I don't see either.
Control F5.
Just gonna turn that music off because that's very loud. 1 sec.
Yeah. I'm pretty resigned to getting copyright striked.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm only seeing the there's the Hour of Ruin is Upon Us article, which is just playing. It's basically just like a home for where the stream is, and then I see the
He
Ruination
says
Chamber
go
thing.
to news.
Oh,
So I see the Lord Vigilant on Griffstalker.
I've got the Skaven one too, if we want it.
Oh, do you? You want to send that to me then?
Yeah, I will. Right. Skavens. Okay. Pleasure overload. Pleasure overload.
Do you mind actually putting that in the Google Meet chat?
Sure. Yeah, I can do that too. I put it in the. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Boop. And I'll actually put it in the main chat too if people want to follow along at home.
Cool. Okay. Do we want to start with Skaven or do we want to start with the Stormcast?
I only put the Skaven in there, I think.
I've got the Stormcast too. Here,
cool.
I can send it to you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Whoops. Why don't we start with the Stormcast? I need a minute to calm down, frankly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so we're looking at Stormcast now.
Yeah.
Let's make this look a little nicer on stream for a second. I've got the Lord Vigilant. Kenrick, you're the Stormcast player. Do you have any thoughts on this?
I can't even see it. Give me a second. It's in the in our chat here.
Okay. Yeah, it should.
Got it.
Yeah, 40 clan rats is impressive, to be honest. That's like the perfect amount where, yeah, like I don't want more than 2, you know?
Yeah.
I think everything in the Stormcast line is incredible.
Yeah.
In this box. Except for maybe the Liberators, but they're fine.
The Liberators are Liberators, right? Like,
yeah, they're just gonna die and then get
well,
reborn.
they're not really. I don't really think they're there to like blow your freaking mind.
Is there only 5 of them in the box? Do we only, or is there 10?
Well, there's 20 something.
24. So there probably is 10. There's probably 2 squads of 5.
Right? So
24
we got
Stormcast, 50 Skaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. Yeah, 74 miniatures total is what they said. So we've got the Lord Vigilant on Griffstalker, which looks like he's like Ruination Chamber-esque.
He's definitely Ruination Chamber-esque. Yeah, I think you nailed it.
And then, what's up?
So sorry, we got 10 Liberators, right? 3 Prosecutors. And then the Reclusians are how many?
There's 5 because there's 3 Reclusians and then there's the 2 little human.
Okay.
They're counting every little model
18,
too.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we've got the Knight Questor, basically Conan the Barbarian with a torch, and he is rad.
Yeah.
So that takes us to 19. And then Lord Terminos, which is awesome, by the way, adds another 2, including his buddy.
He's
20.
on the box, right? Or I mean on the book cover. Yeah, it looks similar.
And then Lord Barrington 22, 23 with the Griffhound. And then the big boy for 24. Does that make sense?
Bang on.
Yeah.
And these all look so good.
They look so good. That Lord, honestly, the Lord Vigilant on Griffstalker is out of this world. That is like that. I don't know. Like I really like dragons in general, but I don't think the dragons were this well sculpted. Like this
Except
is
for Ionis, but yes, I agree.
Ionis, that's true. Actually, I forgot about Ionis. That's actually a great point. Yeah, I think Ionis is still my favorite Stormcast model they've ever made, but this guy is coming in hot. Like,
yeah, totally.
Easy number 2. And I love Bastion in particular, but these new mother effers, like the blind guy with the flaming sword, the dude with Lord Terminos, and Conan, like, get out of here. That's so cool.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, the Lord
I'm loving this stuff.
He's got the Griffhound that Kenrick, you said you really liked, which is awesome.
Yeah, they used a different word. They said like a.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I said it out loud. Or it's right here. They called it something else. Like, yes, yeah.
Griff Crow.
What do they call
Griff
it?
Crow. A Griff Crow.
Crow.
On a loyal Griff Crow companion.
That's actually a lot cooler, to be honest, than a Griffhound.
Hold on a second, though. If a Griffhound is a half Griffin, half dog, and a Griff Crow is a half Griffin, half Crow, Why is this like 90% dog?
Wolf? Yeah, it looks more like a wolf than a dog.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't ask. Yeah, this one looks more dog-like than the other ones.
This is Reclusian dogs, so at this point, like they're just like so beat up. It's like a street griffhound.
Okay, so it's actually like part wolf, but it crows. That's why. Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's
By the way,
basic
did you guys
logic.
notice the Lord Veritan's shield is crazy?
Oh, it's on his back. Yeah. Oh my
Back,
goodness,
and
I
it
totally
is-
missed that.
He's got like the oaths of moment on his back, but like they're Sigmarian
Dude.
ones.
Dude.
And his pauldron is like some kind of like horse skull or something. Like
I gotta incorporate some flames into my Stormcast for these guys.
Nice.
I'm trying to think of
I
which one's
really-
my favorite.
Which one? Like, what do you mean? Like which model?
Which Stormcast looks like the best to me?
I think for me, it's definitely the Lord Vigilant on Griffstalker. But that's a lot of that is just. I mean,
I just want to point out how wrong Alex was about the Night Quester's silhouette.
what did he say?
He said he looks like a Terminator. He doesn't look anything like a Terminator. I think the
No.
Night Quester looks amazing, honestly.
When have you seen a Terminator with like a cape?
That's what I said. And
I
like
think
he looks more like a
Lord-
Blade Guard, if anything, but he doesn't
could
really
be
look
like
that
a-
40k-esque at all.
But there was the Lord with like I think we have seen some guy like Space Wolf Lord in Terminator armor with a cloak maybe at some point. But no, I agree. I'm
True.
with you. I'm 100% with you.
I love
Now,
that
in
they're-
Alex's defense,
Yeah.
the silhouette did look a little 40k-esque, but the actual model doesn't. Sorry, Carson.
Well, I was just saying, I like that they're incorporating a lot of different texture into this model.
Yeah.
Like you've got not only the little tabard here, but also it's got like scales on it. You've got like the cloak that's going like over the shoulder.
Yep.
And then on the back, even the cloak is just a little more like tattered and stuff like that. It reminds me more of like what they have with the Slaves to Darkness units, which they did an amazing job with. So
that's
Yeah.
A plus.
Do you have a favorite, Carson?
I don't know.
The libs? You love those libs?
A lot of cool stuff here. I think I actually have to agree with Rob. The Lord Vigilant.
It's
probably
too
my
good.
Favorite. I love cavalry in general.
Yeah.
And this is just a really good pose.
I can't wait to hear what Roma thinks about it.
Yeah.
What are people's favorite in the chat, by the way? I would love to know what your guys' favorite Stormcast model is first. Yeah. But we got to separate them. Because like the Stormcast won't even make my top 10 list if we include everything because I like Skaven, right? But you got to separate them, right?
Yeah. Does someone want to put a poll in the chat to vote on the Stormcast models? Or it maxes at 4, doesn't it?
It does. Oh, right. Well, we don't have to include Liberators. Okay, wait. Aren't there 4 heroes? Wait,
Yes, there are 4 heroes.
2. Yeah.
Which is your favorite hero?
There
Because
you
that's like
go.
something, right?
I'm not logged into the Saga of Dice chat, so.
Exposed.
Engage with my audience. Start a poll. Okay, I've never done this before.
Greybeard says Lord Veritant.
What?
Yeah.
All the hero characters are all so good to me. That Quester's really grown on me. I'm shocked.
It's just simple. It looks good. It's just really well.
I love how in all the new city stuff and in like Ionis and a lot of the new models, there's this like forward momentum. It feels like the character has like stopped, but like the flames are pulling forward out of the torch still. And same with like Ionis's cape. It feels like he lands and like the cape is pulling forward. And the banner on that mounted unit in the cities where the banner's like pulling out in front of the model. I think that's such a cool dynamic way to stage a model. Lord Terminos, yeah.
Terminos does look pretty cool. Do we have a turnaround of the Terminos model? Or is it just this one static image?
Yeah, what's up with that?
So I'm not putting these in order because I've never done a poll before and I didn't know that. Anyway. Okay. Also, I've had 2 glasses of whiskey and nothing to eat today, so I'm
That's how you do
feeling
it.
You're an economical
How you do it.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
I think I gotta vote.
Who's playing? Is it Skaven versus Lumineth in the Spearhead game?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Nicholas Tassone versus Tom
Oh.
Maudsley, and that's on Saturday. But
Okay.
that'll be like the first full match play game that they're going to be
Oh,
playing.
that's the match play game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
tonight is the Wrestlers, and then Saturday is going to be the match play 2,000 point Lumineth versus Skaven. Which is super cool that it's not Stormcast versus Skaven. It's
Yeah.
interesting that they're
That
doing
is
just like a straight up like rematch essentially, which is awesome.
Worlds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
wait, Saturday is the Wrestlers then. No,
Uh,
tonight's the
tonight's
Wrestlers.
the Wrestlers. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what is the rematch then?
Nick Tassone versus Tom Maudsley. They were the two
Oh, gotcha.
two top players at WCW.
That is super cool.
Okay, and then
Bugman
one.
says anyone who doesn't vote Griftstalker is lying. Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Well, while we do that poll, let's move on to the Skaven stuff.
Yeah, I'm already there. I was good. I'll wait for you guys to pull it up.
I got it.
Can you shoot it into the
Something that
It's in
I
this
like.
chat.
Google chat for me? Oh, is that this thing?
It's in like the
Yep,
Hangout. chat.
gotcha.
Okay, so I did notice the gun, and I did obviously notice the halberd, but something that like I didn't clue in on is the awesome like metal spikes on his back with the skulls that are pierced throughout, pierced on top of them like Queek Headtaker from Old World. Like, what a great sort of callback, you know, to that. And then I like how he's got like the most full armor we've ever seen on a Claw Lord.
It's amazing.
Yeah, like it's proper armor. I love how the what do you call it? The handle of his halberd isn't straight. It's like kind of rickety, like just slightly.
Yeah.
It's got the wrap on it. And obviously the fur and everything, like everything about the Gnaw Beast is really sick. But also like he's got like a little bit of like not a full-on broken nose, but you know how he's got like a little bit of like it's not totally straight. I think that's a callback to the Claw Lord on Brood Horror from Forge World, which I have here. His nose was like way too bent, like it was like someone straight up mushed it in. But I wonder if it's a bit of a callback, and I like the horns that they added to him as well.
Yeah, I see what you mean with the bent nose. That looks pretty cool.
Sorry, was I not paying attention?
Sorry?
No, I just saw that Greybeard said there's a Spearhead setup board
Oh, cool. Oh, no, I mean,
article, but yeah,
I'm
I was like, let him cook, let him.
Yeah,
this is your
yeah,
moment.
I mean,
Rob's
I'll
been
be-
waiting 8 years for this.
I'm not taking anything off.
This is
the
probably
stove.
my favorite Skaven model I've ever seen, and it makes my like 8-year-old self who got into Skaven in fantasy days like it just seems like how I envision Skaven is like they finally. Yeah, the grotesqueness of the mount and like the regalness of the
For
the
real.
Skaven on top. It's so cool, man. Like it's so dynamic. I did not expect it to be. I expected it to be really good, but I didn't expect it to be this good. I don't
Same.
know.
I
I'm blown away.
really thought it was going to be like a wolf rat.
Yeah,
Or
it's
like a
so much
giant wolf rat.
cooler.
It's so much cooler, and like I wonder what they bred it with. Like that's the whole thing. Like ogres and rats or whatever. Like the the hell pit abominations that they they breed in hell pit or whatever.
Yeah.
So like
it feels more chaosy than I expected.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I do like that it's got like a little bit of like basing stuff on there, like I can have one that's like that and do my own thing for another one.
Totally.
Yeah. The Gray Seer is perfect. I don't really know what to say about him. Obviously my first thought was we've got the Gray Seer symbol on the staff, which is really cool.
Dude.
I got dice made out of that, and so
He's on a bell. It's like the bell.
He's on like a shattered bell,
and rats are coming out of it. It's incredible.
Yeah, because like in the Screaming Bell, the current rules, you can shatter the bell to maybe get a Vermin Lord. So I think it might be a little bit of a callback to that.
Right.
It's clearly like a bell that's been broken down, you know. And I like that, like the tail, like they don't normally do this, but the tail's like doing a little bit of like a curl, like a little bit of a loop, you know. They usually just kind of have it like wavy and straight out mostly, but and the dagger too. So this is also probably a callback to the old Grey Seer, the really old one in metal, who had like a little like curved dagger sword kind of thing, short sword, and a staff. I don't think that one had a Grey Seer symbol. I'm almost positive it didn't, but yeah. But a new Skaven hero. That's fair. I mean, I think that they feel obligated to replace the current one, you know, like even though like that's one of the newest models we have. I think it came out for like maybe Silver Tower or something, like way before yeah, like early days of Age of Sigmar, maybe even before that. I'm not sure. They made a bunch of like offset like one heroes, you know. But yeah, and I love there's quite a bit of texture on here too, right? Like you've got the horns, you've got the fur, you've got the metal on his sword, and the metal on his tabard thingy, the metal tabard, whatever. You've got the cloth, obviously. You've got the wood, you know, the bell, the skin. Yeah. And the rats, I think it was you, Carson, who said the rats look so good on this model.
Yeah, the rats have like texture on them, which is
They've got
crazy.
so much, yeah, surprising amount of texture for something so small, right?
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
By the way, do we want to go over to the like? I can come back and get the cooking going again.
Yeah, I'll go
sure.
for the.
I don't want people to miss out on anything, like feel like they're missing out on anything. So, and my enthusiasm is going nowhere, as it turns out.
Okay, let's see. Skaven Tide.
The rat ogres, though. Okay, I'll stop.
Okay, so Skaven Tide, we saw the Claw Lord on Gnaw Beast. We saw Grey Seer. Right. Oh, is this the article?
Are you back on the Skaven stuff?
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Okay.
Where's the box of all news?
Incredible new
see the
launch
Spearhead.
box. Here, I got it for you. I was put it in the.
The jam-packed launch box thing.
Yeah, they lay out everything that's in the box here.
Amazing.
All right.
Do they do
Click
the,
English,
do they,
which we are already on.
Brain.
All right, let's see here. We've got that's a pretty big box. Okay, so we've got 4 pieces of terrain, 2 little walls. We've got those 2 little pieces of scatter terrain. We've got it says 24 Stormcast, 50 Skaven, 2 range rulers, a Spearhead card deck, General's Handbook cards, double-sided game board, Spearhead Fire and Jade book, and the Warhammer Age of Sigmar core book. Oh my god. The box is divided into 2 sides, coming in at 1,200 points.
Oh, I was just calculating in my head. I bet it's got to be at least 1,000 because I was going minimums on everything.
Yeah.
And wow, 1,200 points per side, obviously, right?
I think so. So
It's
it's
gotta
24 Stormcast Eternals and
Yeah.
50 Skaven.
Yeah, it's got to be per side because, like, anyway, sorry.
We've got the
Spearhead's 1,000 points each.
Spearhead's 1,000 points each. Okay. Lord Vigilant on Griffstalker. The Lord Terminus. Yeah, we've seen all this stuff. Night Quester, Reclusians, Prosecutors, Liberators. Then the Skaven. Okay, yeah, we've seen all the contents here. Oh, here's a new thing. The Warp Blaster. Yeah, that thing looks fantastic.
It's so cool.
Yeah, they've like sewed up the tube that it's like pumping juice into the guns.
They do that. There's a few models like that. The Storm Fiends have them. Thanquil's Bone Ripper has them. Yeah.
Nice.
Hit them with that whoop juice. We got a wide shot of all the clan rats. Dude, there's so many poses.
Yeah, that's a lot. Is this guy over here just like... Hold on, I'm going to try and zoom in on him.
Oh my god. I don't know what.
What is this guy using? He's just got like a broken stick with spikes on it. It's like a hinge that's just...
Which guy?
I've got a close of him on stream.
The top left?
Oh.
But what is this man doing? Everyone else has a sword and he's just like, ah! He's got
I'll hit you with a door hinge.
Wait, which guy?
A couple of screws hanging out of it.
Oh, I see.
He's like middle right.
Oh, that guy? Ah, yeah. He's got. It's kind of like a nunchuck because there's like a a joint there,
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's basically got like a spiked nunchuck.
It's very Skaven.
He's got to be called Mikey, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Got the fire and jade. Got those.
yeah. I
four
wanted
pieces
to.
of terrain.
I was hoping to see like a close up of the terrain.
There's like
If you scroll a little further down,
I see it there. It's a little small. Like I was hoping
Yeah.
for a little more. It's interesting. You know what? Like what's weird is it's obviously Skaven-y, but it also has like it's like they've taken over the Stormcast area, which is what they've traditionally
Yes.
done, right? So that's really quite imaginative, and like I don't honestly I would have thought that they were going to just make Skaven style terrain, but I think this is probably better.
this looks like
there's a close up on the Spearhead page. Oh,
by the way,
oh,
those
whoa, that's super cool. They have the they've showed the measurement sticks, and it's like a little 3D printed thing where each inch is like a little rack that's engraved on it.
Okay, I need to see that.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Sorry, where is it?
So if you go to the Spearhead, which I think Kenrick just linked,
Thank you.
and if you scroll down to where it has like the clicking side to side on all of the images. Below
yeah,
where
yeah.
terrain is. That's awesome. I
those
wonder
are
if
the
that's gonna be both
coolest
of them.
measuring sticks by far.
Wow. That's amazing. And the terrain you can really see here. Like it's
Yeah.
like I was just saying, it's big. It's not small. Yo, I think you're right about the gray seer symbol. I think it's like embossed.
It's in the brick. And this
Right?
kind of looks like the Skavenized version of the like Dominion set, where it's like the walls that they've put up have been taken over.
The one
Yeah.
that we have here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
And there's
this
like
guy,
warpstone torches instead of the normal torches.
And the pitted like bell over there.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Carson?
I was saying, I love that the little skeleton. He's like, looks like he's popping through the wall. He's like, boo!
Yeah. Hey, bonsai. Where are my legs? I don't see them.
This measuring stick is sick, dude. They look tiny. In that wide shot, they look like they're only 3. Oh, I see. There's 2. There's a 1, 2,
It is a
3, 4,
9
5.
incher,
There's
by
a
the way.
6. There's a 6 and there's a 3 in the wide shot at the top of the article.
But it definitely
see.
doesn't come painted, right? Like they painted this, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
kinda
bet
doubt
not,
it.
because they're showing the terrain next to it
It
painted.
would be really smart though to, instead of like having the sides of the sprue, just make those into measuring sticks, and then you're wasting less plastic and stuff too, right?
That would be really smart.
You could keep it for longer. And God dang, what is the thing on the bottom? Like, if you're looking at the terrain, what is the thing that got painted like gold and brass or whatever?
Yeah, what is that thing?
I don't know what I'm looking.
Oh, is it the statue, the brass statue, like fallen down and decapitated?
Oh, maybe. It's got like a little wood thing underneath it. But
Yeah.
oh, and they replaced his eyes with warpstone.
It looks like the
Whoa.
Azir like node things that you have for that board, the Dominion board, but like dilapidated. Did we end the vote for the Stormcast?
I probably did not.
Should we do one for
54%?
Skaven?
54% said the Lord Vigilant on Griftstalker, and 46% of people lied. Right? That's what.
I think I was the only one who voted for the Quester.
Nice. I like that.
The Quester has grown on me so fast.
I like that. I don't actually. I didn't. I probably shouldn't have been so vocal about the Griftstalker, but it's. I just.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I'm not into Stormcast, but that thing really wowed me, to be honest.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So one second. I need to. So we can do up to 4 things for the scabbies. So there's only 2 heroes in here. Oh, no, there's 3 heroes because of the engineer. So should I do Grey Seer, Warlock Engineer, the the Grey Seer, the Claw Lord on Gnaw Beast, and maybe the Rattling Warp Blaster.
What about the ogres, man? The ogres got to be in
Ogres are
there.
so cool, but they're like a unit. Like they have multiple guys.
I think just do the ones that have been seen today.
No, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
limited to 4, and that's 5 things.
Tough call.
Rat ogres. Okay, Greybeard convinced me. He says rat ogres too. Okay, so rat ogres. What? You know
The
what?
mounted hero.
I'm not going to include the engineer.
Yeah.
So they posted an article about the matched play cards and stuff like that in there too, and there is some close-ups. I think someone said that in the chat already, but we do see some. We just found out some information on the General's Handbook card, like the front one. Okay. So for starters, it includes the commands, terrain, magic, army composition, command models, and battle tactics. Battlefield is still. So the battlefield for a 1,000-point battle is recommended to be 30 by 44, whereas a 2,000-point battle is still 44 by 60, so that hasn't changed.
Good news.
Good news, yeah. And then there are 12 battle plans, which are ones from the past. We're seeing Border War, Focal Points, Storm Strike. Also see you, Beefy Crunch. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for coming, and we really appreciate you hanging out and chatting.
Yeah. So there's Border War, Focal Points, Storm Strike, Shifting Objectives, Feral Foray, The Jaws of Galay, Battle for the Pass, Scorched Earth, The Better Part of Valor?
Yeah, that's an old one.
The Vice.
They're all classics, right? They're reimagined.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Limited resources and close to the...
Everybody's favorite.
This feels wrong that I can't vote in this. I'm going to sign in on a different account just so I can vote. It's messed up, man.
Just looking what they're doing. If they're doing anything on the stream yet. Doesn't look like it.
Jaws is so great. Yeah, they're getting close, but they're still just teasing.
This is like pleasure overload.
This is crazy.
I see a couple people voted for the Rattling Warp Blaster and the Rat Ogres. No one for Grey Seer.
Yeah, Grey Seer stands no chance. It looks amazing, but compared to the others,
it's perfect. But the problem is he's just a guy on foot, right?
Yeah, and his model isn't that hurting for an update like the ogres.
That's true. Actually, the current one is actually really cool.
Yeah, but I do love the Grey Seer. It looks fantastic.
Me too. Absolutely.
Definitely feels like the Grey Seer is meant for people who are just starting Skaven, like Carson and I now.
Right. You and everyone else, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's an amazing model, but if you have 3 other Grey Seers from all the other editions, it's the least impressive of those 4.
Exactly. It becomes the least impressive, right?
Yeah, just by comparison.
It's true. And I mean,
it's an incredible model.
If we didn't even just have one good, actually, maybe I should have included the engineer. Maybe people would have been, maybe people are more hyped because that's a much more different take. We've had the Grey Seer on foot, that's quite new plastic, and then we've got the guy on bell who's hanging off the bell, like he's a cooler model than the guy on foot, probably, right? Yeah. Hi. Hello.
That's Rhea, my lady.
No, it's not. It's Air.
It's not the famous. There. It's not the famous local Street Fighter player from Vancouver. Air.
Could be. Maybe there's something I don't know about Rhea.
Maybe
she's a big Street Fighter fan.
Yeah. Oh.
Goddamn! I want to get my hands on these rules.
I can't wait to see all the freeze frames of all these rule cards because there's a lot shown.
Yeah, there's gonna be some champion out there that's just gathering all of this stuff right now.
Yeah.
They still haven't started the.
No, they're a little behind, it seems.
Oh. No, they're just
Oh.
replaying the video. Okay, never mind.
Couple people like checking in with me. Mr. Todd's saying like, I can still get those Skaven off of you, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Like, yes, you can. Or I can still. I think I probably said that wrong. He's asking if he can still give me his Skaven for my Stormcast or whatever.
Trying to see if there's any new information on these cards that's like partially obscured. It's still showing us like the common battle tactics. We see the bodyguard rule, which we've already seen before. They have little like cards for tracking the entire game, which is kind of cool. But I imagine that's just one. Maybe it's like dry erase.
Yeah, that makes sense. You voted too? What was your favorite, Rhea? Thank you for voting.
Oh, they're live now.
But let's jump right into it. This is going to be an amazing match between some amazing competitors.
The 40K boys talking about AOS.
First up, who have we got?
We have Kip Sabian. Come on.
I totally agree with you, Greybeard. The ring book is like one of the coolest things they ever did. It's just so convenient for like flopping it open, and yeah. Rest in peace, ring book.
Enjoy the copyright strike on this music in the stream.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hopefully there won't be multiple. God dang. Oh no. That's something that they really need to like get a hold of. Figure it out. I've lost where the.
Absolutely pumped. Oh, it's amazing.
Okay. I've got too many windows open. Did I? Oh, I did. Okay.
Oh, he's got a little like Skaven hand grenade.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. A little like Globadier.
Look at that.
His book too.
Obvious, and I can't wait to see them with those new models coming here in Spearhead.
That's pretty
But that's
funny.
not all. We have another great competitor. Are you ready?
Can he bring that energy?
Ah, you know it, Claudio Castagnoli.
Is he gonna come out there and like friggin'? Okay.
He's got the hammer.
That's great. I was
The
gonna ask
hammer
who's
of
gonna
war.
have. Well, he dressed up too.
Oh, I wish we could hear him shouting.
Yeah.
Perfect song choice.
That guy's big.
I really want him to smash the table.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I win.
Game over.
Ah, he's pretending. Oh, he's got the Skaven guy has one of the. Oh, is the Skaven guy Kip?
Yeah.
Nice. He's pretending it's too heavy. That's awesome. He's got one of the T-shirts from the Warhammer merch store.
Look at that, representing the Stormcast Eternals here. Skaven versus the
Alex was
Stormcast.
asking if they said the release date. I don't think they did. Did they?
Sides here.
I don't think so.
I didn't hear
Indeed,
anything.
Absolutely. The forces of the Skaven tide rising up to overwhelm, and the Stormcast coming in.
I love. It kind of looks like the dude on the left, Kip, has like maybe played a couple rounds of like Spearhead before. You know, he knows a little bit what's going on. I see panic in the man on the right's eyes.
Do you?
I don't think he's played yet. I don't think he knows.
He's like, I'll wear a suit.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
black my way through it.
That's my answer.
That's for the job you want.
You have
That's your answer.
CEO of Games Workshop.
Stormcast Eternals, and on the right side we see the Skaven forces of Kib. This is going to be fantastic.
man.
Of course, you can see the
So
shit
it's
new
20
models
clan
that
rats,
Skittering Horde brings
3
together,
rat
but,
ogres. Is it the seer?
reimagined, redesigned.
What are
No,
they
it's the
doing with the
engineer.
camera? What is going on?
So there are a lot of familiar.
Yeah, that
concepts
camera,
in the
like,
ageofsigmar edition.
Man,
There's a priority roll. Got to see who goes first.
Yes.
They really wanted to
That
just
means
show
that
you that
follow
they could
the same
zoom
progression
stuff
as the
in
Spearhead,
real
but
well.
they got a
But
twist.
I like that they said
And so
there's
you
the
get a twist.
priority roll,
When you're dealing
and
with
they're just
Spearhead
like
specifically, there's a twist.
Yeah.
3/4 of the screen is a single model.
There's a lot to do. Not to say that it's complicated. In fact, it is quite
Don't
the
doubt
opposite.
the
A
Swiss
lot of
Superman.
effort and
Oh.
skill has been put into making sure
I'm sure you guys
express
can see
yourself
the
as general on the
light in my
battlefield.
eyes.
You
It's
get
like that specific time of day where
to determine what you do turn by turn.
beams of
Then
lights.
everything else, the interplay,
It's
the
Sigmar
management,
punishing
the
me for
shooting,
doubting
the
his
combat that
warrior.
we've come to love
That's
is
true.
all still there, and it's pure form.
I love what you mentioned there with the expression of skill, because that's what these players are
Oh,
talking
look at
about.
that! It's got like a little
Actually,
like
the rules
line
of using
through
that is pretty much
diagonally
your skill expression,
through the
just
board.
like you
Hey,
imagine. On this
That
battlefield,
makes
this
sense.
is a two-sided
2,
battlefield.
3,
On one
4,
side,
5,
it's
6,
this,
6 inches
configuration
back.
of objectives. And
I
each one of
I
those
don't know.
symbols
Do we
there
know that?
on the objectives actually matters. It can matter what maybe your objectives that you have to complete during that battle round.
So, of course, each of the realms and or gods and or pinnacles of the mortal realms have their denomination and have their symbol.
Hi,
And each individual
Cammy.
character
Oh
described by
my
that symbol
gosh,
will have to go and hold that symbol
my
to display
girlfriend's
the card.
making her friends
It's
watch
a
this,
great
and
way
they
of doing it,
they have
and
no
to really
content.
allow
I feel
play,
bad.
and the fact
Yo,
that
thank you so much, though. That's really
Yeah, thank you. It's so sweet, but
be sure to vote for your favorite rat model.
Each one of these Spearhead boxes comes with a collection of units, and that makes up what your force is for the table.
Exactly.
I don't have that T-shirt, by the way, because it came out after I already placed my order. But that's
How dare they?
I know that's the exact one I want to get. If and when I. The only problem with the Warhammer merch, though, is like the threads on it are kind of scratchy. They're not like they're not
Those English threads, that Nottingham thread.
Yeah, yeah. The
You
sweater.
gotta dye your hair blonde.
Dye my hair blonde.
Yeah.
I one time dyed it red to match my beard. And this woman came into the coffee shop I was working in. I was like 19 at the time, or 18. And this girl had red hair, beautiful red hair, who I worked with. And she asked this, she says to me, like, "Oh, your hair is beautiful." And then she puts her arm around my shoulder. She goes, "Which one of us do you think has natural red hair?" Right?
Yeah.
Huge mistake. And then she points at me and she's like, "Well, I think it's him." And she's like, "What?" And she gets all upset. And she's like, "His beard matches his hair."
Yeah, who would dye their beard red?
Yeah, exactly. I actually get that a lot. People ask me if I dye my beard, believe it or not. I was asked that in Narita Airport. This guy just came up to me randomly. He's like, "Hey, do you dye your beard, man?" And I was like, "No, it's just a different color than my hair." He's like, "That's wild, man."
I'm just going to circle this for people on the telestrator. If I can
Curly
find
hair.
My widget has
Nice
gone.
guy.
So check this out. Oh, never mind. Not hooked up.
So, there is an engine, or rather, there's a gray seer in there.
You get 18
And is that an engineer too? In the Spearhead? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they've got the engineer by himself. With
So
no
you get-
Jazales.
How have we not done that
Yeah,
before?
that's kind of
And
interesting.
That is
Yeah.
genius.
Which maybe he'll have different rules for Spearhead.
Oh,
that
good
don't
call.
rely
I would
on.
hope so.
I guess he would
You
have
know?
to because Jazales don't exist in the Spearhead. So
Yeah, it's like you get nothing actually.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got like some kind of really good like sniper shot.
This is Thursday.
You
We
know?
wanna thank
Yeah, maybe.
everyone who was here in the
And it
crowd,
looks
by the
like
way.
you get
You guys
clan
are
rats in
amazing. We are very
10s
grateful that you've joined us
on
for
in
this one.
Spearhead, whereas you get them probably in 20s in the main game. Eh?
Yeah, and based on what we can see here, it looks like it's a unit of 10 clan rats and then maybe one unit of clan rats like coming in from Deep Strike or something.
Right, that's cool. Maybe it'll be like the remember in Total War where you can like have them pop up anywhere on the battlefield.
It is pretty impressive that each Skaven
That'd be
is
really
at heart
cool.
a coward. But
That was something that I always thought they should have
The
done.
amount of cunning comes with that cowardice. Because they still got to fight, they still got to win, still got to take care of it, they still got to, conquer the world, but they do it in their own very sneaky way. I have to tell you about rat ogres. They're up in the top middle of screen, as you can see right now. Kips placed them up there,
Interesting.
and those models are ridiculous. They are absurdly perfect. For those long-standing Skaven lovers, people who have just been Skaven diehards through and through, you will never be more happy than when you put one of those together.
During the course of the stream, we may be able to get some of the unit cards up on the screen
Yes,
for people
indeed.
to peruse and see how maybe start already thinking about how they could work their way into their force. Or if
Wait,
they're
why would I
interested in
be
playing
particularly happy
Spearhead
when I put it
format, which
together?
is really cool. again, it's you get to
didn't
play
understand that.
on
Then you'll have a built model.
90 minutes or so.
Some have built Skaven models. That's true.
If not less.
Never done that before.
Yeah.
Once you get proficient in this game, I've had about 6 or 7 games of Spearhead under my belt, and I think an hour or under is actually for 2 competent players who are
Past 3 a.m. Yo, thank you so much for joining us, Greybeard. I'm sorry if I missed your. I'm sorry if you left already, but thank you so much for joining us. 3 a.m. that's more than enough. We salute you.
So a lot of effort by the design team, and
like they released the invocation with a bunch of terrain.
There's never a stale point.
Yeah.
In any battle of Spearhead, let alone the new edition of Age of Sigmar coming. So anytime
push fit. I hate push fit. I don't know why a Skaven player, a long-time Skaven player, would be particularly happy about that. But
I remember.
Thanks for letting me.
You can choose
oh
to
yeah, push fit. Yeah.
Some of those
I remember one time I was putting together a push fit model.
Some of it is to run away when your opponent moves too
you
close.
hated life.
I did hate life, but what happened was I wasn't wearing glasses at the time, and I put glue in one of like the holes, basically.
Oh.
And then I did my like ogre thing where I like squeezed it together like this, and it just went like into my eye.
Oh my god, that's awful. That's so awful.
Yeah.
That is. Oh
Nothing
my
happened,
goodness.
luckily, I'm just permanently blind in that eye now. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing happening.
And we've got clan rats pushing into the middle of the table.
Yeah, they're going to basically some of them went
That's
down to the
true.
tunnels
Yeah,
below.
like what Logan says is true. What I always do is I cut off the pegs for the push fit models, and it makes all the difference.
You
In
gotta
fact,
cut off
that's
the
the only
peg.
way to put together a purple sun without it like not fitting together properly. Yeah, fun fact.
Have we seen those Skaven dice before? The ones that Kip are using, the green ones with
Yeah,
the.
yeah, those are the current ones.
Are they?
Yeah,
Okay.
each
Yeah,
round,
I'm assuming they wouldn't let them use like the new ones because the new ones are definitely going to be like how many do you get now? Like 12 or 16 or something? I think you get like 12 dice, and like all the new ones for 40k are like the metallic-y, like marbled ones. They're all quite pretty. Nothing's going to look as good as like some of the classic
flowing and exciting.
where they got really funky with it. But yeah, those are the current ones. Those ones are terrible because it's green on green. Like, what were they thinking?
Yeah,
folks
you
you saw
know,
during the
it would be
screen
hard
on the
to.
screen during the
I mean,
If
I
it
can
just-
see them pretty well. But
yeah,
I think
you
it's
can,
because the green
because
is matte. The, like,
Yeah, well, it's opaque, right? It's true. But like, if they had done black or like dark gray with neon green symbols, they would have sold way better. I'm just saying.
Bonus
Thanks,
points
Sarah.
for
Thanks,
taking
Priya.
terrain
Thanks for joining
feature.
us, and your friends too. Salute to them. Very kind of you.
Indicators you have for the contesting and controlling of objectives.
Our regards to Ollie and Cammy. Thank you.
And of course,
We have seen
Ollie and
this,
Cammy.
this twist before. They previewed it in the article, I think.
can score points is of course
The Spearhead article that we looked at. It's the one where.
2 for 2,
Right.
3 for more.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that +1 to wound if they're near that large terrain feature.
A hero phase, so to speak. It's at the end of every.
This is really cool, though. I love that they're. I like when they, because me and Carson actually did something similar where we were like just using the terrain as objectives, and it's kind of a simple way of incorporating it into the game. So I like that they're doing this. You know.
Yeah, each player scores 1 extra victory.
Do we want to see the results of the Skaven
more
mode?
friendly models contesting the large terrain feature.
Oh, sure.
Territory
I can do that.
In addition, the underdog.
I mean,
this is very
to be honest, I'm surprised that like that many people.
Ooh, it's close.
Like rat ogres. Yeah, it was a lot closer than I thought.
Even if you aren't
And I'm glad.
at least
You know,
you're able to do more damage.
if I was to pick a second thing, it would probably be those rat ogres.
And of course, you can see
They're amazing. Also, the giant rattling guns. I mean, everything in the Skaven is amazing.
It's so good.
They are nailing it.
They are nailing it.
Is that an unfair advantage to the Skaven?
Man, I hope that Scryer Vermin Lord rumor is true. But I also hope that it's like at least a dual build.
It was their plan all
You know?
along.
Look at the intensity. Look at it. These two wonderful gentlemen have been.
Look at the
both
intensity.
Phenomenal Warhammer enthusiasts. We were lucky enough to spend some time and pick their brains
Yeah,
on
they're
several
taking it
topics.
seriously.
Kip is becoming a
And that's
very
what I
fast
appreciate
Skaven
about them.
enthusiast. Prior to this, he was an orc lover through and through. His favorite book, for those following along at home, is Lion, Son of the Forest. The brand
Oh, he's
new
an orc
novel.
guy.
His favorite character of all time is
My man.
Thracker. And then Claudio.
I remember someone saying that Kip, I think, was a
Could we get a shot of
pretty big 40k guy.
I just want to show you
Oh, okay.
this gentleman, this
Nice.
titan
Nice.
brought to this game.
All right, boys. I will be right back. 1 sec.
Nice.
His Stormcast Eternals army. The blue, the silver shirt,
Ooh,
and
the
even
eyebrow raise.
The
My
golden
God.
pocket square, which
Did things
was
to me.
previously owned by Murphy. How did you get the pocket square from you, brother?
Because he just asked.
It turned you
He
on.
loomed over you with his 6'4" frame,
was,
carrying Galmaraz, and he's like, "I'll take that pocket
An
square."
absolute
Thanks, mate."
mountain with a large hammer. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes you just say, "Yeah, of course."
Did he have to put you through a table at least?
I like that there's a
if I could
referee.
be so lucky to be put to a table by either one of these gentlemen, I would certainly appreciate it.
I can't wait for one of them to do
Actually, I'm
something
looking
like
at the
illegal.
emotion on the players. It looks like they're having a
Yeah.
great time
And then
doing
he
this
has
game.
to-
We'll see if we can
the ref has to
capture
act
that.
like
I'd
he's
love
not
to
paying
hear,
attention,
what's
just
going on at the tables.
Like,
of
yeah.
all the other
our
WWE
players.
matches.
But yeah, Claudio.
Oh, I think that's
fully
Ben
committed
Johnson.
To his
I could be wrong.
Stormcast Eternals. Love
Funny,
to
you can
see
do
it.
like
Love to see it at every
the
level.
littlest
Even at this
thing,
level, which
and it
is
just
enthusiast
changes
for
how people,
tabletop, wargaming through and
you know,
through. Absolutely adore
how
it.
people look.
And of course, so
Um,
it's actually quite an interesting one.
Yeah, this is great.
Man,
They're
I
talking
want
about
that
their engagement with, like you
Bombardier
mentioned,
thing.
with Warhammer and how it expands between.
I might have to
both
try and
rules,
figure out how to
both
make one.
Sigmar and Warhammer 40,000. It was really nice.
It's probably just like a round
The
bottom
Divine, yeah,
beaker or
Divine.
something.
Yeah, it's a
eh?
very obscure heresy book. You
Like
would
a
not
cork
have
in
thought-
it?
When I talk to people who are enthusiasts but don't know or play a lot, they tend to say, "Oh yeah, Horus Rising, the original trilogy."
All
Eyes of
three
Horus,
men are,
Eyes in the
three of them
Sky,
are smiling.
and all
Looks
those
like
other bits and pieces.
a fun,
You know,
easy
Enemy
game
Siege
format.
Terror. And he's got a
Yeah, I
very
agree,
obscure
Braden.
choice.
I think that's.
adore it. I think it's a fantastic bit.
Oh, and then also
I do wish we
Deep
could
was like,
hear
you know,
what they
what's your
were
favorite
saying.
character?
I wish they had them.
Yes.
Oh, they are.
And
They
so
are
then,
mic'd up.
Like, it turns out it's going all the way back to the.
If
the
it's
dawn
anything
of
like
War
the
series.
streams that I've seen before, it's
with
like
the,
those
remember,
mics.
sir.
There was
It
a
almost seems
poet
like they're
on Nemesis.
not
We all been trying to figure out. Someone
actually
in chat will
on.
probably know
Like,
the name of the
no.
poet.
I remember
Maybe
when I
it-
was at WCW and they put a mic on me. I don't think anyone can actually hear me
Wasn't very well liked.
on the
Oh,
stream.
People
really?
also had a certain perspective
Weird.
of the early.
Yeah,
I thought it
days
was
of
like
the
maybe for the
naysayer
crowd
of that.
that was
The
there, like
tuner
they could
was
hear
in
them in
the
the
Sigmar
audience or
side, but it's
something.
cool,
Yes.
you know, called
That's
the
true,
different
maybe.
lore and how everything interacts.
Yeah, they have
It's just
different
amazing
mics.
to
They've got
see
like the little
somebody of
lapel.
a certain
Yeah,
caliber of,
you got the lavalier, and then
discipline,
they've got.
mindedness, all these
Oh,
things.
that's a
just have
camera.
just such an obscure thing that they connect with from
What a
our great
crazy-looking
Grey Matter
camera.
lore, all these
Yeah.
pieces of text and these beautiful stories and narratives.
Yeah, I think that's
during
Ben
this turn,
Johnson.
Kip scored 3 points here.
Oh, and there's
Yep, and actually going over
Mr.
to
Rose,
the
Matt
beginning of
Rose.
Claudio's turn.
So
on
that
his
was
phone.
Nice.
nice.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's checking rules.
He's checking rules. He's
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 looking that happy.
yeah, he's
Maybe
probably
just a little
messing
bit
around.
bemused. But yeah, as you can see, the 3 objectives being held by the Skaven.
He's
right
eating
now.
his lunch.
And of course,
Whoever loses is going through a table. This is
Yeah,
a
we're actually,
wrestling
let's come over
fact.
to the table and see
That
if
would
we
be
can capture
awesome.
any of
Although
what
I
the
wouldn't really want to be
going
thrown
on.
on top of that terrain. If I'm being totally honest.
Any of those models.
Yeah,
You see
that's
those
true.
clan rats? Like the leader one who had the spike on his
Yeah.
head? That would be not fun.
Although then again, like these guys risk life and limb. Like I saw like a little mini like documentary about some old cage match or whatever, and it was crazy, man. Like
Five forward, right? So my friend is going.
I haven't watched wrestling since I was like an actual child, but I did watch like a bunch of documentaries about different wrestlers. Like there was a really good documentary about Jake the Snake on Netflix, and yeah, it was fascinating. His battle with cocaine and different things.
Oh my.
Yeah, no, but like it was really good. Like
The cocaine was really good.
yeah, obviously. Who's ever had bad cocaine?
It's all amazing.
It's all like, yeah. It's almost as addictive as Warhammer, which is
No.
yeah. No, I said almost. I said almost.
I don't think it's even close, to be honest.
Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, fine. So cocaine, right? Warhammer, peeing in the shower, right?
Easily.
I stole that joke from Chelsea Cook. I watched her stand-up special. It's so funny. He has a bit about that. It's really good. Yeah.
That's what I think.
It's free on YouTube, by the way. If anyone's looking for some painting fodder.
I'm gonna just,
Fodder.
Yeah.
Fodder.
Throw them into the paint grinder.
All right, we're gonna see it charge soon. I can feel it. It's my favorite part is charging.
That's true. Yeah. Kale says, "Oh yeah, landing on a little plastic model is a Tuesday for these guys." You're not wrong, but it would mess up his suit. Yeah, that's.
So we just heard this. The
still
Barrington
perfectly
failed the
course.
cleansing fire.
I like how they're using all like
with
GW branded stuff, like the tape measure, the dice.
Unit to be the target, then make a chanting roll of a d6 on a 3+.
Does GW make little wound counters like that? I haven't seen those before.
Are they like white? Oh no! Wait, that little dial thing?
Yeah, I don't actually. Is that a wound counter?
Mechanic that
What does it say? Health?
We got a chant.
I think it says wound like upside down at the bottom.
To see it. Love to see it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But Mortal Wounds is a mechanic that bypasses all saves. And,
That'd be kind of
essentially
sick if
deals
it was
damage
like
straight to
their
the-
own
straight to
stuff,
the
eh?
source. Mind you,
Yeah.
it's an interesting mechanic that we don't talk damage as much. We talk.
I think the
so we
crowd
talk
can
more
hear
about
them because they're
damage
he's
is
clearly
damage actually
communicating
rolls
with the
through the
crowd.
unit. You know, multiple damage we do
Yeah,
there.
yeah. And that's because in Age of Sigmar, of course, wounds carry over. If you have a 2 damage weapon, it can kill 2 1-damage models. And to note that, they've kind of changed.
Welcome
the
back,
thinking,
Kenny.
changed the perspective, I guess, on how
Thank you. What did I miss?
everyone should.
Well, he picked up some models and put them in other places.
Yeah.
Tricky.
Sticky.
Yeah.
Actually, that's our
Wasn't
term for
expecting
it.
that.
Once you claim and control an objective, you can move off
Yep,
of it and you
wounds,
still
and then
retain
it's
control of
set
it
to
until
1.
The opponent comes and
The
claims
guy
it.
was just
What is
talking-
that?
The guy was just talking about how the objectives are sticky in at least Spearhead, which is a valuable piece of information to know.
Wait, what do you
Yeah.
mean sticky?
As in, if you once you take them, you can move off of them and they're still yours.
Oh, got it, got it.
They'll plant one themselves.
I thought you meant like you couldn't move them around like the giants can do or whatever.
I see.
Matchup 6 or 7 times.
Yep.
Both as the
I also see a Skaven model definitely
in
within
this
like the
matchup.
40
They
millimeter
really,
circle
really bring
of
it.
the
They
center,
fasten everything else on the
which
board.
makes me think
Oh,
that
good call.
you can actually end on them unless they're just not correcting the wrestlers on something that minute.
The use of the prosecutors.
That's true.
determines the success of
You've
the
got to
Stormcast
be able to
Eternals.
land on
They
them.
are
Like that's just something that we'll all be like, oh, that's stupid. We're gonna do our own thing.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
they changed it in 40K almost immediately, right?
Right.
I love
Yeah.
that instead of having a dice cam, they just like swapped to a different cam that like zoomed out and then just like shifted towards
Moved
the
it.
dice
I know.
box. All right, you gotta
The
give us
production's a little rough.
gotta give us
Crazy how much
60
more
second
professional
notice.
our own stream is, right?
It feels like this is shot on security cameras.
I think it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That amount. The Skaven are not. I mentioned
Someone rolled a
previously, we're
7.
not known for their armor.
No.
But every Rin
Wrestling
counts.
guy rolled a
That could be
oh, yeah,
absolutely
yeah, yeah.
brutal
That was
with
the
their
wrestling guy.
D3 damage
Or,
that
sorry,
they
wrestling guy?
One wrestling guy.
I would like to say that people watching
Yeah,
this thinking,
the guy
"Oh,
in the
this is
suit I meant. I saw his blue
Stormcast gonna
sleeve.
smash straight through this,
Wrestling
this
guy.
little
Yeah,
wall of-
Stormcast
of
guy.
Skaven nonsense. But
Hip to me is no longer a wrestling guy. He's a Skaven
so
guy.
every time the entire unit
Much
is destroyed,
more
they come back from
prestigious.
reserve.
I mean,
that is
Kip
so
definitely
actually one
is
of those things
just
that we were
dressed
talking
in
about.
like
That's one of the things
regular
on a
attire
on
that you would
a
expect to
data
see
card,
someone be
correct.
wearing at a
Here,
tournament or
so it's already
something.
War Scroll.
Yeah, that's true.
And it does
Whereas
look like an absolute full sin by
Claudio
the
is
Stormcast.
just-
That's the word we're getting
And he's
from
wearing
Fabio,
Fabio.
which,
Yeah.
you know, how do
Claudio,
you play
his
them?
name's-
Look, when you've
it's
got
Oh,
Claudio.
Claudio.
you've got
Not
some
Fabio.
I was like,
Opposite of
Fabio's
Fabio.
known for his hair. Like, what? This is kind of.
like a liberator, and he is here
Yeah.
to scour and liberate this realm.
Oh, see, there's
So
the
he
guy I
will
was
throw
talking about.
nothing
It's
less.
like got the dynamic
one
kind of
unit can do it.
hopping pose.
Amazing pose.
Yeah,
multiple
he's
units.
sick.
Well, this
That
is
is
why it's
so
very clever from
sick.
Kip to have one already in reserve. So
Yeah.
he's
You can
already got
return
one in the
D3
North,
models
which is the
this
best
unit.
ability, which allows them to arrive, I believe, 9 inches from any of the
Oh, that's
table
interesting.
corners.
Not
Some
they can't all
savvy
do that.
play. So what you'll see here in this new Age of Sigmar is that everything basically is an ability that
That's
can
kinda
be
weird.
used, and there's ways. I mean, you saw the preview, the different color coding and that kind of stuff. It kind of gives you some insight about when maybe to deploy certain tactics and certain things that you can do. But it's an ability.
So it's like there's
and
less
then what
incentive to
you
take
do is in
multiples
step
of the
with
same unit then,
reinforcements.
if
Call
that's
for
true.
reinforcements.
Right?
Indeed.
Well, you don't get to
and of
choose.
course, clan rats
There's no
are
list
noted
building.
for their-
Yeah,
the
this is
cowardice, the
Spearhead.
endless nature of them.
No, I know, but
All
like
these slain
like
models
he was
also
saying how
have
you
these
can
beautiful
only
color-coded
return
symbols
D3
attached
slain
to those
models to
abilities.
one
On the
unit.
top right, the circular symbol, as you can see right now,
Whereas
denotes
currently
the
you can do it to
liberation
all of
ability, as
them,
in when they
right?
are annihilated down to the last rat.
I don't
they
know
will
if
be
that's
placed back in strategic reserve.
that'll translate
And
over to
then,
like
of course,
regular
in
match
purple,
play.
denoting at the
I
end
hope
of
not.
turn,
I really
those
hope
purple
not
denote
because
I don't think it will.
yeah,
abilities. You have
that would
red
be.
for certain
I also
ones, you
don't
have
know if
gold
that
for
ability is
the
gonna be the
view
same.
ability, etc. Really
Yeah,
Actually,
I don't think it
we
will.
know it won't be because they said in the Spearhead thing that they don't auto wound on 5s or whatever.
But Saturday night, we're actually going
Yeah,
to
we
Right.
know the war
rematch
scrolls are
of
different.
a
We don't know if they're going to have like an
full-on game
equivalent
of Age
ability
of
or
Sigmar
something.
between
Right.
the
Returning
world
models.
champion, current world champion, and and runner up.
Well, we casted
What do?
in Atlanta in November. You and I casted that
Yes.
grand final game, and it was ridiculously amazing. So close. We thought both players were winning at.
I think that was on
both
one of our
times.
companion streams for the Age of Sigmar. So,
No, we watched it. It was the Lumineth versus all the bells.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
That was a phenomenal game. We're going to have the replay of that using the new rules.
Talking about
for
the
your pleasure.
the world
So on the table here,
Yeah.
the 3d6 came into play. 3d6 charge.
That's-
Prosecutors got a 13. Some
What's
significance
next
of
to the
13
dice
there.
box there?
Maybe
What are those
foreboding
two
for the
boxes?
Skaven.
It is. It's gonna power
I
them up.
think
They're gonna
maybe
put
those are
Stone
their
Rule
like.
below. But as you can see,
Well, you know when you draw cards that are like either a battle tactic or an
Oh.
enhancement. To
Right.
me, that says they're supposed to be hidden, which seems
Yep.
terrible. It seems like a really bad idea because then someone could be lying.
Yeah.
No, I think you play them when you score them. Those are the ones that have the battle tactic and the like action on them. And Matt said that you get 3.
Right,
And
but
there's 3
because-
cards there.
Because they're behind a box, it implies to me that they're supposed
These
to be
went in
hidden
the
from your
call
opponent.
So a big power piece. And the
I think
vigilance
they
is
are
really
shown
well,
when
so
you
it is
score
an
them,
absolute
like
pleasure.
in
Looking
Maelstrom.
at some
No,
Maybe
I know,
not.
But I'm saying that that's
happening,
kind of
making sure
that
everything
inherently
is
creates
nice
like
and clean,
opportunities
making
for
sure,
people to say like,
the
oh, I actually
shoulders
had
on
this
the
one,
table.
and oh, looks like I could score it. Oops. Which
True.
isn't great.
A lot of gotcha potential.
Both of these players,
Yeah.
when they try to take each
Yeah,
other out
gotcha
of the
and
fight,
just, like,
but lots
cheating,
of
I
games
guess,
left
is
to do. Kip with a 3-point advantage at the moment, but the game is still young.
Indeed.
That might be something that just kind of gets errated. Although if they created them for secret sort of
Let's jump back over
drawing
to
and
the verses
whatnot,
get
then
back
that
into the
will.
combat phase. We'll see maybe order of attacks.
I don't
maybe
know.
Things. Maybe see what comes up there. Let's hold tight. We'll go to the table.
If you want to, you can do it. You're just trying to get in your head. Yeah, no, you should. You
No,
should
no, no.
definitely do it. Do it, mate.
Wait, no.
Oh,
No, definitely do it.
We can hear them.
I think you should
Yeah.
be the smartest move, for sure. Unless.
I want to wipe out the clan rats first.
Oh, you sure?
Liberators first.
You sure?
Yes.
so
Really?
Kip is British, hey?
1, 2, 3, 6.
They're both European.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
All right, I need to get better luck here. I need to left better luck.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, that's.
That's not great luck.
Oof. All right. Two.
What's your? Do you have any? What's your
One
rend?
rend.
One rend.
That was pretty
Alright, look
good.
for sixes. You wanna
Yeah, I'll move them away for you.
kiss him. Whoa.
That's cheap.
Kip is the clear pro.
Ah! Save one. Oh no.
All right. Oh no.
I guess I'll lose one of them. I guess.
I guess. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm just warming up. I got the grand hammer. Yeah.
You almost took
Ready for my
the
grand hammer?
standard bearer there.
Always.
You're a little nervous.
There we go.
Don't like that one.
And that's a crit.
Don't like that one.
Bye bye.
Crit.
And one more.
Ooh.
Kale says that Claudio is Swiss.
See with the ones.
Oh, by the way, that camera was like auto zooming in and out of focus that whole time. Hey. Oh, thanks, Kale. Yeah, thank you.
I think
Sorry.
what I'm gonna do, mate.
That seemed like they're on bigger bases. I don't think they are, Bahamut. I think it's just zoomed way in. Because if you look at it here, you can tell that the clan rat ones are smaller than the engineer, and that they're quite a bit smaller than the. Because the Stormcast are on 40s. I'm sure they're.
Yes.
I know what you mean though, because it did look like that earlier. But they also showed the old clan rat versus the new clan rat, and they look like they're on the same base. And that was in a previous article, but.
We're gonna attack these boys right here. 2, 3.
Oh my God! Just give it to me now. Why are we waiting?
9, 10, 11, 12.
What do we think
No, these are
date
really good.
wise? When do we think it's dropping?
I don't know. I wish they would announce
Really
it.
good dice, okay? Ready?
I was
All right.
actually meant to I meant to say we should have done a prediction. I'm gonna say July 1st.
I mean,
For the launch box,
it's not the
Yeah.
worst.
I'm going to say the core rules are going to drop the 22nd of June.
Okay.
Now I got a
And
really good roll.
the launch
I'm
box is
looking
going to be 2 weeks after that.
Fives.
Or a
So
week after that, maybe.
Hey,
July the
2 of
8th.
them. We'll take it. That is 2 with
No, I think it's also
massive
July
rend,
1st.
Okay?
Oh,
Massive
okay.
rend of none.
I
Well, that's a
agree.
week. Okay.
Launch
Okay.
box on July 1st.
July 1st. That would be perfect. And then they'll probably do like at least a 2-week pre-order window.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, 1.
Okay.
So, did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I barely hear that.
That was on their stream, right?
Yeah, it was.
I didn't hear that.
We need a soundboard.
You sure you want to do that?
We should have done a Price is Right thing. You know?
That's what you need to work out, mate.
Ready?
You never know.
3 times 3.
Oh, that's just really hard for your opponent to try and think.
All right, you ready?
Who knows, man?
Well, look at how glossy that board is.
Yeah, it's like the other boards. They are pretty glossy.
I think that looks glossier though, doesn't it?
No, they're just being hit with like huge theater lights. I think
Oh,
it's
fair enough.
and it's just a very bright light source.
That could be because there is 2 different levels of gloss that they use. One is like on those boards, which are like fairly matte straight down. But then there's also the Cursed City and Blackstone Fortress tiles, and those are glossy AF. Like, they're crazy.
The big one, the heavy swinger. 2 damage. Also,
I like this like Zeus guy with his like.
Kip is being the cunning
little,
Skaven in general.
I don't know what you call it in English.
Come to expect. So very interesting.
Forehead armor.
There for him. So
Headband.
of tactical.
Yeah, headband. Sure, but it's like armor though, right? It's not like.
The Skaven general on the Norbeast.
That is the claw
tiara.
Yeah,
that's what he's got.
Yeah,
so get him. I'll get him up.
He
fights harder when wounded.
This is my like tiara.
Ooh, do I want to fight here? No.
Like tiara of manliness.
The prosecutor's going to one-turn me, so I'm going to hit him harder.
Don't show Alex
Don't
that
fight
thing.
there. Why would you fight? Why would you fight with the clan rats?
People will die.
You would do it because you're trying to bait your opponent.
Oh, there's a new
Claw,
war
apologies,
scroll.
on
There
Norbeast.
we
I
go.
got the Norbeast right.
Very
Nice.
Very new
Rattling
yesterday.
pistol,
help.
D6 attacks, 3/3s, rend 1, damage 1. Crit is auto wound, and it can shoot in combat.
So it goes
And
from
then
8
its
attacks.
halberd is 5 attacks on 3s, 4s, rend 1, damage 2.
That is a perfect prosecutor.
And then it's got its mount, which is 4 attacks on 4s, 3s, rend 1, damage
that could be
D3.
just backbreaking.
It has an ability. While this unit is damaged, add 3 to the attack's characteristic of its Warforged halberd. Wow. 60% more attacks if it's taken any damage.
Yeah.
7 health on a 4-up save.
The current one has something similar where for every wound you take, you get to add another attack to it. This is a lot easier and just better to keep track of.
Yeah, this is also Spearhead rules like Conservators.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Weapons, but what they make up for instead of the
7 wounds,
and a lot of
9 inch,
a lot of things they can do on the table.
9-inch move.
Exactly right. Looks like
9-inch move, yeah. 6-up ward.
6. Oh, I didn't see the 6-up ward.
Yeah, it's in the keywords.
It's in the keywords, you say.
Cast of the dice
this
there.
is so
It's a tough ass.
So you pointed out the 13 on the charge, and then just see
box set is gonna be
just
sick.
laid triple
Oh
ones
my
down,
God,
hitting
dude.
on 3s.
What
It was a bit rough.
It's a tough ass sometimes.
What the?
That
Holy Land
of the Stormcast.
Linking.
Look at Kip kissing his dice,
Nice.
blessing them.
Well, also with the plague
And
sensor
now we've got
there,
this weird thing that
plague
says
sensor
we'll
there
start
for luck,
soon.
and you mentioned a little bit of dice rituals.
So that's been there the whole time.
The potion full of warpstone.
In the
That's
behind them, like
Oh,
above
behind them?
them.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
Like some
but
of those
at the bottom,
crucial
it's just
mods are very
been.
important.
They are indeed.
Can
mate.
turn
The
tide.
whole
The
time
stream will
saying
start
it'll-
soon. Yeah.
I didn't notice it.
But again,
Yeah.
sometimes just relying on the
hilarious.
fact of you being in the right place, being on the
I
objective,
love that.
have your armor saves
I think
work
like
out.
it seems like Kip is like
Hope
actually a
that your opponent
wargamer
doesn't get too many mortals to get
with like
around
all of the
that.
little
Yes.
rituals he's doing with his dice and stuff like that. Like 100%.
Totally.
Spearhead is a format that really rewards.
I like that he's got his glasses on too. He's like, I don't. This isn't time to look cool. I'm not gonna like wear a suit or something like that. And, you know.
He does look cool though, and Jack.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of the time, the gentleman who designed the game.
You're not wrong.
Standing, table side for you. Also, there was some of
At first, like, I'm not gonna lie, like in Kip's like promotional like pictures and stuff like that, I was like, it looks like a little bit of like a, you know,
CM Punk. Yeah, I hear
like a
you.
little bit of a, yeah, I don't like a little bit of a try hard. Like he doesn't, I don't know. But
The wrestler.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's fair, right? But here, like he's a wargamer. I agree.
He's winning my heart.
Yeah, he's even if he wasn't playing Skaven, I want to say I would have been cheering for him, you know. But
the battle turns
You know the
moving along as they do, and then at the end
you know,
of
like
every
that
turn,
promotional material thing where he's wearing that jacket or whatever, and it's
Well, the
like
protocol is
that.
very different.
Is that like that?
It's same in
I need
modality
one of
as
those
if you were
jackets,
in
but
the
it's
role, you
all
take a second
Skaven
turn
stuff.
back to back. You went,
Right.
if you had the bottom of turn,
Can we make that
you already
happen?
at the top of the turn.
Like,
But there are
I feel like that would be a
pretty,
good use of
obnoxious
everyone's money.
downsides.
Yeah, so seizing the initiative, I think, is what you're describing. If the
How
player
is
who
the
went
Skaven
second in
style?
the previous battle round wins the priority.
Like just
roll.
like Skaven, like
Cut for a
different
moment.
symbols all over it.
Let's do it.
We want to catch
Yeah.
it.
Like, it's like, okay.
Maybe like bright green trim on it.
I want a new Griffin.
You know.
Here, I want this Griffin.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, now great axe with crit.
I need it
Yeah, looking for.
Ready?
Yep.
injected into my
Take
body.
out all your little rat boys.
So you got
Okay,
one crit. What is the damage on that?
On the crit, it's
what
2
is 2
damage,
damage,
so 4 gone. No, wait, 2 gone. 2 gone.
Woo.
Oh no, my little. He's like, no, don't take me. Please stay.
Oh, this would be actually
40.
Kip has still got the one squad of clan rats just in reserve, right?
Yeah,
Seems
looks
like
like
That's
it.
4 more.
He's gonna counter punch the crap out of Claudio here.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Claudio's just been killing the screen essentially.
Yeah.
There's like rat
What am I
ogres, there's
doing?
the claw lord,
Yeah, that's fine.
a Gracier in the back there, which presumably has some
more.
buffs or damage output or something.
There
And
we
then
go.
is the
Is that
warp
the end of your
lock
turn, sir?
or warlock engineer
No,
still alive?
No, it's not. First you
I
attack,
can't
right?
see
Or
him.
I have no more
it's
attacks. I'm done.
He might be behind the prosecutor.
Well,
Oh yeah, I forgot to get
Yeah, I
to
think
twice,
there
don't
is
they?
something back
You
there.
wanna attack this right here, right? You wanna put him into this
What was
one,
Oh,
all the round.
this
going on?
camera person is going wild.
No one throw up.
3, so 6. Ooh, there's still hope. There's still hope. Don't let me down, prosecutors.
Nice shot of their butts while they're rolling dice.
2 each.
Mhm.
That's all good. Come
We
on,
should get a butt cam.
prosecutor.
We got the A cam and then we got the ass cam.
I thought those were illegal.
Never rolled so many ones. Anyway,
Dang, 3 ones again.
picking prosecutors.
That's what you get.
That's what you get for wearing a suit.
Yeah. I was gonna say we're playing Stormcast, but that
Hey,
too.
hey, hey,
Oh,
hey.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is that a white claw, Kenrick?
I know, right?
No.
What you have to do is have to roll on the
No.
board.
That's the
So you were
ingredient.
so confident going into
I
that
have to
too.
roll on the
I
board.
was like
because
recycling those
it
ones
is,
from
you
the
know,
other
found the
day
dice
that
box.
you had,
I'm
and
not
I
a
was
fan
like,
of the
damn,
dice
these
box.
look
I
good.
think
I want to
limits
try
my
one.
throwing ability because it's
You never
only
try.
the
Oh,
one
bring him
judge.
on our next live stream.
I'm all about
Nice.
the ricochet.
The
throw.
Just gonna get
24th.
loaded behind them. Is that the job of the producer just to get like absolutely slammed?
One save.
I feel like I've made that clear.
Would be one without me
It's to
rolling it.
crack cans and stare directly into Carson's eyes
Yeah.
while on live stream. Yeah.
All right. Another one. Just chip
I
in
like that
away.
you just kept bursting into laughter and then having to rat me out.
He's taking 3.
Our producer's cracking a can.
It's funny because you did look directly.
And open it so
team is,
slowly.
maybe half,
Yeah.
Claudio's.
The hoodoo is alive.
And then it was like,
Kip is definitely playing the heel.
yo, Darren, thanks for joining us.
Definitely.
Hey,
He's
the
leaning
C
all
Mac.
the way in.
I almost feel
Oh,
like maybe he's
man.
baiting the Stormcast to come in there. It's like who
I
trapped
am
who in this situation?
very excited.
Of course, sometimes you have to roll the dice and the dice don't lie. And we have seen a
We still can't
very,
see whether that
unconvincing
engineer is
Claudio,
still alive or not.
Which sometimes when you're playing an army
Yeah,
that is known
the
for its
game state's
stat
a
line,
little
essentially,
hard to
a
see from this
consistent
angle.
stat line, which the Stormcast normally represent, and then when the dice just don't work out, you've got.
Well, we know we have the Gracier left. We know we have the Claw Lord and the 3 rat ogres and 10 rats in reserve.
Those rat ogres are just chilling, just
Yeah.
waiting. What if the rat ogres have 7 wounds? They honestly look so big.
They're big.
I feel like they should have 7 wounds.
They've got to have at least 6. 'Cause
Yeah.
the current ones have 6. Although
Yeah.
the current ones too, by the way, are they come in units of 2.
Ooh.
So these ones are coming in units of 3. They've got to be 6 wounds. And
moving is an ability, running is an ability, charging
Oh.
is an ability.
It kind of lines it
Nope.
up, makes it real easy to
Still
understand.
can't
Can I
tell.
do this? When can I do it?
Yep.
Okay, let me
Can't
look at the
see.
symbols and the colors.
Compartmentalize it
border
beautifully
thing.
for new players.
Rah.
Really, really great idea. And then of course they get to fight.
It's weird because
twice,
the
but second
camera is
activation
like
has
on a
the fights
gimbal, but the
after because
gimbal's
that's
not
got
working.
all other
Yeah,
attacks
yeah.
and all other combatants.
Like, what's going on?
So, a little underwhelming
Oh, you got to
overall
turn it
result, but
on.
still
Oh,
Clan
no.
Rats destroyed
Thank
to
you.
man. Although
For
I thought it was just a
now.
big heavy
The Lord,
stick.
so he was lamenting the Lord Vigilator.
You know?
So Lord Vigilant.
I don't move these gyros
the
by
actual
hand. What do you
character on top, the Lord
mean?
Vigilant, completely flopped. And then the Griffin rose up and took out 6.
Claudio did get a couple of objectives.
doing
so
a
it is
prio
getting
right
points
now?
on the board.
I have
What
no
we're
idea.
describing earlier was the
I
sequence
think-
going on
initiative
here. Is that whoever
What
the
is
player gets second
happening?
in the previous battle round wins priority roll and chooses to go first.
Seizing the
Okay, yeah, they
initiative.
just did.
The
Right.
back-to-back
The double turn.
Yep. It's called seizing the initiative. When a player seizes the initiative, they do not draw any battle tactic cards for that battle round unless they are the underdog.
Okay, so
and
Claudio
the difference in
scored
victory
2
points
victory
between the
points
two
that
players is 5 or
first
greater.
round.
So a couple of
Kip
turns
scored
of
3.
there. If,
There are.
So they're
yeah,
going
it's
into
never
battle
been
round 2. We don't know who won
complex a
prio.
choice. It used to
I
be
think they
almost
said that
ubiquitous.
Claudio's seizing the
Just
initiative.
pick it.
Of course you're
And
gonna
now
take it, right?
it is
Okay.
a serious consideration.
Oh, and he's looking at his cards, so that makes
Your opponent
sense.
scored
Makes
2 in
sense.
their turn, and you're sitting with the same 3, and you score 1 or 2 of those, and then they draw up to 3 and score 2 more. You're at 10 points down.
That's what it looks like actually being described or considered
The
right
chant.
now.
The chant for double turn was
How
rising.
quickly you changed.
So
This is the
Claudio
Wrestling
actually buffed
Mania
up.
I
they were actually
wanted.
able to control and
Yeah.
hold the middle, which denied.
I wish we
Claudio
could hear their
tactic.
mics a little better.
But Claudio won
Yeah.
priority, and then with the chants from the crowd, has taken the double.
They are mic'd up. They're wearing labs, but they're just mixing them down.
He's working his
Yeah.
magic
This seems
on
like it'd be a
crowd.
lot of
He's
fun to
getting
be at.
getting the good hate.
Oh,
Like
it
in
really
person?
does.
Okay, I pick one objective on the battlefield. If there is no underdog, okay, so
Hip guy is
objective
really
becomes a
getting me
life
over.
spring this battle
He's
round.
so
Each
cool.
player scores
I
I'm not
love
going
him.
to start watching wrestling or anything, but I love him. You know, like Kenny Omega.
At the end of each turn,
I like how he's turned his back to Claudio just in full disrespect mode.
Yeah,
each unit
On that.
that is contesting that objective.
it's the Skaven way.
Which one are you doing?
The official there keeping things
Nice and tidy.
Come on, underdog.
official there keeping things nice and tidy. A little bit of
Come on, underdog.
calling across the table there.
Come on,
Pointing out that there's an
underdog.
underdog in effect here.
Technically, if I hadn't have
But he
died,
can't
given
score a
me
battle
the-
tactic.
There'd have been no underdog.
Yeah, because that's the if you choose to go take a double turn, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I got cocky.
Yeah.
But I mean, he did just clear his screens
We
and
saw
then
some of the other
what I
movement
feel
of
like
the
What?
figures.
Now he's coming to
it is a game where you're playing against an opponent.
mess him
it can also
up.
be very
That's
collaborative.
true.
unless a bunch of stuff is kind of caught in combat. Like I noticed there's a couple clan rats that are alive there. I wonder if those
Oh,
liberators
yeah.
are tied up. And if so, then taking the double turn is probably not great.
It looks like the prosecutors are. Is it 3 inches still in Spearhead, or is it 1 inch? Or- Still 3 inches, right?
I would imagine it's 3 inches.
Yeah. So then that the Gryffstalker is definitely. Yeah, everything's in combat with those clan rats.
Yeah, this is kind of a wasted double turn, I think.
It might be.
It's not looking good.
Friendly unit holding 13 of this unit to be the target and then roll the dice.
Here.
That 13 coming up again, you know, it's going to be a consistent thing with the Skaven. It is their lucky number, as it were. On a 3+, add the roll to the target's control score until the start of your next turn. That's Gracie is
nothing or
important.
plus 3 or more.
Defeats what I'm trying to
Stat, which is extremely important on these tables.
Well, you can see, yeah, it's like granted there are lots of options, lots of things that the units can do, but there are a finite number of them.
Yes, indeed. I was going to say the twist for this turn is the Gyran twist. The underdog picks 1 objective on the
It's
battle.
kind of crazy that those 3 units didn't kill 10 clan
The
rats.
objective becomes a life spring.
I know.
Like,
Well, he was rolling pretty poorly. Like we saw, like a couple of times he rolled 3 1s, but
yeah, that's true.
A really, really interesting one for which you will pick. Has that table boss informed us which one they chose?
that 5-up save, maybe he like all out defensed or something, and
This was movement phase, right, though?
Takes the home objective.
Again,
Yeah, that
sorry.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, well, that's true.
His cards is quite
don't control it. Oh, I need to add 1 to hit rolls.
Wait, which one doesn't he
If
control?
we contesting this.
Oh, yeah, me.
As we can see, it's 2 to 3.
I wish we could tell if the engineer was still around.
Okay, since we're contesting.
I'm happy if I score
That
one
would be
card
done,
on
and then
turn
I'm
one.
going to do my
That's a good turn,
cleansing
scoring 1
fire
card on
here.
turn
I
one.
wonder if GW is going to release these wound counters.
Moving enemy units, usually at turn 1 is
That'd be
like any
interesting,
other,
yeah.
tabletop miniature games, very much a stage.
Like, I don't really like the 1, 2, 3, 4 ones.
Absolutely send it.
You know what I mean? Because like, what if you have a 6-wound hero?
I don't even think they're gonna release it, but like the fact that it says wound makes me feel like it's not.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Health.
Health.
Go into a bit of a denial.
Health.
Damage.
You know,
Yeah.
That's the way to win it out.
Well,
Good
when I
point.
say it's only a 4-turn game, that
I
is
guess they
a
just
little bit of a
couldn't.
disservice, which
They
why
no
I
longer
think it's
sell
frustrating
those
because
like
you can get
custom,
into
or
combat
not custom, but
immediately
like
if you want.
they
Just
no
don't
longer
push
sell the
away.
dice
And motion
wound
is move
counters that
6.
they used
So if
to.
you move 6,
So I
you're
guess
gonna
they
move
don't
6,
want to
win
show
combat.
those on the stream because you
And
can't
you're off
readily
to the
buy them.
races.
Yeah, these boards, you know, if we can get a
Maybe
specifically
they'll
a
do
shot
more
at the
though.
overall board,
Like
we can
maybe
see
they'll
that
do
this
more
thing's
wound,
played on a much
wound
smaller table than
dice
would be
in the
you know,
future.
They've managed to craft it so it's
Something like cool with like
they've done such a phenomenal job. And I think it's all due to the way
with
the
like
very
kind of
clever way
like
they stage
blood
it.
or something like that would
Oh,
be
absolutely. They're very
would be
intentional
fun.
where the objectives are and the way that the battle tactics are drawn each
Translucent,
turn. And
like
kind of
red,
change what your plan
modeled
is
red.
based on the objective and the symbol and the objective.
So it looks like he didn't manage to kill that unit of clan rats in the center of the board. Looks like they came down to.
What's the best way to
They've
like
got two
count
remaining. Of course, they do
wounds though?
regenerate. They regenerate
Like
D3 at the end of the.
I used to use wound dials too, but like they were too small for my opponent to see
Plus, the
clearly.
ability you mentioned, the Grey Series ability to give them plus.
Yeah, it can be kind of tough. In general, I like
we
the
still have 10 in reserve, which can arrive from
the little
table
trays that get
corners.
printed
But
with
of course, we're
that you
in
can put
corners
dice
turn, so
into.
that
That makes the most sense to me.
For the channel, like what I have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's where I am too.
With the way he went, seeing as he didn't score any of his cards turn 1, I think that's the only time where I think it's the better choice tactically to go.
Keep your cards.
Oh, look at that! That was a different combat. Oh no, we've seen that. We've seen that.
Yeah, you actually have less of a
Have we seen that one? That was kind of
Yeah, because it's the one without the half inch. Oh,
so you have to have done worse in your turn 1 than that.
It's the one without the half-inch.
Going into some of the actions on the table, Vigilant used the plan, the attack.
because a lot of people were saying, well, maybe we're not going to see. Actually, I think it was you, Carson. He was like, maybe we won't see half an inch anything. What were you wrong? You're like, the one thing I don't want to see is half an inch coherency. You get your wish, Carson. It's half an inch coherency.
Who's your favorite new model?
But I didn't.
Rat Ogre, 100%, hands down, no contest, no nothing. That's it. Paul, what do you got?
Rat Ogre.
I do think the half-inch is solving some of the like stringing out problems, but
I think it solves them, but it also creates more, perhaps. Like
yeah, it'll make new problems for sure.
You know, but
one of them actually has a very, very
yeah.
The warp fire gun.
Indeed, it's
10-inch range.
The funny thing was, is they actually already solved it in AOS 2 when they were like, when all the bubbles were oh,
on a 4+.
Warp fire gun, range 10 inches, 2d6 attacks, 2s, 4s, rend 2, damage 1, and it can shoot in combat.
Double that.
Wow.
And
1
then
damage, but also
claws, blades, and
shooting.
fangs, 5 attacks, 4s, 3s, rend 1, 2 damage.
Thank you very much.
And then unleashed warp fury, and any combat phase once per battle, inflict d3 mortal damage on this unit, then add 1 to the attack characteristic of its melee weapons this phase. Interesting. 4 wounds, or 4 health on a 5-up save. Control 1 only.
Only 4 health.
That's kind of interesting. They kind of changed them.
Yeah.
So it's 2 red ogres armed with claws, blades, and fangs, and then 1 is with the gun.
So right now it's 1 with the gun, 1 without.
Yeah.
There's 6 wounds each, so it's total. It's the same amount of wounds. But this is Spearhead, so it's possible. I really hope so, because like
that was kind of
contesting over some
yeah.
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 I mean, 2d6 attacks can be really good or really bad, but
yeah.
2s, 4s.
But we're gonna head over to the table,
damage,
so you're actually talking through some of the strategy of the turn, see what insight we can glean from.
Yeah, that's interesting. We're pretty accurate with that, huh?
How much damage? How much damage?
4.
Rend 2 on the gun, right?
No, it's.
So what is the ward save number for you?
I think it was rend 2 damage 1. Yeah.
That's a tough
Yeah,
one.
I know
rend
it
2
was
damage.
damage 1.
Okay.
1. All right.
That's interesting. They're all going to be easy builds. So the question is, do we get like a full Rat Ogre kit, right?
Yeah.
In the preview, they said there was a lot of building options with the Rat Ogre kit.
They did?
Yes.
Really? That is great news.
But I don't know. We'll see if it's true.
That's a double.
I need double 5.
Roll to wound on this one.
Oh yeah, roll the okay.
Because then you do all your ward saves at once. No. So just the 2 mortals.
2 mortals.
You need 2 5s and 6s. Well,
so wait. How much health do you have left? 1.
I don't know what's going on, but I know he didn't get the roll he needed.
He's rolling them one at a time. I like Kip even more.
Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel.
Be nice if we could see the dice.
I know.
We could if it wasn't for that banner on the bottom.
Yeah.
Only the faithful. Let's go.
Or maybe that was my plan all along.
I think it's a
Like the
1,
Lord, we want to get rid of
right?
Yeah. You see
6
the
and a
round.
1
was
or
a 6 and
something.
1. Or yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Sad day.
Oh no, he's dead.
All right.
I guess my turn, and I'm gonna fight with my very super strong clan rats here.
Clan
We
rats?
got
Maybe
8
the double
attacks.
turn's still strong after all.
There they go. You ready?
He's probably more strong in Spearhead.
Yeah, oh, for
Like,
sure. Yeah.
Kip has a chance to double turn back now, so.
That's what I needed
That's true.
Claw Lord to do. Are you ready?
Yep.
5s. All of them 5s.
Close.
One of them over 5. That's 1, sir.
Which one did you attack?
Oh, sorry. These boys here.
Prosecutors?
Blue ball us. Those bastards.
No.
He started a roll and then like it was settling and then they changed the camera angle and I'm like, no. I know what it is.
The engineer is still there though, by the way.
Oh yeah, there he
You
is.
don't know if the prosecutors have fought or not.
Have a good night, Big Ron. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, thanks
Get
again,
you
Big
next
Ron.
time.
The judge is out.
Let's go a little bit over.
It's gonna be a lawless wasteland.
Yeah. Back to chaos.
Sitting there going, I think
Oh no, the prosecutors are piling into the.
I was just gonna say we don't know if they've, or maybe I did say it, but
You did.
did I? Yeah.
You saw into the future there.
Oh man.
there you go. You're fine, mate.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like Claudio's cheating here. There we go.
This double turn.
When all else fails.
Straight. Went straight out the window.
6.
Okay.
I'd imagine the thing that was happening there was that because he was in combat with the Skaven, the new pylon rules say that you can't exit combat with anything that you started combat
Right.
with at the start of the pylon.
Then again.
So he was trying to go zoop outside and then the judges stepped in and went,
That would be 2.
Actually,
And that is on my engineer.
Fix the shot. Fix the shot.
1.
So looking for 6s.
yeah, that was really not a good spot for that camera, eh?
Why do they not have a dice cam?
How much damage?
Yeah. So bad. It's so.
Just use a terrible GoPro at the very least.
Wounding.
Yeah.
All right. Now.
Next,
Mer-
buddy.
Well, like, because his elbow keeps coming in front of that camera,
Mm-hmm.
and then it zooms.
Sure
or-
does.
Yeah, it goes all fuzzy on us.
Oh yeah. I
It
forgot
racks
that part.
focus and then.
Remember roll for
you can see a little bit of info on.
Maybe
Oh,
we
he
can
just
hit a
covered it
0
with
on
his
stage.
hand, but it looks like it's 4 wounds
Okay.
on the
3 attacks.
Lord
and an
Veritant.
force. Drop dice.
which is kind of
Really?
interesting. Yeah,
Didn't make a difference.
4 health
So-
rather.
Maybe they do have different wound amounts in Spearhead,
Okay.
I think they have
It's
to.
okay.
right?
It's
I don't
okay.
think I've
He was
ever
trying
seen
to
a
hit
hero
you
with less
his
than
telescope. He's like,
5 wounds that wasn't like a goblin.
Yeah.
swing and a miss.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Literally, yeah, like a goblin or like
Well,
something
first fight
really
Justice Steed, you know,
spindly and
Griff
small.
Stalker here.
Yeah.
He has some making up to do from last one. 4 pluses. There we go.
Ooh, got all the 4-ups.
3. Now 3 plus.
Wow.
Well, that's 2 damage too. All right, that's
3
4.
ups.
And they
Well, 2 went
2.
through, so I got 2 saves. What's the rend on it?
2.
Oh, it's
Oh no,
back to-
1.
One? Okay,
Sorry,
perfect.
sorry. And but it's 2 damage.
Yep.
So.
It goes through. My
Nice try.
goodbye,
Goodbye.
my beautiful rats.
Goodbye.
Okay. How was that for you? You enjoyed that one, did you? Oh, wait a second.
You enjoyed that one, did you?
I made sure it's not here. Here. You want to use this? See, it's just.
Hey,
just
put it all the way through, sir.
just
Okay.
out of reach.
You sneaky.
Just out of reach.
Okay, cool.
He did say.
I know.
Okay, so
Play by intent, Kip.
Swarm, 'cause they're all
Jerk. Typical Skaven
love the
player.
allegations of sneakiness.
Smart
from
Skaven
Skaven.
player.
Of course,
Sneakiness.
yeah,
That's
Kip,
brilliant.
I like that the judge said that too. He's like, he
the
did say,
personality
like,
of
Yeah,
the
did he?
Skaven there. I do have like the voices from each different one from every unit.
Jumping to conclusions. Very good double turn there by Claudio, taking full advantage. The armored spearhead of the Stormcast Eternals breaking through the squishy rat-covered center of the Skaven lines. But
Darn
we
it.
have 2 units of 10 clan
This
rats
is
about
gonna
to
be
score
difficult.
ravenously from the table.
I hope the Skaven gets the double back.
I hope so too.
That'd be good.
Wonder why the camera's just like
just
wobbling.
So
I guess because they're on a stage and it's probably like bouncing a bunch of everybody walking around.
Right.
A power unit. So
Yeah.
if you find yourself against them, maybe look at them as priority target number 1. We were also having some questions in the chat about how you determine the underdog. Whoever has the fewest victory points, that is determined the underdog. And then also a nice comment in the chat about, when you take that double whenever you feel like you can do a lot of damage. Mention tabling your opponent. I don't know that we'll see that much damage coming out of this turn, but it's certainly something to consider when you can really press an advantage and you don't need those cards.
Yeah, so a lot of effort has been putting into making this as fair and balanced as experience as possible. And you can see it from this board state, you'll be like, oh no, the Skaven are getting smashed. But every unit that's died, apart from one, is coming back. Every single one. And although first turn charges are not
Right, the recursion for Skaven.
not be the case.
He said every unit that's died apart from one is coming back.
I think he's conflating the fact that the Skaven, like one unit of clan rats, never came on the board. So
doesn't it make all the sense?
Well, they do get reinforced.
Coming back units
yes.
Yeah.
So I would say
so you only get 10?
Screening is a thing?
I don't know. I'm still not sure about that. Have any other Skaven units died also?
And it could be seen as bait. There's so
So we know that
the Lord on rat.
Yeah, and one unit of clan rats.
The way that he said it made it seem like 3 or more units died, because he said every unit except one.
That's why I think he confused like one unit of clan rats that hasn't come on the board yet.
I see. Okay.
But I don't know that.
I think
Like,
that is a beautiful position, a pressure point to put on your opponent. Should they go first?
Yeah, even though
I'm
it's
going to be
fewer unit, smaller table, lots of play.
Correct. I am 3.1 inches back from my front line, sir. Would you like to try 8-inch charges? Because if you fail, you're getting auto-charged by me when I move 6. You can't move within 3 of your opponent unless it's a charge move, but I'm going to move to exactly 3 away with my 6-inch move, and I'm going to charge you on anything but a snake eyes. Sounds like a great thing to try and maneuver.
And if you can tie that up with some points also from your battle tactics, then even better.
Yep. And of course, I mean, if someone wants to yeet their prosecutors into 10 clan rats, and then I get the prosecutors, I'll take every day. After playing this matchup, kill the prosecutors immediately. Every gun, all the time, every time.
Use the 9-incher.
They're so good.
It's a big ass though if the clan rats are going to do it. But you could, I see where you're going though. Focus them down, get them down.
Yeah.
Got to be priority target number 1. That's something you learn after you play them once.
So put yourself in Kip's shoes right now. You still have your best unit still on the table. Those 3 rat ogres can handle anything. Any one unit that the Stormcast can bring to bear. Which one do you go after? You can literally, you can pick your poison right now. You can go get the prosecutors. You can go get the. Lord
I really
Vigilant.
want
Mind
that
you, if you're
beaker.
Lord Vigilant, you'll be drawing in 2 or 3 other units to, that
most
will collapse
likely,
upon you. So it's most likely you have to go for the Liberators or the Prosecutors.
Give me
Which
that
one would you
poison
do?
wind globe.
That's a good question. I mean, of course, knowing what the prosecutors can do, you want to take them out. But I think the Liberators.
Where are those new acolyte sculpts? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Maybe
For
figure out what it is
real.
to weaken them and then cut them off in round
Are they
2.
going to come in
So there's not a
5s or
significant
10s?
that comes from this
They currently
Skaven
come in
force.
5s. You buy them in
There's 3
1s.
distinct point of shooting. One, of course, happens in the command phase by the Grey Seer.
Whoever loses, if they don't put the winner through the table and then stand over them staring into the camera, I'm going to be disappointed.
Totally.
You're not wrong.
I think it's going to be like an entire hour, actually probably more than that at this point,
Yeah, it's just pick
of them just like quietly, politely playing this board game, and then at the end,
just
Yeah.
6 plus.
Oh,
So very
another work roll.
Yeah.
2/3 of the time, give or take.
Inflict
5 health,
D3
more than the
mortal wounds
Veritan,
on the
6 up
target.
That's good
save.
for a prosecutor.
That's good.
2
Will of the
wounds.
Horned Rat.
So I would be shooting
Your
for
hero
flank.
phase, pick a friendly unit wholly within
The gauntlet on
13
my,
inches of this unit to be the target, then roll a dice.
Yep.
On
I'd
a
be
3-up,
shooting
add the roll
that,
to the
using that
target's
ability
control.
rather,
Okay,
and I'd be falling back the
that's
Warfly
That's
all we got.
interesting.
and seeing if there was like 1 prosecutor on 1 wound.
I didn't get a
one
chance
rat
to.
ogre versus that, 2 rat
The
ogre
second one
versus
was
that.
Rat ogre
2d6 on a
with
6-up
6
D3
and 10-inch
D3 mortal
range on the
wounds.
fire gun on this
Okay.
table, giving it a full 16-inch.
Like the
threat
old,
range.
very old,
that can be pretty brutal.
Exactly.
what do you
right.
call it?
So even though
Arcane Bolt.
To do with that.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Even though Kip's 2 frontline units got
Magic
destroyed
seems a little
by
bit
the elements,
weak in Spearhead in general.
Toned down for
the
sure.
same thing could happen back to him very reasonably, as in Kip moves forward, his Rat Ogres and his Grey Seer account for the Liberators and the Prosecutors, bearing them down. And then we are at a very...
I do love the Prosecutors with the helmets. The helmets are sick.
The helmets are way cooler. I agree.
Yeah.
As we can see, the Null
Or the full helmet, I guess.
has spawned in the
Yeah.
right-hand quadrant of screen. As you can see right there.
So Claudio scored 4 that
6 inches
round, but it's
above
kind
a
of...
corner and 9 inches away from any...
Oh no, 5, because he had 2.
So they'll be
right.
So even though he took
How did he get 5?
I think it's probably because he didn't score like almost any of his cards in his first turn.
But he also couldn't get a battle tactic.
It's actually really
Sorry?
powerful.
You couldn't get a battle tactic.
So you can get battle tactics, you just don't get to refresh your cards in Spearhead.
Oh, gotcha.
Right.
One,
Yeah.
hold 2, hold
That's
4
right.
objectives. Life Spring bonus from the Twist, and
Also
also
good
a
to see you in the
tactic
chat,
card
Matthew.
from the Grothian Dais.
Welcome,
which,
welcome.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look
Thanks
at that
for
boost
joining
score.
us.
It's absolutely skyrocketing.
This is pretty exciting.
Very interesting to note.
This
the
has been
change
such a
from
crazy day.
which takes sometimes for us to adapt to. The change to health. Health is
Health.
statistic.
Health is a stat
Health
on the
is
card.
Especially for you,
something
Kenrick.
that you need to know. You need to bring into your soul, and that is
It's a good day.
Because so
Yeah,
it's really
yeah,
quite an interesting
yeah.
thing that they've done to make Age of Sigmar and Spearhead in particular much more absorbable for new players. But we'll come back to that.
Is this the Rat Ogre shooting?
Decision points occurring on the table.
Yeah,
right
let's
now.
jump over to the table. Claudio out of cards. 10
Nope.
shots for the
Oh, yeah,
Ravagers,
'cause it hits on
one
twos,
flamethrower, by the
maybe.
way. I guess see how that resolves.
Yep.
Look at that. There we go. Come at me, man.
Wow, that was pretty good.
6 of those.
6.
Rend 2.
6 of those, you got to render 1.
What's the Rend
think.
1? So 4.
Sick.
Oh, it is Rend 1.
4s as well.
Rend 1.
Oh, it's Red 1. Oh.
Looking for 1s, 2s, and 3s.
I guess in
wow.
Spearhead you don't have access to like all-out defense or anything like that, so
May the
Right.
force be with me.
Rend is a much bigger deal.
1s.
God damn, move your hand. God
I
damn.
know.
One went through.
Good lord, dude.
You just
One went through.
It's clear nothing was rehearsed either.
Only one went through, though.
Are you sure? I don't know.
That was a good roll,
Make
too.
sure that he didn't.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, only...
It'd be impressive if you did. So just kill 1 though, because you're carrying a wound.
Take your time getting those dice out of the dice box, by the way.
No, the prosecutors are not.
I went here.
We went here.
Or
Gee,
your elbow in
does.
front of it.
So that's a 1. 1
The
right?
fact
How much
is
is the damage?
Yeah, it's not his fault, obviously.
Love it.
Definitely
See, I
that
told you, as soon as
terrible,
we get
terrible
here,
choice
they
of a
come.
camera angle.
All right, so that's my shooting phase
Let it
done.
get on.
I have nothing else to shoot. I'm going to go into my charges.
So you brought on
I'm
the
gonna
unit from
go
the side
with
there.
My Rat Ogres fine. They need to get stuck in. The Rat Ogres going to come over here because they've had enough.
After my Liberators.
They've had enough.
stuck in.
All right.
They don't like
Stuck
him. They
in
don't
it.
want him on board anymore.
In it.
I think the engineer should have retreated there.
Hopefully make this charge.
Like, it's amazing that he survived at
Hopefully make
all.
my charge. You ready?
Yeah.
Here it
Yeah,
comes.
good call.
Big charge.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, yeah, they're close enough.
I guess there's no scurry away ability.
Yeah, smart boy.
Would you like me to move this out of the way so you
That'd
can
be lovely.
go after my...
So you want to stay out of the...
I think he wants us to get in range, you know.
I don't think he does. Maybe I've got to be honest.
Do the wounds attach to a specific model now?
No.
No.
So
Okay.
it's just per unit,
And also,
which is awesome.
while we're
I
at it,
love
it's
that.
gonna be fun.
So much better.
I trust him.
Yeah.
Yeah, being able to
He's
pick the
also
model
gonna
whenever
get
you
some
want
charge.
is
He's also gonna what?
fantastic.
And he makes
Yeah. It's a
He's
great
going, he's had
change.
enough. He's like, you know what? All or nothing. And here he comes.
Love it.
Did I deliberately do that to fluff you or not? That's
Ooh,
what
You
he's
charged
charging his
the
Grace
base
here.
here?
Oh god.
Pip has lost his mind.
Yeah, I mean he's a Skaven player, so.
6 health?
That warpstone / steroid is really hitting.
Yeah, that
I
is.
want to do that. Yep.
Maybe he's just like, I've lost this one. Let's make
So
it
we're
quick.
gonna
Yeah.
start with the Rat Ogres. I got 5 attacks each with these bad boys.
Although, like, I think your original like
Ready for this?
idea that he was the pro was maybe not correct because he kind of
Here we
came
go.
out way too far.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't think I didn't say he's a pro. I just said he's like
Oh.
known for having already played 40k apparently.
Oh, I
What do
see.
you need? 5?
That's fair.
I think I said pro, but yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, he got excited. Who hasn't overcommitted turn 1?
I've done
game?
that.
Well, to be fair.
Yeah. feels
I've
like
done it every game.
it. Yeah.
I've got such like,
like it.
visual whiplash from like all of the different camera angles we're seeing.
know.
They've got like an inset second camera in the top right of their stream now. Like what is going
You're
on?
capable of picture-in-picture, but not of a dice cam. It's so nuts, man.
They are
Yeah.
a rend of 1.
I feel like
Oh,
they should have
crazy.
hired,
What fire gun this to?
you know, like
So I'm looking for 4s.
I don't know, like an award-nominated cinematographer to do this. You know.
Or at least Rob Symes. He's in the same neighborhood.
No, they banned him.
They banned him from the
So
chat.
messed up that they did that.
Weird. I don't know. I want to know the full story behind that.
Me too. It's so funny, man.
Oh no! At least all of them are gone.
Oh, you just.
Did they just wipe? Wow. Okay, fine.
I mean, I expected that.
Yeah, good point.
But like,
Oh, people are going crazy.
Whoa!
Listen to that audience. Yeah. It's
That
in the
sounded
auditorium.
fake. It sounded like the first cheering at the start was real, and then they played like an audience sound effect or something.
Oh man, I hope not.
Sorry, that's negative Nancy. My bad.
You
I
might be
can't
right,
imagine
Nancy.
them
You
doing
might
that.
be
with
right.
them having, they're not professional enough to have like some kind of weird like laugh
No
track
way.
style thing. Yeah.
He has 3.
If they thought of a laugh track or a clap track, then they would have thought of a better camera angle.
I swear, at some point I heard the sound to update Windows. Did you guys hear that earlier? Like
That was
playing
on stream.
through.
I thought that was on my computer.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh!
god.
I'm on a Mac, so I know that's not possible.
Right.
That's hilarious.
That's funny. Well, there is an update out right now, so I've updated all my computers except for. Oh no, I updated my laptop.
4 of them there.
3 plus.
Looking for 3s again.
But like, if both of his heroes get killed,
Yeah, that
then,
was
like-
not worth it to charge those in.
no, that's crazy.
He's gonna survive.
I guess it was fine. I guess he survives.
Right, so 2 out
Jeez.
here, Rendov.
That's
Let's go, engineers,
And
right?
Engineer, if I'm correct, has a 5, so I'm looking for 6s. Okay, Engineer takes 2.
Yo, that's definitely embossed.
Okay. 'Cause he's still
Wow.
alive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's deep in there.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Oh, that's so sick.
Back to me.
Back to you.
Engineer is gonna go.
It looks
spin.
like it was like sprayed with like acid.
There he is. All right.
You know what I mean?
Is he gonna go down?
Yeah.
Yep.
Little warpstone acid.
Yeah.
Boom. That's 1.
That's 1.
And again. Hey, there it is. Massive, massive rend of none. Let's go.
So
3 up. Okay, it's okay. It's a diversion, you see. Diversion tactics.
Ah.
All right, now we're gonna now
Okay.
now we're gonna attack.
It
with
better
the,
get this double.
Grey Seer.
I feel like
Yeah.
he's gonna
Has
score
3
like 0
attacks.
this round.
Yeah, I know,
He
right?
has 1 objective, I think.
And those clan rats are like way off in the side there.
Yeah.
Like touch. I guess I can probably.
What's the deal? I thought he could drop them within 6. Is it within 9?
Boom.
Seemed to be measuring 9, but
At least I'm consistent.
I'm not sure.
Because I know the Stormcast stuff is within 6 on Spearhead.
It is
Yeah.
a
Or the
rend,
Andrasta
my
one?
friend, of
Yep.
1.
The one they previewed. 9 seems like big on this small of a board.
Right now.
It does.
Bada boom, so that'd be 3 damage, which means I'm pretty sure that they're dead. Oh, look at him. The Grey Seer strikes again. He's come for the cheddar, and he's
It might be an audience soundboard.
I think you're right now.
I think it is.
It sounded exactly the same as the last time.
Okay. Let me
What the heck?
clarify. Let me clarify. Let me change what I said.
Okay, so
Those people, those claps, those like awkward, echoey
Yeah,
single
yeah.
ones, those are the real people.
Yeah.
But I think here's what I want to amend my statement to.
Oh, sure.
No. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh no, I moved him.
If you're going to make an audience soundboard, you probably won't have the forethought to make a proper camera angle.
I knew there was a reason he was over there.
Yeah, you'd think. I mean, this camera is
He did very
like
good.
white balance to some weird bluish white. I don't know. For some reason too. Like, I think the camera and the sound teams might be fighting like Specialist Design Studios and the main studio.
Right.
And the units that are right in front of you, and all that pressure come from that.
They even
golden
killed 2
armor.
units. Yeah,
To be
Braden.
fair,
Yeah, that was crazy.
everything I say was
Yeah,
was
this
really
is
wild.
this is kind of wild, actually.
Also, he wouldn't have
Was it
got
the
he
Grey
wouldn't have
Seer
got
that killed those prosecutors?
Apparently,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so.
didn't charge.
Maybe he can fight in
Grey
combat
Seer
now.
was the only
He's
reason
got that
the
knife.
prosecutors died.
And Grey Seer.
Oh, maybe
I think he had D3 damage. I think he
It
just
was
rolled.
extremely long.
He did roll, he
three
rolled a
damage.
5 and got 3 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfectly killed off the
He needed a
prosecutors.
5 or a 6 on the D3 damage. He needed a
This
3
is
on the
a
D3
much
damage,
closer
and
game
bang,
all of a
bang,
sudden.
bang, bang,
Yeah.
swish, no
It's not a
net, no
total
backboard, straight
wash.
through.
I like that. Looking at the resources on the table, figuring out how to get the most of it, doing the best you can. A couple comments in the chat about Spearhead being a fixed set of units, and it really is. It's a fixed set of units, each come designed to play on its own. But you do get some customization you can pick before each round. You can pick a
so Kip scored
your choice
2.
of 1 or 2 battle traits,
so still behind on points.
Abilities, and then
right.
1 of 4 enhancements for your warlord.
Yep. It's really it's very customizable within, I guess, the kind of sandboxed atmosphere of Spearhead.
But that's pretty cool. I didn't realize the little widget. I think it says US Open 2024 on it.
Cards,
oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And they will change the game every time. And then you have a twist every turn, which will change the game every time. It is very versatile. It is very unique, and it's very well constructed.
So
whose turn is it right now?
I think it's
it is.
Well, I guess we don't know yet.
Was laying nothing
but the Stormcast guy just pulled out 3 cards.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And he cut the head off every rat within his vicinity.
Both these
so I assume he won it.
How do I stay
on
the
guess.
How do I make the use out of most
Thanks
of
for showing.
The Stormcast guy can really
staying
recover
focused,
from
and we
this.
saw that that 1 point that came
maybe
up,
on points
comes up
alone,
Kip,
but
maybe the backbreaker.
Well, that Griff Charger guy should be able to go in and wipe out at least one of those heroes.
That's true.
We're going into battle round 3, and we can possibly.
Oh yeah, there's only 4 rounds total.
Kip, of course.
Right.
We may tune into the. We may tune in for the priority roll because this could be the tail of the game.
Think we get on the priority roll, sit back over to the players.
Here, it might be spectacular.
Okay, so
Okay, they haven't done the prio yet? Yeah, okay. What the heck?
What's all this then?
Show us the dice, please.
I know. God.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we just missed it.
There we go.
I got confused.
Skaven being underdog here.
Even the announcers are like, I'm confused.
Yeah, right.
-1 to save rolls for the Vigilant.
Apologies, guys. We just missed it. Claudio will be taking the.
This reminds me of Evo Japan. I was watching. It's like the second biggest tournament of the year for Street Fighter and stuff, and they were showing like 3 matches an hour, right? It was just so like amateur hour,
Time is ticking down. This is the fine out set of turns. Only so many opportunities to score points.
Welcome to the chat, Lee.
Of course, we did have the
Glad to have
you. Hey, Lee.
Yo, Lee, what's up?
Pick the effects below. If there's no underdog, of course, you roll off.
Thanks for joining us. We're watching the this sort of Spearhead test game kind of thing.
And then eroding miasma. Pick an enemy unit on the battlefield. What rolls cannot be made for that unit this battle round? That is huge on the board Vigilator. And of course, the underdog right now is Kip.
We're doing great, especially after those sweet reveals. My God.
Yeah,
I'm on cloud 9.
I'm hoping they start doing like faction focuses soon.
I think
Me too.
This situation, they're both good.
Yeah, and that's what they chose was the -1 to save, and
Right, I think it's time to
when you're having trouble
refill the old whiskey
Skaven don't
glass.
have a lot of rend and a lot of
Yeah.
difference, that -1.
It's big. It's big.
It's
The Vigilator has a lot of Lord Vigilant. My apologies. Has all the ability in the world to kill both the Gracia and the Warp
I was
Engineer right now.
throwing my money at the
We'll
screen
go and
earlier.
roll with the Rat Ogres very well. Also, can I just say, I was correct. How good did the Rat Ogres look there? Absolutely demolishing.
I am
the
a believer.
Greatest.
You like the Rat Ogres. I like the Rat Ogres.
Dude, smashed them.
Shut up and take my money.
Whiskey disappears into the meat dimension.
That's not a meat drink.
Right before it disappears into your belly.
They are impressive. They are fierce.
Oh, War Scroll.
The Lord Veritas with his beautiful burning blade.
Oh, it's 6
What
wounds.
attack?
I was wrong.
Okay.
3 damage.
Restoration, 1 attack though. Judgment Blade, 3 attacks,
Ooh.
1d3. Anti-wizard +1 rend, anti-priest +1 rend. That's pretty cool.
5-up ward.
The Griff Crow, has a 5-up ward.
Oh, but you lose it as soon as you make a roll of 1 on the Griff.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I love me some token models.
We do love that. Seeing that.
Are the prosecutors, they get to come back too?
I don't know if we've discussed this. They do.
Oh, no.
And then, did you guys read the Cleansing Fire? Pick a visible enemy unit within 12 inches to be on the target, then make a chanting roll of d6. Effect, on a 3-up, roll a dice. For each model in the target unit, for each 5-up, inflict 1 mortal damage on the target unit.
They're going to be back
Board
into the
clear.
fray on turn 4.
And then,
they could possibly go
yeah.
for the 9-inch charge, of course.
And then the Judgment Blade was 3 attacks, 3s and 3s, 1 rend, D3 damage. And then it has anti-wizard +1 rend, anti-priest +1 rend.
Dang, dude.
That's a cool model to kind of do that on.
Really
Two
cool to see all
control.
that anti-wizard stuff in Corn.
Yeah, exactly.
But in the hero phase, you pick an objective using or control.
Lee asks, what are y'all hoping for 4th edition?
To be spared. To be able to keep playing my ogre boys. But
yeah,
I actually do hope that I mean, I'm talking about ogres now, but I'm hoping that there's going to be a refresh for like some of the ogre battle lines. But I also hope that we don't have any more resin after the 4th ed book for ogres. And then for Skaven, I just want Rob to keep his home instead of having to remortgage his house to buy all of the new models.
Actually, yeah, I'm actually going through the process of selling a bunch of stuff. You know, partially to get ready. What's that?
Including my home.
And a kidney.
Yep.
And a kidney.
I don't need 2.
Yeah, you got 2.
I only have a drink of whiskey.
That is the baseline. This is a good attacker. This is a good fighting hero.
What are you open for, Lee? Actually, wait. Well, while Lee waits a minute and a half to respond to us, Kenrick, what are you excited for?
Oh, right.
I'm really hoping that trolls get even more of a glow up for the Gloomspike Gits in 4th edition. I think they gave them some much needed love in 3rd, but I would love even more in 4th.
Like another hero or something, and like.
I don't even need new models. I just want like even more dynamic rules, especially for like the river trolls. But yeah, and I just got another 6 classic stone hide trolls, or whatever they're called now, in the mail today. So yeah,
that's awesome, dude. By the way, Carson never asked me what I wanted.
All right, I know what you want. More Skaven.
Yeah.
You want to mortgage your house? It's pretty clear.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god! I mean, I already got what I wanted, which was a refresh, right? Like I knew they were going to kill every single sculpt, and of course they did. I actually thought Lee meant like rules.
Oh yeah,
I think that's definitely
But so we did a predictions video, and I got everything I wanted. I think. I would. Here's like something a little bit like. What's the word? It's a little esoteric. It's a little bit ephemeral, but like.
So important sometimes.
I want more offense.
I forget the odds on the 9-inch.
And like a little less defense.
So you want it to be a more killy edition?
I want it to be a more killy edition.
That's interesting.
Wow.
Because there's a lot of people saying that they want the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Really?
Things to get less killy, less mortal wounds, that sort of stuff.
Which
I can see the argument for both, for sure.
I don't mind the I just like I guess maybe it's because I come from fantasy or because I'm obviously a Timmy at heart to a certain extent. But like if you don't get enough killing going on, then the game naturally takes a long time. And it also like means you're moving more models throughout the course of the game for longer. And for me, that's kind of obviously I really like kind of just killing stuff and that sort of Timmy kind of fun. But I also think that it's like it's just kind of a quality of life change for everyone where it's just easier to play a shorter game.
Yeah.
Like an example would be like in a fighting game. You can pull out your bingo card now. Like where if like your defense has to be really good. Because if you don't, then like the combos are bigger. You know what I mean? So then it can just end a little bit quicker. But
it seems like a recursion symbol.
So 2 or more objectives that were controlled by your opponent at the start of the turn.
I think Liberators came back too. If you look at the very edge of the board, on the very other side.
Yeah, they're over there. They're clearly on the board now.
Both have the reinforcements.
Over here in C range of 2 inches. That's kind of neat. But I agree about the killing. The killiness. I think I would like it if things got more killy based on
You were just talking
some
about
things
for the
being
most of the game, like,
less
just
tough,
how
if
deadly
that
they
makes
can be,
sense.
like, how
Yeah.
So like a lot
optimal
less
that game
save
can
stacking.
be,
Like I
and the
really
fact that even
kind
if
of
you do
dislike.
focus on them, get 'em off the table, they can
A
come
good
back.
example would be like Immortus Guard, where
Right.
if you try to kill a Mortis Guard, like it's usually on like a 1-up or a 0-up save or something crazy like that, and it just dumpsters anything else in combat. Like they shred stuff, and I feel like that probably shouldn't be the case. You kind of should, unless it's like so elite that that's like the only thing in your army.
Yeah.
I feel like you probably shouldn't have access to stuff like that.
This has been a tale of two.
I completely agree. Yeah, it's just not fun, you know, to play against like that hard of an evil.
And I recognize that a Stonehorn is like that also, where it's like
A little bit.
It's on a 3-up save. It usually has Mystic Shield, -1 to wound, 5-up ward. Like that's a super tough anvil to crack, and it's fast, and it can be a hammer too. What is a hammer?
It is a hammer. Yeah. What is it? Not
it's more like a scalpel, I think. Where like
It's more like a hamvil.
There you go. Making me hungry. Ham.
Yeah, indeed. We hit a transition over to the
yeah, I mean, I think like, but there's like a few things that they could do to kind of help with that. Like, you don't have to like take away its 5-up ward and give it +1 to its save or something like that. Like you could do one or the other, and it actually swings things more wildly than than a lot of people would probably think. If that makes sense. You know, like just going from a 3-up to a 4-up is a huge deal.
Yeah,
Huge deal. I remember my Vampire Lord on I think my Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon was on a 4-up in like before the new Soulblight Gravelord's book came out, and then it went to a 3-up, and I was just like, this is unreal. Like what a difference it made. And that was 2nd edition. Barely, but it was 2nd edition. Right?
Yeah.
So there wasn't the save stacking and whatnot.
Oh, he's splitting attacks, eh? Okay.
The Grey Seer.
Oh, I don't know if
Got some
that's a
attack
smart
splitting
move.
on stream rather.
Fool!
It's always the best thing to Lord Vigilant.
Oh, I thought that was.
All right. That's 1.
5 attacks. Jeez, that thing is slappy.
Is he in on 4s or 3s?
Pick a friendly hero unit wholly within.
Roll him 1.
Can use 2 fight abilities. Oh, once per battle.
Looks like he's got no more attacks this turn, son.
Huh.
Did it go away?
This engineer has survived.
Pick an objective you do not control for the rest of the turn. Add 1 to hit rolls for combat attacks made by friendly units that target enemy units contesting that objective. Jeez.
I just wanted to prevent you.
Ooh.
No mortals.
3, 3, 3.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
3s again.
Griff Stormcast hero guy whiffed into the Skaven heroes.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, for both sets of attacks?
It looks like it.
8 attacks.
Oh, never mind. He just saw him remove 1. Okay.
Okay.
Oops. He whiffed something. Maybe it was the prosecutors, but
It's kind of annoying that he's also moves faster than the Skaven guy. He's 12-inch move, 8 moves, and has a better save.
Only the faithful.
But we don't know the points, obviously. Obviously, the Skaven one's going to be a lot less points. But
yeah.
Hey, I got a double turn.
Bahamut says, I mean, the ogre is as slapping. Yes.
These boys are coming in.
These
Wait, I have still a bunch of fighting to go.
You hate
ogre
it.
and slapping, and I agree. Whatever you're trying
Thanks,
to say.
autocorrect. Right?
I mean,
Maybe it's the ogres are are slapping.
The ogres. Oh, I see. The ogres are slapping already, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's true. They
Which is
slap
true.
pretty-
I want everyone to play exactly like ogres. There we go. Age of ogres.
Oh, that's my
Age of ogres, baby.
That's weird. This camera angle has like actually really nice color balancing.
Have at it.
Yeah.
This one's quite beautifully done.
Like, what is this?
Ready to say bye-bye?
The only
Where has
down
this been the whole game?
Yeah.
The ogres are as slappy. Maybe he's talking about the Vigilor, whatever his name is. Because yeah, I noticed he has an ogre glutton profile except Ren 2 instead of Ren 1.
Who said his assistant? No, it's not. You may be blind,
But
these
so is the Grey Seer and the Engineer both dead?
I don't know. I wish I could see.
I kind of feel like that'd be cool. I kind of wonder if it's like if you especially in this game, because you can't bring back heroes. So the Grey Seer is dead. I think the engineer might still be there because I just don't see him. But it's like maybe you should go for the heroes in this game, because if you can bring back most other units, right? Because you brought back prosecutors and liberators in that one turn. That's crazy.
So I need 4s and up.
People are just screaming in the background. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, yeah, that's not canned applause for sure.
So the Vigilers 5 attacks, the Rat Ogres are 5 attacks as well. I see, okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I can't believe the Griffin left before.
People screaming because it wasn't in the box.
I think so.
I would say roll it again. But earlier, the drop dice.
You need to agree ahead of time.
So the Griffin is.
Gotta play by intent, you guys.
Oh,
Come on, all the Griffins are letting me down.
that's fair. I mean, if he didn't, you got to keep it consistent, whatever it is, right?
No, I need the Griffin. 2. Whose is that?
Sorry, that's my
Claudio seems nervous.
Okay, 1, 2. Okay, so
People are screaming at him.
2 of my.
That's good. That helps calm
As a wrestler, he's definitely not used to that, right? Like, what? Hearing fault. I'm used to total silence in these matches.
Okay, so my Lord Veritant is going to use.
I really want Kip to come over and hit him over the back of the head with a chair.
Coming in with the steel chair.
Yeah.
It would be so amazing. It would make like non-Warhammer news if this ended with a dude slamming someone through the table, but there's 0% chance they're doing that. GW is not creative enough.
That is 3
Maybe.
And,
That's possible.
There's just 0% chance they're doing it. This is they're too safe. Oh, they got that picture-in-picture. Weird.
Number 3 on the screen. Oh no! Wait. Oh, that's the score or something.
Giggling.
What is that? Thank you for getting rid of the 3 though.
That's 3.
The shaky cam. It's just like It's like they're on the ocean and it's just bobbing up and down. Like,
action shot. They're excited.
Oh, they flipped it. They put picture-in-picture on the left so that some of the score is visible.
Oh,
Good.
battle round 3 that was sticking up top.
So there's one battle round left.
Well, Kip's still got to do his turn this battle round.
Oh, pardon me. You're right. You're right. Man, these prios have been going to Stormcast heavy.
Yeah.
Who was completely stalling out the entire.
Okay. Thank you for getting rid of that. So he killed 2 of the 3 Rat Ogres?
Yeah, I think so.
Holy
The
crap.
prosecutors? Did the Rat Ogres come back at least?
I don't know.
No.
I guess 2 of 3 is worst case scenario because they couldn't come back even if they.
Yeah, they don't have that keyword, right? Whatever it is.
Yeah, they don't have reinforcement.
Reinforcement, right?
Dude, these Stormcast models are rigged.
I'm surprised the prosecutors and liberators were able to come back.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too. I
Seems
think
like too much.
Yeah, same.
Especially both in one turn seems like crazy.
Yeah. I thought that was an ability. I mean, it's possible they're just playing stuff wrong.
True. Yeah, that's right. I thought it was like a. Oh, that's a good point.
But yeah, we've got 1 engineer, 1 rat ogre, and maybe some clan rats. Jeez. Wait, why is he moving them in now? Is it his turn again?
Well, they did charge, so maybe they can pile in.
And they get a 3/6 charge, but I don't know if they do in Spearhead. That's insane.
I think they showed it on Spearhead, yeah. Which is crazy, because they're like charging from halfway across the board, basically, right?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Because it seems like you no longer need to be within 12 inches to make a charge, to even declare it, right?
True. You do not.
I like that, because it's like, sometimes it's like, well, like, I could roll boxcars and I have +1 to charge, but because,
Yeah.
you know.
I do like that too.
Yeah.
And there's also the counter charge order in
right.
Like, yeah.
Gonna see if one of these refs, of course, keeping the game on the straight and narrow. Making
Yeah, we'll see, Adam. We'll see if the underdog mechanic is enough here.
Yeah. Something tells me.
All right, I gotta refill my drink here, boys. Be right back.
Nice. Cheers.
Indeed. Tech Priest Warner on the job. This is going to be really cool to see what they're cooking, what they're brewing.
How long has this game been going on now? Hour and 15?
Yeah.
Hour and a half almost?
Two beautiful little boxes, little screens.
I guess that's why they kind of zipped through the preview.
Yeah.
Although they didn't exactly have it locked and loaded, did they?
No. Yeah, there was a decent wait. It's like 45 minutes almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard from the table that he may be able to score all three of them. So within grasp to score all three of
15
those.
points.
It burns good.
Could go straight to 20 points. That is enormous.
Yeah, it could be huge.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously, you got to look at what your resources are on the table. You know, you may be driven by the fury of it. But I will say that I don't know if avenging the fallen is very high on the average Skaven's mind.
It's looking pretty grim.
Yeah, he max scored that turn to 12 to 5.
But we do have some things, you know, when we talk about the reinforcements that could come on.
So wait, has Skaven gone in turn 3?
Not yet.
Okay. At least there's that.
2 more turns of scoring for Skaven, 1 more turn of scoring for Stormcast.
So there's just nothing on the board that can do anything, though.
Yeah, we just don't have information. Like, we don't know if what can come back for Skaven. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe he brought it. Maybe he brought the prosecutors back with like a totally different, not the reinforcement sort of thing. Maybe it was with some kind of special rule.
Yeah.
Man, it really was swingy though, eh? Like it was like, oh, this is looking very strong for Stormcast, then very strong for Skaven, and now it's like this has got to be a lock for Stormcast, right?
Yeah. Winning 2 pros in a row is pretty.
That's pretty big, especially in a game this small.
Yeah.
You know, like I know Slaves to Darkness weren't considered a very strong army in the main game of Age of Sigmar in 3.0, but in like Path to Glory, like small games, they're crazy because like if you get the double turn, it's like, well, they're super hard to kill and they're super hard to, they're really good, you know, smashers or whatever, like very high damage, depending on the list, obviously, but like, yeah, anyway. And you missed anything?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh my gosh, Ludivicus. Did you miss everything until now?
Yeah, he said his kid had a baseball game or something.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh my God. I've had to change my underwear like 3 times already. It's been crazy. Yeah. You missed like some of the coolest, arguably the coolest Skaven models ever. The Claw Lord on. I'm not in control of the stream, by the way, but like they're also we're watching the Spearhead game right now. So, but yeah, we got a new Claw Lord on Gnaw Beast. It wasn't on a giant wolf rat as predicted. We're getting 40 clan rats in the main box. We're getting like everything that we asked for, everything that we saw. So the Giselle, the Engineer, a new Grey Seer, which is incredible. The Rat Ogres, I can't remember if I said that. The Giselle, I think I'm repeating myself now, but like
Blaster.
The Warp Blaster, yeah. The new Gatling cannon thing on the platform. How many boxes? You're buying at least 2, or you're getting at least 2 halves of Skaven. But 40 clan rats per side. So if you get 2 boxes, you're getting 80 clan rats.
So Ludivicus, this is the full contents of the box. We've got so on the Stormcast side, you've got 3 prosecutors, 3 reclusians, and they're 4. Is that 4?
It's 3 guys and 2 like servant.
Gotcha. Oh, this is the Night Quester over here. Then you've got, I think, 10 Liberators.
Yeah.
You've got a Knight. I always forget their names. The
Vigilant.
There's like
Oh,
how many? So there's
I mean,
1, 2, 3,
to be fair,
4.
Leviticus is definitely playing Skaven.
There's 4 Stormcast heroes.
Right.
If you're playing Skaven, we know that you've got the 3 Jezzails. We know that you've got 40 clan rats. You've got the big warp blaster, the rattling warp blaster.
Yep.
Rat ogres.
Yep.
A new Greyseer, the engineer, and
Yep.
then the
Jezzail.
I already said Jezzail, but the
Oh, did you?
on the warp, the Knobbeast, I think it's called.
Yep. Knobbeast, yep. The Claw Lord of Knobbeast.
It also comes with these 4 pieces of terrain. It also comes with the core rules, the GHB cards, and Spearhead, as well as the Spearhead like Fire and Jade book. So we know that Spearhead is going to be like seasonal now. So I assume that they're going to be changing like what each Spearhead is in those, maybe.
I put the link to the Skaven models in the chat there.
Yeah, so
Just to help you out.
5 ups. Yep. So just that shout from Claudio saying the prosecutors come with
2,000 people watching this stream.
That's pretty good for a Warhammer thing, especially like Spearhead. That's actually impressive.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
he's
so
got,
the other clan rats came back.
yeah. So he's got 20, or no, he's got 20 total clan rats on there, but 1 hero. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, and he moved them right next to the
And 1 rat
the
ogre.
liberators.
And the 1 rat ogre looks like it's taken wounds because it has a wound dial next to him.
It has, yeah. I think it took 3 damage. It's got like 1 left.
1 left. Why don't you retreat it? Or I guess he's gonna fight with him first.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is looking really rough, especially because the other guy has like the liberators on the side there. Maybe I guess he's just taking like the points. Hey, he's just taking objectives.
Yeah.
That would have been theirs.
No worries, Leviticus. It's good to break it up.
Yeah.
This has been, like, I love the information that's coming through from like what this stream is.
Right.
Gotta be honest, they're not presenting it very well at all. Though. Like
They're
it's,
not. We've been kind of doing our own thing to a certain extent. Wow, that was a terrible roll.
Yeah.
Brutal. No, we appreciate you hanging out. We've had, a lot of people because it's late in some areas and stuff, so a lot of people in and out. But we appreciate everyone who's just kind of hanging and enjoying this awesome preview show with us.
The cards, how important each card draw is to you.
Yeah, I lost my mind. You can check the archive. I think I went into like a fugue state at one point. I may or may not have thrown money at the screen.
You did.
I think I did, yeah. Pretty sure I remember picking it up off the ground because it like bounced off and went crazy towards I regret nothing.
A little bit of variance to the game.
I regret
Change
nothing.
the tide of a battle. The tide of the battle can ebb and flow.
And it's a decision point as well. Can you be like, well, can I risk this unit to go and control that objective and then get destroyed?
That camera's going in and out of focus again. Lovely.
Love that.
Yep.
It's my favorite thing.
It's my favorite thing they've done all night, except for everything else they've done tonight.
This is an odd shot.
Yeah, This
Oh,
reminds me of when I used to watch like UFC fights and they would show people in the audience when someone's getting the life beat out of them, right? And then they show someone in the crowd and I would just scream at
cut
the
away.
Oh, they did that for so long.
Come on, Kip. I mean, the fact that the ogres can't come back is brutal.
Yeah, it really is.
I think you'd have a game here if the rat ogres could come back.
What is that?
Oh, the whatever's left of the audience is being vocal.
Wait, what is the taking a flank? Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
Did he score all 3 of his objectives? Is that what's happened?
Didn't fight.
Hey, I'm still in it. There is still a chance.
So going into the last battle round, we're going to roll for priority into the last battle
Okay, they're doing trial for the last battle
You got
round.
8 points?
This is the most.
Oh, 11.
This roll here,
Okay.
This roll here is very.
1 point.
Very important.
This roll here.
One.
Oh, wow.
This
Okay,
roll
scored.
here.
You ready?
6 points that round.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Huh. Ooh, Skaven.
Like how
Come
the
on.
11
Come on.
Like finally.
Yep.
You could choose now to take a double turn back.
What the hell was that?
You won't get to draw any cards.
Me?
Did you hear
Oh,
that?
the thing.
Yeah.
yeah. I think I'm a little behind you guys, even though I've refreshed it.
Okay.
Maybe because I have like
Closing
too many
that
windows
gap,
open or
11 to
something.
12.
Yeah.
On the edge
That's
of
like
a
a
balance in this.
I'm not.
movie theme.
I did. Yeah. It's not like a crappy imitation of The Exorcist.
Scored all 3 of his cards.
Right?
If he takes the double turn, he does not draw any additional cards and will have no ability to score any points.
I think we just
Oh,
got
Adam brings up a good
insulted by
point. If he takes the
Logan.
double, he can't score battle tactics, and he just scored all 3 of his
You gotta
cards.
stare at it.
I don't
Right?
think
Can
he
I
should
get
take it.
all of the Stormcast?
I don't think he
Because,
should either.
Is that even
he's on the other
possible
side of the
with
board.
resources left
Can't
on
really
it?
Right.
Rat ogres are gone,
be
but
hurt
the
by him.
Raggers have been killed. So that
By the way, Logan said,
the
"Imagine
closest key
GW
forces in his
being
army
GW
have
and
been
making a worse
removed,
battle report than
from his
Saga of
arsenal.
Dice. No dice cam, cameras constantly out of focus, no overhead. What a mess." He's not wrong.
Thanks, Logan.
Yeah, so
I
gives us
started to
one
take it
priority.
personally, and then I was like,
Trying
no,
to
I think
decide
it's
if he wants to
mostly.
take
It's actually very
Gives-
sweet.
gives the turn to Claudio.
He has to give the turn.
He did. He
With
gave
a
it to
veiled
Claudio.
compliment.
He's the underdog, so he is drawing the twist. for
You'll
the
watch
turn.
back the Rob hype tomorrow. Yeah, I'd
Staring
paint
at our
some
judge
guys up.
with the twist in hand.
The terrain doesn't appear
Underdog
cardboard.
factors
It's
will be
not.
sometimes
No,
able to
we're
choose
getting
what
4
happens
pieces
in
of
Wow.
terrain.
This is going to be
In
spicy.
addition,
Two walls and
Lay
2
down.
very
We're gonna see
small
what it is.
pieces, but
Our
yeah.
table boss
Yeah.
attacks momentarily.
Well, the terrain that we're getting is actually
Oh
on the
my
table
God,
right
well
now.
done, Kim.
Yes.
Everyone else said he wasn't out of
Yes,
it.
Right.
that's all of
I
it.
told you he wasn't out
100% of
I
it
told
right
you he
there.
wasn't out of it.
Completely
So,
in this.
It's
Back
enough
and
to play
forth.
Spearhead, which
Going
is
into the
good.
last round.
But
Yeah.
you'd need to buy 2 boxes to get a full
Could
tables
not
worth of
be
terrain, and I
closer.
don't think you'd
And
want to
you know
use
what?
these as a full tables
Having
worth of
seen
terrain.
how
They're a little
powerful the
small.
underdog mechanic is,
Yeah.
I actually like
There's no woods.
they're quite small, really. Like 2 of them
No
are scatter
garrisons.
terrain.
But only
Yeah.
1 point down. You only want
Yeah.
to be
Exactly.
Two being generous.
1 point down,
Yeah,
2
and
points
2 of
up.
them are
So
like
that's
they're
the
clearly
only difference
smaller
I'm
than the
happy
things
with.
you got in Dominion.
All of a
Or not
sudden,
Dominion, but like
let's-
the Dominion
let's see what
terrain
Claudio
box
Yeah.
was.
set.
The
Yeah.
guy ran twist. The
Yeah,
underdog
reclaim
picks-
Gyron.
The underdog picks 2 objectives on the battlefield. There is no underdog. Each player picks
That's
1.
really good. That's
Each
going
player
to be
scores
big.
1 extra
'Cause he'll
victory
pick
point
the
at
ones
end
that
of
he's
their turn
controlling.
for each
Yeah,
objective
exactly.
they control. And
Yeah, if I
once
was
the
Kip, I would
best,
just like
it's gonna be the home objective of
give
the
Yeah.
Claudio the first turn and then pick.
I believe he did.
Oh, did he?
My man.
That
Yeah,
seems
already.
good.
You do it
Also,
already?
It's a really clear picture about what Claudio has to do.
Correct. And Claudio's got the top of turn.
This is very
Claudio
Skaven too.
knows
Like
that
you've
the
got
turn
nothing left on the board because
He
everything
does it
dies and
This means
so
Yeah.
easily, and then you might just win it on points.
Might just eke it out. The
Yeah.
thing is, like, underdog mechanic when you're down by 1 point. This is where I'm like curious about it in
Yeah.
the full size game too, because like if you game it and you're just barely the underdog, and then you get to really impact the game, it's actually probably powerful.
It's
Yeah.
probably powerful. It might be really good, like strategically, like you might be able to
Yeah.
really get in there, or it might be like what's the battle plan that we currently have, where if you're
Nexus Collapse?
Nexus Collapse, where I don't know sure how Nexus Collapse, maybe not so much. But the other thing too is like you don't necessarily know what the twist is going to be or whatever that underdog mechanic
True.
until you for it. So it might just be like, oh shoot, like I just kind of screwed myself over. It feels kind of like the double turn, where it's like you don't know what's going to happen, but you got to plan for both. You know?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
And like I said, I've been telling you guys the entire time, the prosecutors are the X factor, and they're going to be, I think, the game changers.
We're getting a spot.
3:45 a.m. in the UK
We
apparently.
won't talk
That's
about it because
crazy.
players can hear us
Oof.
right now.
Well,
so
this is
we'll-
happening in
we'll
Dallas.
try to be as,
No, I know, but like someone put it in
cryptic
the
as we
GW
can.
check.
Gotcha.
Oh, apparently someone says like the
Players
box
very
set is
much
going to
in
be
this, feel like they
320
can pull, they
Canadian.
can come out on top, and it's going to come
That
down
seems
to
about
some
right.
critical moves.
Yeah.
Leviathan was 300.
Yeah,
I love
and
what we're
like
seeing
there's
right here.
there's
Measurements,
terrain even in
measurements
there,
on
and
top
we're
of
getting
measurements.
more
Measure
units.
before you move.
So,
So Lord Vigilance moves 12.
Yeah, it's definitely more
Prosecutors
models
moves
than
12.
I actually expected.
That's rough.
How many
They
units do you
can
have?
both
You've got
affect pretty reliable
man,
challenges
there's
on
so
defense
much stuff.
battles. I'm assuming the
we
Goblin
gotta make it
have to-
happen.
they
2,
have
3,
to- they have to make
4.
it happen. And
I guess
if-
are
when
you
they
counting
go
the
in,
clan rats as
they can't
they
be
would
a
be 2
flank.
units, yeah, because
They
they're
can't
units of
be
20.
like we
Yeah.
saw turn 1 from Claudio. where
That's
they-
so
they
much
just
stuff.
run
That's
away.
more
They
than
don't do anything.
Leviathan.
By the prosecutors as well, they've gone
I
in
don't think
and
it's more
done
than
next to
Leviathan.
nothing. But that
I think
was
it's
smart.
more models because they're.
I think it's more models. You get terrain, which you don't get in Leviathan. You get the GHC, which you don't get in Leviathan. And you're getting, or no, you get cards in both.
But you're getting 2 hardcover books.
Yeah, 2 exactly.
So Sadis, it's important to mention that 320 Canadian, not US.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
320 Canadian. Yeah, yeah,
Very
yeah.
important to mention.
Probably
not
dollars,
$300
not
US
so
box.
high.
That'd be nuts.
Claudio has another
Like
set.
somewhere between 260 to
Oh.
280, I would guess,
Oh,
for
no,
the
got it.
American side.
Get it confirmed.
It's not based off of exchange, unfortunately.
No, it's not directly exchange rate.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, what was Leviathan in American? If anyone wants to answer in the chat, that
Oh,
is
that's
probably going to be
great.
like $10 more than Leviathan American.
Right.
Decide to do
That's a
extremely-
great
extremely fun stuff.
call.
Enemy charge phase, counter charge is my favorite.
Where
one.
did-
You declare a charge in their charge phase? Oh, you thought? No, it's my charge.
I don't
phase.
know that
It's
that's true,
it's
too, by
my
the way. I
favorite
just
one.
saw
It's so game-changing.
one of
It's
our
not killer
friends
when it's effective
pop up,
at
and now
all.
I don't even see that anymore.
Do
I
you
can't
know how
find
big
it.
These cards are. They are about card size.
Okay. Leviathan was 250 American. So yeah, I'd imagine it's 260 American for this
Very
box.
large hands, as you saw,
Yeah.
wielding
That's my
Galmaraz.
guess.
Very much worthy of the hammer.
It's so worth
We
it.
did kind of mix the two hands together.
No. You
currently on screen is Claudio's. This is actually what Claudio.
Tempest Warner, you were doing, or sorry, Inches here, Warner, you're doing amazing over there. There are some similarities. Let's just say that.
Dale's looking for
Because
a
they do the
bot,
same deck.
Henrik.
Well, they're not. Also, they're mirrored cards.
No, because
Right.
he doesn't want the Skaven side. He's back in the Stormcast, just like Eric and everybody else.
Right.
I love that Kip's got the Warpstone in one hand
Yeah.
and the Warpstone dice in the other, and he's trying to power up for this last turn, see if he can get over the line. I can't believe he got all three cards. Well done to the man. He did it with a one-wound Warplock Engineer, a wounded Gracie.
It's so.
That had died.
It's such a good
Clawing
box.
his way back into this game.
His way back against
yep.
Claudio as well. He clawed his way back in. There we go. That's what you come.
Was that on the?
Also, some folks are saying is what time it is where they're hanging out with us. Appreciate people.
Maybe
staying
I
up
saw
till
that on
super
the-
wee hours of the morning.
the
all
BC
over the world,
Discord?
hanging out, watching this the first ever streamed game of Spearhead for this new edition.
Oh yeah.
Indeed. You can see even more of this.
The value of the contents is 160 pounds.
Full game of
Australian, it looks like it's going to be 450. US 265. EU 210.
Ageofsigmar in
And
last
the
year,
total value.
reforged new edition.
Saying that
What?
last year, that was the
1,600
first
pounds?
ever
That
World
can't be right.
Championships held in Atlanta, which is a city near and dear.
Nah.
But welcoming
I don't know
people
what that
from all around
means,
the world
but
to come and play. The Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, Underworlds, Warhammer 40,000. And then we're going to get a rematch of those players playing the brand new Reforged edition of Age of Sigmar Saturday night.
Oh, I see. 320 was the guess.
Against each other at the World Championships. So it's going to be Lumineth Realm Lords versus Skaven once again.
And then someone was saying like 360 Canadian if they convert fair, but they don't convert. Like it's usually double the
You're doing great.
British pounds price. So 320 is probably what it'll be.
One or two of these. Does he have?
I think they're all attainable. I think everything here is attainable. I think both players, have a shot here, and it's going to be
Yeah, Logan. I don't think it'll be that expensive.
He's got the hand. It's just whether he has the models, whether he has the.
That's true.
That's
It's
it.
resources.
He's got the hand to win, to take it, but will he have the battlefield presence?
Well, I'll tell you, let's see, it's working out. A cleansing fire failed, leaving Claudio
stop. That's a bad start.
now he's taking a little bit of time to ponder what that plan is. I love this, but now this is the second or third measurement from that unit. I love that careful consideration,
time,
trying
make
to figure
sure
out,
it's short.
knowing how critical this last turn is, this last battle round.
Indeed. Ooh, is that a run? Ooh. Whatever that was not good for Claudio.
Getting a little bit of banter from the players. Let's see if we can jump back over there and
I
hear
think
what's
we know
happening
it.
at the table. Although I will say this is the critical moment here. There may be some silence and pondering.
God, a double one would have been lovely there.
And then
Hey, he can
they're already in
survive.
battle, right?
No, they're 3 away, so they need to charge.
They still have to
charge.
I don't think they're going to make it, mate, to be honest.
They'll charge a little bit.
All right.
Kind of like this.
That engineer is gonna die.
So it says, look up Horus Heresy, Age of Darkness box. That was 310 American price. Looks about the same. I'd be surprised if it was that much for this one.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think those were like 400 Canadian or something wild, but
And Horus Heresy is a much more niche.
it is,
game.
and it's their niche, like whatever studio.
The old world box was more expensive too, like the Horus Heresy box, but I would be shocked if AOS is. I think it'll be around the Leviathan box plus inflation.
The old world boxes were how much for the?
They were a lot. They were
Oh,
expensive.
they were one army, and it was like.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's SDS like Horus Heresy. It was Specialist Design Studios.
Right. That is a good point though.
This is gonna go straight through.
But-
Yeah, it's not unprecedented for them, but I think
No.
Old World and Horus Heresy are kind of in one category, and then AOS and 40K are in another.
Like people are talking about the whole lost leader idea and stuff too, right?
Exactly. Horus Heresy and Old World do not have lost leaders. They're like, you're already in.
Yeah. Either you're playing it or you're not.
Was that a no?
No.
All right.
He's dead.
All right, he's dead. Would that be the end of my turn?
He's like, I think I can see that I'm going to lose.
This thing has been the bane of my existence the whole game. He has been there like.
The fact that he survived is unreal.
He's like
He's my baby.
He's like Arkan Land over there, just surviving.
End of your turn. You have
1, 2 more.
So you got 3 there.
2, 3.
Yep.
Okay.
And how many
Probably make an
cards?
Arkan Land joke.
It sounded like it.
Huh.
No friendly units.
I don't know what Arkan Land is.
He's the Land Raider. That's what it's named after.
Use the fight ability in this turn.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's
The tank in 40K? Oh, crazy.
Land Raider. It's not named after land. It's named after a character.
Yeah.
It's named
It's
Arkan
very
Land.
silly.
That is very, very silly, yeah.
And then this.
Yep.
Is
17 points.
40K player.
Aircraft carriers named after John Aircraft Carrier.
Yeah, I know, right?
Choose this one.
A lot of content and fun to play with a buddy. Yeah. This box, it does. Honestly, I think this is going to be their best game. Sadis. It looks so much fun. Which side are you looking at? The Skaven or the Stormcast?
I was like, I can't leave the terrain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's going to be very close.
Scored. So he's 7 ahead.
18. Good God. I don't think he can come back from that, right?
Well,
2 units of clan rats?
Presumably Kip made the 2 objectives that he's currently touching worth 2 instead of 1.
Okay.
So that'll be 4 right there.
Right.
Then he just needs to score 2 battle tactics, I think, to win.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's only got 2 clan rats left.
Clan rats, yeah. He's not killing any. We know that.
Depends on what his battle tactics are.
Yeah.
Which I think they showed at one point, but I don't remember.
Okay, so I have no hero abilities.
Oh,
because
nice.
You've
They
killed
are,
all of
apparently.
my,
Skaven all day. Yeah, baby.
So I'm going to go straight into my movement here.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just to be
Well, I mean, Skaven are a chaos army as well. And I agree. The Stormcast, like, honestly, I've never been a big proponent of them, but these new ones look unreal. But Skaven, if you're new here, I'm wearing a Skaven shirt. I'm wearing a Skaven sweater. I've got a Warpstone amulet. I've got a Skaven whiskey glass and a Skaven wallet. And these are just the things that are in reach of me right now.
And what's behind you?
What's behind me?
It's all of them that could push him over.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
On the green screen.
Oh, the
On
green screen. That's like
Just a bunch of rubes.
Yeah,
Rob, you're the only one that cannot see it.
You're right.
I'm
going to use Skaven rats as cultists. Yeah,
That's
that'd be
sick,
great.
actually.
Yeah.
Foxwalkers, Skaven should be in 40K. I don't know how that hasn't happened yet. It's insane.
This has been like the 3rd time someone has asked for a power bomb through the table. They got to do it at the end. There's got to be something.
Body slam or something.
If
I
they
bet
just
they
shake
won't.
hands and walk away, we riot.
Yeah.
They should. They don't know their audience though. They gotta body slam to this table.
I feel like if they
First, Kip has to smash that like warpstone grenade over Claudio's head, and then Claudio brings out the hammer and hits him with the hammer.
It's like not breakaway glass or whatever, so he just gets cut horribly, scarred for the rest of his life.
That's real wrestling, dude.
That's
What
true.
it takes. That's what it takes.
I feel like if they did like a body slam and they kind of like kept the turn so that he kind of landed mostly on his like ass on the table, he'd be fine.
Yeah, they're professionals.
Yeah.
That table looks easy. It's like a
Also,
cheap
not-
plastic table.
Also, it's not my problem.
Stormcast
So
Eternals have been
do
in the
it.
driver's seat for most
You
of
know?
the game.
Not the case.
Yeah,
I'm not
Skaven
risking
playing
anything.
their game.
Between the underdog mechanic, phenomenal play by Kip to stay.
What's
yeah,
he
actually phenomenal game.
trying to do here?
Anytime you score 3 cards,
Charged
Maybe-
in with his clan rats. to try
Maybe
and
just
kill that
pull a
hero.
single hero,
Why not charge both squads then?
because maybe the objective is just to kill
A hero?
the hero and or take the objective back. Because he's got like all of the clan rats, I think including the ones that are closest to the camera on the objective, and they all get to fight him.
Hey, look, how confident are you? How confident?
But I think the prosecutors get to slap back.
I think they will, because they're definitely within 3 inches there.
Back and forth from these contestants we've
But if he can kill the leader guy and then keep the objective, he might get some kind of battle tactic that we don't know if it even exists, to be honest.
Yeah, both these, we talked about.
Oh, he's using all the Skaven dice plus some Stormcast dice?
Yeah, because it's going to be 20
A lot
attacks, I
of-
think.
And then see it all
Yeah.
manifest.
That range
yeah,
3
back.
weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably why I would imagine they're going to make hordes like even worse to hit
Probably.
zoned and stuff.
Yeah.
But the volume of attacks is going to be pretty nuts.
They're going to be better in Age of Sigmar, though, the clan rats.
Yes.
Because they
The
have...
tough, the tough part about Spearhead is like 1k balance for like an elite army is
Right.
usually a problem. You know?
That's true. Takes me back to WWF days with Stone Cold and The Rock and Triple H. I was before those days. I was literally the Jake the Snake era. Whoa, did he roll terribly?
Mm-hmm.
Did 1 damage.
Wow.
Rip.
Oof.
Rip.
I'm not that surprised though.
No.
Their attacks were not
Math.
great.
It's how math works. It sucks that Skaven doesn't have better recursion than Stormcast and Spearhead. That's crazy to me.
That's so weird.
That's not
So
a good
weird.
sign.
Yeah, like, to be honest, some of the stuff they've showed have made me a little less excited for Spearhead, if I'm being totally honest.
A lot of people are hyped for Spearhead, and I hate to be like a Debbie Downer, but as much as I think it looks more promising than I expected, it still doesn't look like a fully cooked game.
It's possible. It's also possible that we just like didn't see that, like maybe Claudio got the perfect draw on that on those battle tactics or something, and he was able to recur a bunch of stuff that you wouldn't normally. Like, I'm grasping at straws here, and I'm huffing on the.
Yeah, I guess
cookie.
it's possible.
I don't know, but
Eli is right though. There's not enough Doom wheels here.
there's never enough Doom wheels. But the
Do
only
we think we're getting new Doom wheels?
there's no way. I think it's like 7. It's a pretty new kit. It is like a really frustrating one where if you don't paint it in sub-assemblies, you'll hate your life. But if you paint it in sub-assemblies, you'll hate your life even more, because there's like 12 or 13 you have to do. Like, you can't go half-ass with it. But no list building, no deal. Yeah, I don't know. I'm grasping at straws when I was saying that, Ludivicus. Like, it does seem kind of rough, but then by the same token, like, it was the same thing with the with Leviathan. Like, the you got a lot more models for Tyranids, but yet they were much worse. It wasn't even close. So it might be the case here, and at the end of the day, I don't really care, to be honest. Like, even if Skaven are objectively bad, like Cruel Boys were, I'm still gonna play the crap out of them. I just wanted new models. That's all I really wanted. Looked very promising. We've seen how that turned out. I have hope, though. So I'm not sure what you mean, because, like, honestly, Satis, like, I played 10th edition, but it wasn't really my bag. So I don't not sure if you really like 10th edition or if you
That's
don't.
what he means. Is it, he was
Right?
saying that the lead up it looked good and promising,
Right.
but
That's what I thought you meant, but I didn't want to put words in his mouth, you know.
I want to.
Yeah, the words are right there.
That's fair. That's fair. Very promising. Yeah, that is what you were hinting at, I guess, huh? Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. This is Spearhead, though. Don't forget, this isn't the main game.
Yeah, totally.
And like a lot of like I agree with what you were saying about 10th edition. I don't want to be like a bit of a downer too, but the big miss. Yeah, it was for me too, to be honest. And Tyranids are my favorite army. So yeah, like that was, and like I thought the new models were really cool, but I thought they could have been cooler. You know what I mean? Like,
I think though the teams that are doing AOS versus 40k are very different, and there's Ollie.
It's a goblin dog.
She's so happy and chill. She doesn't realize we're in her house right now.
This is it. Can we go back to us for a second?
What happened? Claudio left. Is he getting a chair?
I need reinforcements.
What is this?
Oh, he's gonna smash his head with like a.
No, he's bringing it out, and that's it.
There we go.
That cutout is rad. That's what's gonna go in the stores, hey?
Don't tell him
yet.
Don't tell him yet. Don't tell him yet.
Look at Kip's awesome Skaven
Oh,
book.
look, he's got that crazy book.
Yeah.
What?
Me and Lord Terminal is gonna. Wow.
Missed. Oh, so close.
Is that two? One
You
dice
chuck it on
on
us
the
now.
floor. Where's the dice?
Yeah,
on the
so
floor?
this.
Oh, it's in the.
It's okay. I'm not going to need it.
Chuck it on us now.
I think the
Oh, that didn't sound good.
At the end of the turn. At the end of the turn.
Okay.
I've got one, two. However, this made these two worth an extra one.
So it's 4.
So that's 4.
Yeah.
I also.
Kip is done. Kip is ripped.
But I have 5.
What is that?
3 inches within the long battlefield
Oh
edge.
yeah.
I have 6.
Oh.
Wholly
So he's
within
gonna get
enemy
Oh.
territory and not in combat.
6.
And I have 7.
That's why he didn't rush
Oh.
in with the second. He got a battle
Okay.
tactic.
Well, he's gonna get all of them. High game. What?
Which is a victory!
Wow.
Love it when
Did
we
you get 18
Incredible.
or 19?
there and look at the emotion on the players' faces. I was at an
don't
amazing
understand what
time,
happened.
and then we saw it walk by
He
step
tied it
by
up the
step
game.
what Kip could do.
No, if I'd ordered 5 or 6, I would have brought
Could
an
he get
extra
there?
Of course.
Dear
back,
me,
and
oh
then I'd
my,
have held
what a
this, and I'd have
picture
had
finish.
1, 2, 3, 4, and having the extra. So that one roll could have done it. But I thought I was going to lose, so I'm pretty happy with that. That was great.
That was awesome.
That was really good fun. Also,
So
can we
Kip
get a
pulled
round of
back the
applause for
tie,
everyone?
baby. We got a
Yes.
tie on our first ever Spearhead game. No one's getting slammed through the table. GW,
Oh.
work it out. It could have been way more exciting.
Oh, look at that
Yeah,
first
cut to the
game of
logo.
Spearhead done
That's
and
what we get.
dusted there by 2 legendary combatants, competitors, professional
All right, be right back. 1 second.
athletes. I'm so glad we got to be here to witness it.
What a freaking game, my
Interesting.
dude.
Oh.
Last dice roll. All
Professional
out.
athletes. That's
Very
an interesting.
attainable.
I mean,
Could not
I
have
get
been
it,
more
but
spectacular.
Both army types playing different, games, basically trying to be their sneaky and stealthy and come in from
one
the
put
side
anyone
and,
through
with
the
the
table.
overhand punches over the
Yeah.
other side, the durability, playing.
also
in and
this
out.
like
It's
blue
almost
background
as
is a
if
huge miss, right?
Yeah, and also they've like completely lost focus on their.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh, that's awful to look at.
It could not have been
I need them to
slam
slam
the
the announcers through the table. Yeah.
Well
showcase
said.
of the beautiful format of Spearhead, which you can enjoy very soon yourselves. And I don't think we could have done it more
Oh.
justice.
Seeing all the cards, seeing all the different functionality, like the variants you can have with the army, the different things of Spearhead, I think is going to be a fun way, a fun mode of play.
I'm assuming
for the
some other
Reforged
people
New
were
Age
saying that in
Sigmar,
their chat.
and then seeing it play out. You saw a good time these players were having.
Yes.
And saw how back and forth it was. Like came down to the
Oh, dear.
wire.
Dice roll.
Unpredictable.
Man, this is a lot. This ended up being a lot longer than we thought.
Yeah.
And
It was like an
short.
hour 45 minutes ish.
Yeah.
Turns out Spearhead's not an hour game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also turns out their live stream reveal is 32 minutes.
Yeah, that was interesting. I liked it though. Like, I mean, we
I
got
like how they've been keeping it tight.
Yeah.
They wrap up the game, and then I'll see if I can grab
Still wet behind the Twitch ears. Oof. Savage and not wrong.
Man, what a game,
Very, very correct, actually. Yeah.
Yep.
That we deliberately had for the road, that was just there for the road. We could easily put that in the
Well,
travel in the trucks.
It looks like things are winding down. I wish they kind of gave more of a definitive kind of ending there, but
yeah.
You did great.
I think that's it on their part. I cannot believe they wasted having two British wrestler or European wrestlers not slam each other through. But I just was like looking at those models. I was like, they paid some artist way too much to paint those models to then destroy them.
Yeah.
But GW has the money. They could break a couple of models.
also, I
if
think
they
they have
follow
those
it.
artists on retainer. anyway.
100%. They're not even crediting those artists. They don't give a crap about those artists, but
No.
still.
Yeah. They are like clan rats to the proverbial, you know.
So close because like if
Yeah.
you just watch it and don't really.
Well, we should put a button on this. We should put a bow on this, boys.
Yeah, this is 3 hours.
GW doesn't put a bow on their stream, but we should try to put a bow on ours.
Agreed.
General, I hit him really hard, and then just like
What a
ran away.
fantastic
Yeah.
reveal. I
Yeah.
couldn't be happier about the models they showed and the set. We don't know what it's going to be like, but I'll be getting like a whole set. You know what I mean? Like I'll be getting two halves of Skaven for sure. Yeah.
100%. Thanks everybody for watching.
Thank you.
We'll can't wait to see more reveals for more factions and more Skaven models and Stormcast models too, I assume.
Hopefully a date soon.
Hopefully a date. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Soon.
Soon.
But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments if you're watching this afterwards, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Bye.